rhythm. Monk on the beat. Monk on the beat.
Woo! What is up, YouTube? My Cowboys family here, bringing you guys the last regular game day reaction live stream from us here because our Dallas Cowboys, this is it today.
Yeah, for the rest of this season, as we're ending our 8th season of doing this, the game has already kicked off, and Mike has got 2 sacks. But we'll get into that more here as the Washington Commanders. We'll let you know it's going to be commercial here in a minute, but they are kicking off. I'm sorry, they're
But
kicking
yeah,
off. They're
finishing
punting.
off their
Yeah,
first drive
and then
after only a minute and
we
20
kicked off to
seconds.
them to start off the game, and then 3 and out. They punted to us. Turpin gets the ball. A little block in the back. What they call it, I don't know, but another block in the back. There they go.
Looks
There's
like they
3
did.
block in the backs, maybe 4. He gets to the 30
Oh,
something, gets knocked out of bounds, but it's going to go back probably to the 10. Anyways, guys, yes, 2024 Cowboy live reaction here at MCF for our final regular season game of 2024-25, and that is for the Week 18 rivalry battle against the Washington Commanders in Dallas at home in Big D. Finish up the season. What a bad season it has been. 7-9 Cowboys against the 11-5 Washington Commanders. We're looking for a draft pick here, a higher draft pick, while Washington is looking to get a little better placement in movement in the playoff seeding. So we'll discuss that and more here during this game as flags, of course, on us. And there you go. We get the ball on our own. Literal, I said 10. It's the 8-yard line instead. So as we open this up, there's a lot of things to discuss, and shout out those that run the channel here, like John Luna, who's been doing it for 5 weeks in a row.
that's right.
He's
Thank
also
you so much. As he
yes,
also bosses the stream with
yes.
93 points.
Not just that, he's also got himself the I think
Membership.
5-week membership gifting king. So big shout outs to him. Speaking of kings, how about queens? Pat Pfeiffer, the Cash App Queen. Big shout out to her for what? I mean, basically, I think 3 of the last 4 weeks.
That's
So big
right.
shout out to Pat Pfeiffer on that side. Now we do have some leaders this week, and one of the leaders is Pat Pfeiffer in the Cash App. Big shout outs to her on our little road trip that we had last week. She jumped into the Cash App side. She's
That's right.
leading it right now, trying to go for another one. While we have John Luna, who gifted 1 membership on our last game. He's currently in the lead on the gifting side. And of course, as you can see, he'll be on the overall board. He is currently leading right now after his pre-stream $25 holler and a little skeptical fan love there with a $2 drop as well. So big shout out to them. I don't know what they had said.
Skeptical fan said, "Here we choke." It's
Yeah,
love.
and I said, hey, we choke if we win this game because that means we get a worse draft pick. So it depends what the choke means today, right? Skeptical. Much love to him. And we also had John Luna with a $25 holler, kick it off, and a 5 on it. And again, our our goal raffle here, trying to
Yeah.
get done. So
Said
what do
this
you
is for not reaching that first bullseye goal. I guess I should have tuned in earlier. My bad. All
It's all
good.
right. We just had a little pre-stream fun there. You give people opportunities maybe that are not able to make it in the game. We are false start for us. On
Mm.
3rd and 1, now it's 3rd and 6. Shooting ourselves in the foot kind of deal. And I still have this big shout out. We had another drop too.
Yes, he
Kick off
did.
this one, right?
Yep, he said, okay, let's get this bullseye golden
Ooh,
challenge
much
started.
love, John Luna on the board to kick it off. As you can see, the different ways to help the channel. You can do a super chat in here. You can drop, like you just saw with John Luna, you can gift memberships. You can jump in the membership and you can give a thanks button drop there. And there's also 4 other ways. That's the after dark style of things. That's Trey Lance, by the way, starting for the Cowboys at quarterback and throws wide open to Tolbert for about a 30-yard gain. Trey Lance trying to play for money, trying to play for a job somewhere in the NFL, Dallas or
Right.
somewhere else.
Washington is technically trying to play for a playoff spot, so
Yep.
they have something to play for
Are
here.
they clinched yet?
I think they need this to get the 6th seed.
I think they're trying to get.
Washington?
Well, I think they're trying to get the 6th seed over the 7th seed.
Yeah.
So I think they're in the playoffs.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean that right now we're playing for nothing, but just to look better. And Washington is playing for placement in the playoffs, like I said earlier, like seeding. But anyways, there's 4 ways after dark style, and Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. There's multiple PayPal versions,
Yeah.
and
And you have, of course, the Cash App, Money
yep.
Sign My Cowboys Family.
By
The
the
Venmo
way,
at My Cowboys Family.
yeah. I'm throwing on. You see him there, guys.
Okay.
But you see Trey Lance hitting Turpin on another 20-yard, 30-yard game. He got hit while he was throwing the ball. Great play. Turpin speed pulls away. And that was a big game right there for the Cowboys over the middle of the field, a crossing route to the 25-yard line of Washington. So the Cowboys are on the move as we're kicking this off. And you see how to drop love and help out the channel. There's
Yeah.
also membership raffle here, a monthly membership raffle, which now in a new year, guys. Happy New Year, by the way.
Da-da-da.
But we will be having that raffle probably sometime next week. I know the season's over. We will talk about it. Trey Lance with the RPO, run throw
Mhm.
to Brooks for a first down again. Now we're 1st and goal, I think. We're
Yes,
almost
we are.
on the goal. Well, I would say goal line, but
So
first and
again,
goal.
the starting over everything membership.
Yes.
So
Yeah, no, I'm just saying there's a flag, and it is a 1st and goal officially, although I don't know what the flag is yet. But yes, the star level gets 1 membership. Over everything gets 2. I'm sorry, membership gets 2 raffle entries. Star gets 1 raffle entry. But then we have the weekly winners like John Luna, who's winning every week here. He's getting a bunch of extra bonus raffle entries. And then that is what we're going to do today at halftime. This whole last month of December, anybody who hit that goal, when we hit that goal, anybody who's helped hit that goal is put into today's raffle at halftime. We're going to pick 4 names and put it into this raffle next week to try to win one of these Sony Stitch jerseys.
that's
So,
right. You guys will see it here at halftime.
yeah, so big shout outs to everybody who's in that, and especially
Unfortunately, that was on, I believe, Tyler
on us.
Guyton.
Yeah.
And it's now a 1st and 15 for
Yes,
the Cowboys.
that 1st and goal turned into a 1st and 15 going backwards. Now it's about a 2nd and 12 or 13. I don't know, 2nd and 11.
Yeah.
But the point is
Still
that
making a little 4
still
down
still
or
outside
4
the, I
yard.
think outside the red zone. I'm
More
not
than
sure.
that, 2nd and 9.
Yeah.
So
Well, outside the red zone, it looks like a little bit. They're close to it, right on the red zone. Either way, big shout out to everybody who's in this goal raffle. And hey, we got another goal raffle today, which John Luna already hit 1 out of the 20, if I'm not mistaken. And if we get to that one, anybody who's been gifted, in that, help that, or is gifted one of those will get enter into the January raffle for bonus raffle to get into goal members, goal raffle to get
Yeah.
into this monthly jersey raffle. We'll see what happens, but let's keep it going. Shout out people in the house right now.
thank you very much to Mr. Talk to Sully. What's up? We have Julian in the house. LT, hello and hi. Unknown Ninja. I mean, again, it is a little frustrating to see Trey Lance doing as well as he's doing now, knowing that, hey, maybe he could have looked a little bit like this a little sooner than this, but who knows? We have a few things to get into when it comes to all that QB stuff. Kenzie Bands, what's up? Saying Lance is looking good so far. John Luna, what's up? And yeah, again, at least for the Eagles, it's definitely
Trey Lance
shit.
tips the ball, tipped in the line of scrimmage, almost picked.
Ooh.
Should have been picked to hit the Washington Commander right in the hand. Cowboys going for a field goal. They're going for it. I'm not
Yep.
sure. Looks like they're going for the field goal here.
4th and 3.
Mr. Aubrey.
Oh, well, perfect timing for that last comment there. Whoopsie. Classic Aguilar, what's up with you? We have, let me see, Who else? And yes, I have to agree with Julian's comment. I'll get my joy watching the Eagles lose in the playoffs,
Yes.
and Eagle fans can do nothing about it.
That's a great point. That's what we got left is cheering on the loss, the demise of the Eagles. And
Yeah,
Washington, of
and
course.
Washington, of course.
Yeah, Brandon Aubrey's about to kick this field goal here. I know I have to fix the board here.
Good, Justin D, Jessica.
Boom. Aubrey knocks it through, and guess what? It never missed
There you
again.
go, 34-yarder.
As you can see, the Cowboys are also wearing their blue tops, which is rare. But I think it's just trying to show Washington, hey, look, we're going to reverse this curse on you guys. And instead of never wearing our you forcing us to wear our blue tops in Washington, they will force us to wear the white tops in Washington when we beat them, earlier in the year. So we said, you know what, let's get that rivalry blue back in there. And I think the Cowboys just said, hell with it. Let's go on. Let's play at home. Let's play against them in our dark jerseys and
Yeah.
force them to wear their ugly white ones.
So I have to agree with this comment by Aztec Aguilar. He said, just remember, we had the money to sign Derrick Henry
Right.
and even D. Hopkins after we paid Dak and Lamb. But as per usual, Jerry Jones, the penny pincher, strikes again.
Yep.
And I'm going to bring you back to the fact that they already are priming us saying, oh, we're going to have a very similar offseason this year.
Yeah.
So we already know how that's going to go. Just throwing that out there. Now, I know we do have some pregame news, a few things that we want to touch on here.
I do want to say that the injury report, the last one of the season, came out on Friday, of course, and we had Keemon Hall out for this game. 4 guys questionable. Chuma Edoga, Mozzie Smith, Nick Vigil, Donovan Wilson, everybody else good to go. But just so you know, Keemon Hall's out. TJ Bass is back. There you go, on the offensive line. We signed Will Greer from our 53-man roster. That's why we knew Trey Lance was starting.
Yeah.
Cooper Rush not starting. We'll talk about that too. At the same time, with the Keemon Hall injury, he was moved to IR, which made room for Will Greer to be signed in there. And then we elevated from the practice squad Corey Pride, who, number 32, didn't do much last week for us. Washington, on the other hand, they have Marshawn Lattimore, Jordan McGee, and Tyler Owens out. Tyler Biadasz, former Cowboy there at center, and Cornelius Lucas, both guys are doubtful, probably not playing. And Austin Eckler is playing this game with coming out the concussion. He's a full go. KJ Osborne and Tyler Ott. Just so you know, Eckler was off the injured reserve list, moved them from the injury report, so that's why he's playing. They placed Tyler Owens in the injured reserve list and they elevated Bobby Hart, tackle, and cornerback Bobby Price from their practice squad for Washington. That was yesterday's news. And as you know, there is no Ezekiel Elliott on this team anymore, guys. The Cowboys released him earlier in the week, and it was both a mutual decision. Zeke and the Cowboys agreed to let him go. The statement from the Cowboys owner, Jerry Jones, basically out of respect, appreciation for Zeke, provide him an opportunity to pursue any playoff participation if possible. That's why we're releasing him today, and both sides agreed to that. Zeke also said, I'd like to thank Jerry Jones and the Cowboys, or through his agent. He said, I'd like to thank Jerry Jones and the Cowboys for affording Zeke this unique opportunity and granting us our release. So, again, he's looking for a place to play for the playoffs. I'll talk a little bit more about some other guys in this game, maybe some coaching throughout this game.
Yeah.
I know you might have had something here about as far as the inactives, the captains, that kind of stuff.
So, first of all, when it comes to the inactives for the Cowboys, Damone Clark, Ernest Brown, Chuma Edoga, Tyrus Wheat, Justin Rogers, and Will Greer is the emergency third backup quarterback. For the Commanders, they have KJ Osborne, Quan Martin, Marshawn Lattimore, Jordan McGee, Tyler Biadasz, a little funny there, Cornelius Lucas, and Jeff Driscoll.
They were both Biadasz and Cornelius Lucas were both doubtful, so that makes sense.
It's just funny to hear that he's inactive. So, something interesting about today's captains: Brandon Cooks, Carl Lawson, and C.J. Goodwin as our offensive, defensive, and special teams captains, respectively. They're all veterans on expiring deals. So, maybe a final little, hurrah for them. Tyler Guyton also is getting the start today.
Yeah, you just saw him.
We've seen him out there.
Left tackle, just getting the rookie some play there.
Oh, is
that Lou Fowl?
I think it was.
Or Kendricks.
It was Lou Fowl.
With the big hit there at the line of scrimmage to stop him. 1 yard gain there for the Washington Commanders. By the way, Mozzie is playing, even though he was questionable for this game.
And before the game even started, the Commanders did confirm that they were going to play their starters all the way, unless the score got out of hand. Apparently, the loss in Landover left a bad taste in their mouth, and they want to carry positive momentum going into the
They're just mad because they lost to us.
Basically.
That's their Super Bowl, of course, the Dallas Cowboys. As the receiver screen, good blocking, 2nd and 7 out to 3rd and 1. So, I don't know if there's anything else, because I'm going to pop
No, you can go ahead and put the camera on, because everything else we can just
Let's do it, guys.
What is up, guys?
The final game of the year. The Cowboys went all blue. We went all white, right? So
there's a reason for that. Do you want
Why don't you show?
Somebody finally got the start. Thank goodness. Finally get to rep my Trey Lance jersey while Trey Lance is out there.
Yeah,
So,
and he actually
oh,
he led us on a drive for a field goal. Should have been a touchdown. A little unfortunate penalty set us back from a first and goal to a first and 15 from the 30. So we ended up with a field goal. But Trey Lance did a good job from our own 10, right?
yeah.
So also I'm wearing something that may break a record today. Can we do it?
Oh
Man,
man,
Aubrey,
we
let's
literally
go,
just talked
baby.
about it in the chat. So yes, I'm really hoping
We'll
that
see.
that happens
We'll
today.
see.
This is technically the last chance to do it.
So hey, the last chance for this year to do it, of course, right?
Well,
So
yeah,
yeah. So again, that's
that's
we're repping the
that was kind of implied.
kind of our, oh, someone was just thrown there.
Oh,
Thank you. Our fucking I don't know if it was Nick Vigil or I don't know. One of our guys was taken and thrown by the Washington commander, and then the flags went flying. So it's gonna be holding on them for sure.
yep.
Boom. So yeah, we're just playing with the we're just doing the backup thing and trying to do the special teams thing and we're going for a higher draft pick today. Honestly, I don't mind if
Mhm.
we look. I love to beat Washington and spoil
I
their
know.
feelings or whatever, but I'd rather just get a higher draft pick if you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
Can you take the slow mode off the chat? It looks like it's not letting people chat right.
Yeah, so, there is a problem with that. I had it on my other channel that I play around with. There've been issues with that, so
Yeah,
let me
just take it off.
yeah. There you go. Should be good now, guys.
Okay.
Should be
Yeah,
good
just
now.
several people have been kind of
Yeah,
mentioning
it
in the
happened.
chat.
I know it happened on the other channel too. I just thought YouTube would have fixed it. It's not our fault. It's not my problem. This is a YouTube problem. So
Oh,
hopefully, there's no. You have to be extra vigilant on trolls today.
no, that's good.
So
I got you.
that's why we have the slow mode on. It works well. The problem is, people start to flood the chat with spam and crap like that. So we have to be good. We have to be on top of that, which we are, which we will be. The wife is always on that. So yeah, there we go, guys. And again, big shout out to everybody in the house
There we go.
here. I think it should be fixed now as we continue watching this game here. Jaden Daniels going back, watching rookie. Micah triple
Oh,
teamed. It still almost got to him. And because of the
oh.
pressure, altered the pass enough so that scary Terry McLaurin couldn't get to it.
Hmm.
Wood Blandon coverage. Very little separation. It was second and 15, though. And they almost got like 30 yards in that
But
play
yeah,
because he had so much time until Micah fought off three guys.
Mike is eating today.
Yeah, Micah is in the mix here, and he was. And Bland had pretty good coverage, but the pressure is what really made the difference because he had enough time to get the ball in his hands after getting out of his break in the route.
Yeah,
So,
he had enough separation there that he still could have made that pass.
Yeah.
Had it been
the only guy who got pressure was Micah, and he got triple teamed. Look, he's getting double teamed here. There's still other guys getting some. Come on, get Donovan Wilson.
It's
What
okay.
the hell's wrong with you, man? I know we got out of bounds, no sack. We forced the punt,
You
but
basically scared him into
Yeah.
not throwing the ball.
yeah,
so
but he didn't want, a third and 15. He wouldn't get a first down if he threw into a pile of Cowboy and Washington commanders. So good job by Donovan Wilson. Look at Micah coming there on the right side, breaks it down with a double team, pushes the pile. So three guys are watching him. And that makes everybody else, like Carl Lawson, Donovan Wilson, get at Jaden Daniels, run him basically out of bounds for a sack.
Yeah.
I call it, it's he lost yardage on a run, but I call it a kind of a pseudo sack, and that's coverage sack. And Donovan Wilson and the other guys, Micah, putting the pressure on him. It's kind of a pressure sack with coverage and pressure. So we're forcing them to punt. Second time, letting the ball bounce, and they get the ball back to the 10-yard line. We had it on the 8
Yeah.
with Trey Lance. Now we get it on the 10. Hey, 2-yard advantage.
Equally happy to know that the Cowboys won the coin toss and deferred the second half.
Something
so,
smart. We get the ball second half, and we're up right now. Feels so good. Wouldn't you feel better if we actually had like 11 wins right now than the 7 we have?
I just hope we go out fighting.
With the bang.
The thing is that a lot of people obviously are in, let's say, draft mode. And if you are in draft mode and you want the best possible thing when it comes to the drafts, this is maybe some of the things you want to see happen today. So obviously, unfortunately, you do want to see us lose to Washington because that makes our draft picks chances better.
The higher draft. Yeah.
So the Bengals beating the Steelers actually was a good thing for us.
Okay.
Keep that in mind.
All right.
The Falcons.
That was last night, by the way.
Yeah, the Falcons beating the Panthers.
Nope.
Actually helps us.
Right, but the first one happened already. The second one.
Yeah, I just said that. Thankfully, that
the
already
second one
happened.
is today, right?
Yeah. So the rest of these obviously are still in
so
play.
we want the Falcons to beat the Carolina Panthers.
Yep.
Right?
We want San Francisco to beat the Cardinals.
Okay.
And we have to shout out Mr. Luna for dropping a $5 holler. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Got that 5 on it.
Much
and
love.
He hit the second of 20 goals in a 3 hour span here in the chat. So big shout outs to him.
That's
Helping
right.
if he gives away these entries, that's a big plus. Did he give his away this time? I don't
Yes,
know.
he did. He said, "Good to see y'all are still in good spirits.
We tried.
Despite the Cowboy season ending today, this donation is for Jessica."
Well, Jessica on the board for this is for next one. That's not for tonight.
Mhm.
Or this I say this halftime goal raffle to get into the jersey raffle we're gonna do next week. But that's for next month.
Yes.
January's raffle for the goal chances. That's John Luna giving that first gifted raffle there to Jessica. So
Yeah.
congrats there. And thank you, big man John Luna, 98 points on the stream
Mhm.
boss. Still in first place for this week. And it's a 2 week span here. I didn't mention that when we were in the car last week.
Mhm.
But we had that was the first stream where we had two streams last week in the same day. And this is the third stream of the 2 weeks. So it's a 2 week combination. And we'll see who wins it on all the boards, whether it's the gifting board, whether it's the
Yeah.
Cash App King, Queen, whoever, or the overall board, of course.
That's right. So, only a few other games that actually really matter in the grand scheme of things for the Cowboys. So the Colts have to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay.
The 49ers somehow have to pull off a win against the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Who knows? And then randomly, the Dolphins have to beat the Jets. Again, that
Not
one
random. Yeah.
less important, but I figured I would mention it in there.
Cowboys go back 5 more yards, by the way. False start for the Cowboys. So, keep that list because it's good to know what's going on. Keep that list handy so we
I
know
will.
what's going on. But yeah, I mean, listen, that I think the maximum. I don't know what the maximum best pick we can have, but it would probably be close to cracking into the top 10. Well, it wouldn't be top 10, but it definitely would be
Yeah, I
top
think it
11, 12.
maximizes all of our chances the most it possibly
Yes.
can.
Kenzie Bands with his monthly message here in the Navy Blue crew for 11 months too. Appreciate you, Kenzie Bands.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Kenzie. Appreciate you. Said, I just want to say I love MCF. Every single time I watch a Cowboys game, I watch you guys too.
Thank you.
MCF is the best, and I'm so glad I came across this account.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so
Appreciate you,
much,
Kenzie
Mr. Kenzie.
Bands.
Again,
I know you say MCF, you mean the whole channel, so
Yeah.
appreciate you. Yes, the wife and I. We try to do our best. 8 seasons doing this thing. Actually, over 7.5 years on YouTube. This is our 8th season, so it's crazy.
I know.
So
and every season, we're just still kind of hoping we get to see.
We're waiting for 6 still. God damn it. I wish the Cowboys would go get it.
And I guess another year plus of waiting. Because
Yeah,
I do
keep
kind of agree with
extending the
Ninja
shit.
in the chat, that it almost doesn't really matter what draft pick we have if the season or if the mentality into the off season and the change isn't really going to happen. So
Yeah, it's what we're looking for here. Bad pass, I would go after that ball just in case. See, I hit no whistle. Why is that referee?
Here.
Game break here. Green Bay and the Bears. What a great fake that was on the kickoff, on the punt. They all were setting up on the right side, and they really got the ball.
Wow.
They acted. The Chicago Bears acted like it was going to go to the left when the ball really was going to the right. And I don't know how the punter didn't know that, and the punting team didn't know that. They must have thought he shanked it because they all ran to the right, and they actually left the guy on the left to catch it and run up the field. I've seen that I see the Rams when they were in St. Louis do that. That was pretty cool. Now here's a quick pass to Turpin underneath on like an 8 yard gain, but it was a 3rd and 10, and we're 2 yards short, unfortunately. After the tip pass, the penalty going backwards. Even after all that, still Trey Lance worked back from 1st and 20. I guess 1st and 15, half the distance. 1st and 15 to basically a 4th and 2. So not bad for the unknown qualities of Trey Lance. But the thing is, we're using more Turpin. We're using him in crossing routes. He gets the ball, and he almost got the first base just on speed. So that's why I wish we would have used more Turpin. We need more, not more Cowboy. We need more Turpin Bell. It's a punt here from Anger, special team style. Good punt here, way back to the 28. Tackle by C.J. Goodwin, hence why he's our special teams ace. Had a couple bad games. Got injured here and there the last couple of years, but when he's playing, 90% of the time, the guy makes a difference in special teams. So great job at number 29.
Every time he's been a free agent, we've always kind of somehow brought him back. I don't know if that is
just so easy because
again.
he's a vested veteran. You can cut him, and he's guaranteed to be back to your team the next day. So that's why the Cowboys will use him also on the practice squad, and you can elevate him. And they play games with using that roster spot with someone like C.J. Goodwin, who's just used on special teams.
Yeah, and thank you, Ninja. Again, appreciate that. Again,
we understand.
You're part of some of the OG crew.
We understand.
That was here since some of the early days. So,
man, we got another one from Mr. John Luna.
Thank you, Mr. Luna. He said with his $5 holler. This is for Kenzie Bands to celebrate the 11 months of being a member of the best Dallas Cowboy fan channel on YouTube.
Appreciate you, John Luna, man. You're the for 2024 season, John Luna's the man running the show here. Let's be real, and he's
Yes.
a Houston Texan fan. So appreciate you as as much as you appreciate us. Thank
Yeah.
you, and again, so does Kenzie Bands appreciate that, and our Cowboy fan base. Thank you very
Again,
much.
I wish we had more things to celebrate for our team as we did, amongst the fans of the team and things like that. So,
And I'm making
Ray
sure.
Elliott, what's up? Saying, who would you want out of the draft? Way too
Mm.
early to tell. Just wanted to
Well,
throw that out
a
there.
lot
At
of people
least,
are doing that stuff out there right now. Honestly, I just need a break from this. Honestly, and oh, let's go get this.
go ahead.
But you know how hard it is to no matter who you may want right now, or who may be the guy perceived to be going to us, you know how many times it's going to change between now and April, and end of April? A lot, because needs change for the team. We
Yeah.
have a lot of needs. There's an outside chance to make a move or two to hold on. Let's say you wanted a running back, but we get a running back, in free agency
Mm-hmm.
and pay him, $6 million, and we get a Derrick Henry or something like that. I'm just saying, if we do something crazy like that, because Jerry Jones don't spend the money, I mean, if we were to get a position that we lock up a starter or some kind of depth that kind of fulfills that, but we don't have to worry about running back in the first round, or because a lot of people thinking we're going to go off, running back, receiver, first round. But if we get a free agent move here and there that kind of covers a couple of those moves up, it should do a couple. Couple moves should be covered up, but we don't know. We might say we want a receiver now, or running back, or linebacker, and then we end up making a move that we don't really need that at this, at this exact moment. There's something else that is a bigger need. So it's hard to tell. Even though I have a list, we have so many fucking,
Yeah.
needs that we can sit here forever and tell you the best player in each category, in each position, and none of them may be available. Or
Who our head coach is going to be next year.
we didn't know a head coach
But
scheme, and
that does bring
great,
me to
great
an
point.
interesting question. Mr. Talk to Sully said, question, Mr. C. You're the Dallas GM. Sorry for the bad taste, but who would be your head coach? Like, if you had the choice. Ooh.
Long pass, but incomplete by Washington, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it looks
But
like
my
a little bit
choice.
too high of a pass there.
I mean, I've already said my choice, and I'm not happy with any choice because the problem is Jerry Jones still runs the show. That's the problem. Jerry Jones running the show is the only problem. I mean, if we had another GM, then then the coaching would make a difference. I think it's hard to make a difference now. It's coaching.
Yeah.
I think that they're going to stick with McCarthy and Zimmer, and I'll tell you why in a little bit here. But
there was an interesting comment by
Yeah.
the Joneses
right.
Right before the game. Jerry Jones kind of mentioned that he doesn't expect any kind of
Oh,
front office
a mistake
personnel
there by
changes.
Washington, and it leads to a freaking 4-yard gain on a broken play. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So if you want to hit that up, we can talk about it because I was going to say
I
that.
mean, go ahead.
Well, first of all, Pro Bowl selections. If
Go
anybody
ahead.
cares, they just showed it on TV. Brandon Aubrey made the Pro Bowl. There you go.
Good for him.
CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Turpin, Tyler Smith, and of course the great Micah Parsons.
Hey,
So
those are all very valid entries.
offensively, CeeDee Lamb and Tyler Smith, a little bit of Turpin in there on offense. And on special teams, we got Turpin and Aubrey. And on defense, only one guy, Micah Parsons. And our home schedule has been set by okay, incomplete 3rd and 5. Cowboys gonna get this ball back on a punt. It's Turpin time here, as we just talked about. But the Cowboys' home schedule for next year is set. We know our home schedule. Giants, Eagles, Commanders at home. Then Green Bay and Dallas. Kansas City and Dallas. LA Chargers in Dallas. Minnesota in Dallas. And the Cardinals in Dallas. Other than the Cardinals in the NFC East, I guess. I mean, those are the teams. Green Bay, Kansas City, the Chargers, Minnesota, the playoff teams.
Yeah.
On the road, they're not all set, but most of them are set. Giants, Eagles, Commanders, we know those.
Yeah.
Chicago Bears. Hopefully we did that early in the year, not late where there's snow. Denver, same thing. We have problems playing in high altitude. The Detroit Lions on the road. Vegas Raiders on the road. And then the last 2 games set for the Cowboys right now will be either the Patriots or the Jets, depending on who wins that game or loses that game, and the Panthers in New Orleans, depending on their final record there, where they end up first, second, third, or fourth. Well, where they end up. It depends where they end up because we're going to be third. We play the third place team across. So we play the third place team in the AFC East, which would be the Patriots or the Jets. We play the third place team in the NFC North, in the NFC South, which is either the Carolina Panthers or the New Orleans Saints. That'll be determined, of course, as we see. But we talked about the coaching.
Yeah.
And, earlier this week, I want to hear what Jerry Jones said now, but earlier this week, Jerry Jones, when they asked him about how quickly does he want to decide whether or not to extend head coach Mike McCarthy to go another direction, or go another direction
Yeah.
for the 2025 Dallas Cowboys as coach. And Jerry Jones said, "quote I'm not under any unusual time frame at all." Now, I just want to clarify something. Mike McCarthy's contract expires. We thought it was the end of the league year. It expires exactly 1 week after the season ends.
Oh.
Yeah. So the Cowboys will have until January 14th to exclusively negotiate with Mike McCarthy for head coach. So this time frame, he has no time frame. Jerry Jones is a lie. He has a time frame. It's a
I
week,
mean,
and after that, well, it's a week under their numbers. After that, he
okay.
can go anywhere he wants. And I'm hearing other places will take McCarthy and pay him. And I'm saying, like, if they don't sign him by
Yeah.
then, his contract is now he's a free agent. His contract expires. So technically, if they want him, they got to get him before the contract expires. If they don't want him, they know let the contract expire. Play the game of we'll see who's out there, and we lose him. That's possible, and I don't have a problem with either
But
guy.
I just
And I
wanted
don't
to
have a
point
problem with
out
losing him.
that does sound different than Jason Garrett's contract, just because remember with Garrett, it was almost like that was a slow bleeding wound.
Yeah,
Like he took a very long time to officially fire him. Is part of that because did he have a similar contract expiration and we just missed
maybe
it, or
no,
was his
maybe
like
it's. I think we're just forgetting the time frame. It took a while. It felt like it took a while. It took it less than a week. But it was in that first. It was like the first, second, third
for
days.
Garrett as well?
Yep, the first couple of days there was like no announcements, and everyone was like, "What's going on?" And then by the end of the week, they got him. They
Okay.
announced that they're
So
not
I
going to.
guess
They
yeah.
didn't fire him. They announced they're not going to
McCarthy still
take
has to
his
do all
contract.
his, exit interview
Right.
stuff and all that. So, I think that even if there is a decision, we're not going to hear it until after all of that stuff has
Right.
been
It will
done,
be, and that,
regardless.
let me add into that because as we see John Luna, I'm going to add what your comment is, baby, which Stephen Jones the next day said that they will address all those McCarthy coaching things. Quote, he said, quote, we'll address all of that after the game against Washington.
There you
So
go.
after this game, they're going to start talking about it as tomorrow McCarthy and the players do the exit interviews for 2 days. The Joneses will be deciding all of that. That's a quote from
Well, there
Stephen
you
Jones.
go.
But we know that Jerry Jones said there's no time frame. There is a time frame. If you want to extend McCarthy exclusively, have that ability to just talk to him.
Yeah, and
And
it
that's a
is
week.
T minus 7 days starting tomorrow.
Yep. So
So thank you very much, by the way, Mr. Luna.
there
Real
you
quick,
go.
as Trey Lance goes back for a little
Goes to
pass to
Tolbert
Tolbert.
and gets a
Does he get the first? I think they're going to
no.
mark him short.
It's the 3rd and 1, but the point is he's hit Tolbert twice. He's hit Turpin twice. We're seeing the connection. Hey, and there's Cooper Rush waiting to maybe play another 2% of the gameplay.
No,
I'll tell you that.
and I
I
was
know.
going to say, I think we've been
We'll talk
given the
about
same
that.
info. But John Luna said
John
this
Luna.
donation is for my boy LT. If you look up the definition of micromanager, you would see Jerry Jones's picture.
Yeah, micromanager,
Mm.
82 years old for 30 years of micromanaging a losing team. A
Yeah,
team that hasn't got
so
to the conference championship in 29,
Charles
now
Brown, hopefully that
29
answered your
years.
question there. His contract
Well,
expires 1 week
right.
after the end of the season.
Hey, Lipke with a first down,
Hey,
pounding through there. That's his biggest gain
nice.
of his career, I
I
think. It was
like
about 8
that.
yards running over people on a 3rd and short first down. Trey Lance is 5 for 7 for 84 yards, by the way. And the question earlier about the coach, I would have preferred Bill Belichick because he's the one that's friends. They could get in the ear of the Joneses while right now they running the show. That would have been our best chance. But really, there's no coach out there. It really makes a difference to me at this point. They're all going to be puppets to the Joneses. All of them. Every single
Yeah.
one of them. Mike Vrabel's a name out there. Puppet. It's going to be a puppet. Even though I've heard a lot of owners hate the fact that he's
Well,
doesn't
yeah.
take shit from the owners.
A weird
So,
little
yeah, a
attempt at
a
a
double
reverse
reverse.
that did not
Brandon
work at all.
Cooks. Cowboys were figured out. You know who figured it out? Dorrance Armstrong, former Cowboy. So, you know how that goes. So
So
anyway,
no surprises there. So, like I said, Jerry Jones pregame said, as far as making an evaluation on the head coach position, he said, I use a lot of input from key people that are associated with the team, players. I use former coaches. I use input from really interested fans. I get it all.
really, that's the way you do it.
Like,
Interested
who counts
fans.
as a really interested fan? Because please,
We are. He don't listen to
Mm,
us. So
I
that's his thoughts
wish.
on that's his
So
final
yeah.
thoughts.
So as far as like what he uses to evaluate it,
Turpin as a running back, and here he gets a little burst. He gets about 5 yards, bouncing out of there, squirting out there. He
mm,
almost broke that as we end the first quarter. The Cowboys up 3-0, and a little mini drive going on here for the Cowboys.
hey,
Any, any,
there's a few key players that will be here next year. that are still showing some heart, some promise. Although,
still giving the effort here. Hopefully, knock on wood, no injuries. That's all
hey,
I
this
care
is
about.
technically I want to say a useless game, but they could be doing nothing.
It bounces it off of next year is what we're doing here. What was
So
anything
another
else on?
Jerryism, by the way, he
Oh.
said the hay is not in the barn when it comes to evaluating Trey Lance.
Oh, okay. Well, you need to tell me the switch up there, but because I have McCarthy's picture up there. But yes, Jerry Jones talking his rubbish. Yeah, his Jerryisms, the
Yeah.
hay, yeah, whatever. Well, we're evaluating him now. Let me stay on that Trey Lance for a minute because
Yeah,
we're on
that's
commercial.
the bigger things that I had to touch
Okay.
on. Of course, if you listen to what people are saying as far as what the players want, as far as bringing back Mike McCarthy and all that coaching stuff,
Yeah.
you know, players apparently like him. You know, and McCarthy had lots of great things to say as far as Trey Lance starting today. So,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
want to say something. I don't know if you have any of that stuff, but McCarthy talking about Trey Lance starting today.
I do have just one comment, but that was all.
What was the comment you had on him?
He said that he's been doing all the right things and Trey's had a really good year. He prepares every week to be a starter and he's definitely more comfortable in the offense.
So we heard that from McCarthy. Now we heard this kind of almost, I would say breaking, but it was unknown who was going to start until earlier today. So my thing is Cooper Rush, the writing was on the wall earlier in the week. Cooper Rush was asked about reaching incentives. Cooper Rush, he earned $250,000 in the incentives by
Mhm.
playing 45%, at least 45% of the snaps this year, Cooper Rush. So he hit 250,000. If he reaches 55% of playing time, he's supposedly going to earn another $250,000. But this year so far, he's only played in 52.3% of the snaps so far. So when they asked Cooper Rush, are you aware of how close you are to this incentive being hit, another $250,000? And Cooper Rush laughed and said, "Yes, we are aware," as in Cooper Rush and the entire coaching staff and the Joneses. So
Yeah.
they know that money's hanging in the balance and they don't want to pay it. So look, I don't know what the reasoning is, but it seems like it's money. We know they're trying to all of a sudden now. To me, it's almost a waste to play Trey Lance at this point. But the Cowboys decided this week, of course, to start Trey Lance over Cooper Rush, which takes him out of the running. It looks like to get those percentage of snaps to get that extra $250,000 bonus. So what do you have about that?
So on the surface, I know that it looks like, oh man, the Cowboys are
It
being real
does.
assholes.
It does.
But, and again, please, I am not a math person. Don't come at me for this math. But according to people much smarter than
It would
me
not be
who have
attainable.
talked about the math, yeah, he would have to have something like 64 snaps in this game
He would.
to reach that incentive.
There's a good
In
chance that would
order for the
happen.
numbers, oh, Brandon
Great
Cooks,
catch,
is that
but
a
out of
catch?
bounds.
Oh, damn. So,
But that's why it's fourth down. We're punting.
yeah, so I just wanted to throw that out there.
I
That
hear you.
it would be a
But
very
listen,
fantastical
do you
type
know?
of game and snap count
I just
for Cooper Rush to
yeah.
reach that incentive without. Remember, he wants to maybe not hurt himself, stay healthy. Like there's
Listen, $250,000 is worth the injury possible. Listen, here's for Cooper Rush. What I'm trying to say is this. I know that's what you're being told. I don't know who's mentioning these facts of this. I don't know who's the source of that. Is it someone who's sucking up to Jerry Jones? Because to me, as let me watch this punt here. Anger punts this one away, and it's a boomer. Well, it could have been farther back. Oh, it's a fumble, but he was hit. I don't know who hit him. I think it's
they are calling it.
no flag yet.
Wow.
I thought the Cowboys hit him. I think the Cowboys hit a Washington commander that went into the returner, and that's why he fumbled the ball. Cowboys get the ball back. Cowboys running back in the field, and there's Trey Lance. Hey, look who recovered it. C.J. Goodwin having the game of his life here in the first quarter.
Hey, what
Oh,
if
shit.
to quote
It's
unquote
the second quarter
blow
now.
out? So it's okay. So I have the numbers here.
Go ahead.
And it is.
Yep, they did. The Cowboys didn't even block him into him. Great job, the Cowboys ball and special
Oh my
teams.
God! They literally bounced it into. Look
Yeah.
at this. You have to see
Yeah,
this.
you're
No,
very
no, no.
interested.
Watch.
Yeah.
They literally bounced it into C.J. Goodwin's
Well,
arms. Like
yeah, the ball bounced off the ground and it went right into his hands. Perfect timing.
it actually bounced off of a commander's arm.
Yeah.
Actually, it went up off of his arm into C.J.
Well, yeah,
Goodwin.
because he was hit by his own player.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny.
Awesome. Cowboys get lucky, get the ball back, and hey,
Washington's 22.
yeah, almost in the red zone already. Let me change the
So
quarter. Go
to
ahead.
break down the Cooper Rush thing here on quite
what-
the high note.
Because
So
go ahead.
he gets 250,000 for 45% of the snaps
Right,
as far as
right.
bonus, and then an additional 250,000 if he
Right,
gets to the 55%. If Cooper Rush started and played all snaps, and the Cowboys had at least 64 snaps, so I take it back, it wasn't 62, it was 64 snaps. That's the only way for him to reach that 55% mark for the season.
I want to say something to you. That is very attainable, especially now you've seen the Cowboys get more offensive,
I think that
reps.
it doesn't
Oh,
matter
high
what the
snap,
reality
run
is.
to Rico for
Ooh.
about 3 yards.
Let me put it this way. It doesn't matter what the reality is for him to actually attain that incentive. It is a bad look. The news out there is already that this man who basically played the entire season for you guys after your starter went down, like, it's such a small thing that the Joneses would literally be better off paying it out regardless
Yeah,
and being smart and basically saying, like, thank you, Cooper Rush, than it would be to
it'd be
nickel and
great.
dime
It'd be
Cooper
great. It'd be
Rush.
great to pay him his 250, and that's not even hitting the cap. Just here's a gift.
Exactly.
You know.
Because it doesn't matter what he technically
Uh oh,
did or
Trey
didn't
Lance
do.
just got killed.
Ooh.
Man,
Just like
you
Trey
might
Lance
see Cooper
just
Rush in there. But the
literally
thing
got
is, here's the thing you got to
killed.
remember, though, baby. You look at snap counts. Snap counts run between 60 and 70 snaps a game. That's not out of the world, out of this world for Cooper Rush to. Again, you have to throw. A snap don't mean you
I
have to
know.
throw. Snap means you just got to take the snap and hand it off. Cooper Rush, I think, would have made it 250,000. I know you're saying no and the numbers and all that,
Look,
but
I'm not saying no. I'm just saying that
if he played every
when I
snap,
first heard it, I immediately thought, I'm like, oh, that's such a bullshit thing. But hearing what the reality
I
of
know,
that
but
reaching that percentage means, it's like, okay, I can kind of see why they didn't want to risk it, because now they can basically just pay it out to him out of the goodness of their
they
heart.
won't though. That's what I'm going to tell you. They
Hmm,
won't.
okay.
They won't do it. Here's a run on 3rd and 15. We're just going to kick the field goal because Rico hit a
Yeah.
couple yards inside. That's the Trey Lance situation. And the Cooper Rush situation. I think they're doing Cooper Rush wrong. That's my opinion, and I'm going to stick with that. Rico Dowdle, by the way,
I mean, I don't disagree.
officially Rico Dowdle last week became the first undrafted player to officially rush for 1,000 yards in Cowboy team history, baby. How about that? So Rico again doing a great job today as well, adding to that 1,000 yards. He's just the 37th player in NFL history to get 1,000 yards rushing, like a running back in history. 37th in history. But here's another crazy stat. If Rico does not score a touchdown this week, which of course he hasn't yet, he'll be
Yeah.
the third player in history to rush for over 1,000 yards and have less than 2 rushing touchdowns. Only done by Thomas Jones in the Jets in 2007. He had 1,100. Yeah, he had 1,119 rushing yards, only 1 touchdown. And Garrison Hurst with Arizona, 95. He had 1,070 rushing yards, only 1 rushing touchdown. Rico Dowdle has over 1,000 yards and currently only has 1 rushing touchdown. And usually because he used the bigger guy inside. And there's no Zeke now. So it's going to be Rico if he scores. But if he don't score a touchdown, Rico Dowdle running the ball, be only the third guy in history to ever have those numbers. By the way, we're going to go back on defense here shortly. It was a penalty. They're looking at the field goal, which we made by this guy, Aubrey, 2 for 2. But there's a flag. It looks like we may be taking it. Micah Parsons, by the way, since week 10, he's back from injury. He had a 90.8 pass rushing grade. That is third best since then. He's had 10 sacks, I think 2 more in this game.
Yeah.
That is number 1 in the NFL, although Hendrickson yesterday against with Cincinnati against Pittsburgh had a couple sacks himself. But he has 10 sacks already. That is first since week 10. And again, if you add the other 2 from today, it's probably first still since week 10. He also had 45 total pressures, which is also number 1, first in the league since week 10. If Micah Parsons didn't miss 4 games with injury, he's probably the favorite to win Defensive Player of the Year. Think about that.
Hmm.
Now they did hit him late. Deron Payne hit Aubrey late. It looks like the penalty is going to be a first down Cowboys. Deron Payne got pissy, shoved Brandon Aubrey, or ran into him. The Cowboys pointed, flags went flying. That is that roughing into the kicker or running into it?
I think that's what they are discussing now.
Roughing is a first down. Running is 5 yards. That's what the Cowboys are discussing to take or not. Sounds like it's running into the kicker because I hear booing. And it's still 6 points on the board, so it's not taking it off. Let's see.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Because then here's the key.
Because
was
the penalty happened after the kick was successful?
Yeah, basically it wasn't roughing the kicker or running into the kicker because it was a personal foul. He literally looked at him and shoved him. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like part of the rush. If you're trying to rush and ran into him, that's running or roughing the kicker. If you ran into him, but pushing on purpose, that's a personal foul.
Okay.
Now it happened after the play, so that's why it happens after. The Cowboys could go for 2. I'm sorry, go for 2. The Cowboys could have, taken the penalty. And I'm trying to think like the penalty is basically taken now. What is it now at the kickoff?
Mhm.
So now with Cowboys will basically this will be. I would personally go for an outside kick. Why not? But because you're getting the ball, you're kicking the ball off at the 50-yard line now. This is gonna be a touchback to the 30 for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So it's actually hurts the Cowboys to me because you have to. or pooch it up in the air so it falls to that 0 to 20 yard zone. We need to get that ball in that zone when you're starting so far up, in my opinion. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens how the Cowboys handle this.
Oh.
Should be interesting. Let me change the score. It's 6-0
Go ahead. It just the
Cowboys.
chat's cracking me up here. So, first of all, Unknown just said, sounds to me like Rush got a shitty contract in the first place.
Oh yeah, well he's got $2.5 million.
What kind of negotiating power do you think Cooper Rush really had? It was a
Nothing.
take it or leave it type
Not
of deal.
much, not
So
much.
I talked to Sully, said, sorry, but with a 30-year drought of not even getting to an NFC conference game, Talk to Sully does not care about any player's personal stats. Stats are for players getting money. Fans care about wins.
100%
LT
agree.
said, please, Lord, give us Washington in first.
Philly wants the shitty Commanders.
Oh, and James Hurst said Jerry's counting his pennies, so he benched Rush.
I'm telling you, Jerry Jones
Oh.
is a sick person. By the way, we do have it's 420. We have
Oh,
we
there you
have we have 4 out of our 20 goals met so far for this stream so far. And hey, they've all brought to you by the man John Luna. Big shout outs to him. Also, Skeptical Fan dropped a little love earlier, but John Luna's fully loaded. He's also got the leader right now in the gifting board with 1, and I mean he's just taken over the whole thing. So big shout out to the man John Lewis since the beginning of the season. So now I don't know if it's good or bad luck, but we appreciate him no matter what. So big shout outs to the man right there, John Luna, and also big shout out. He won a jersey. Also big shout outs to Pat Pfeiffer, who's the Cash App Queen. The only other name different here on the board the last 2 weeks. And really the last I guess the last 2-3 weeks, it's been John Luna and Pat Pfeiffer. But early in the lead, it is Pat Pfeiffer from last week's car ride stream. She is also in the lead for the crownage. Another streak continuing. If both sides, John Luna holds down his 3, and Pat Pfeiffer holds down hers. So
now, one comment that was made a little while back, but made me laugh a lot. I didn't want to interrupt you while you were talking, but LT said, I tried the After Dark channel, man. I had to clutch my pearls.
Yeah, it can get crazy over there, LT. You gotta, that's a place. It's a very, it's true.
Another
Freedom
flag,
is,
by the way.
Another flag. Well, the Cowboys just fucked up that. Again, this is exactly what I said would be the problem. The Cowboys tried to aim it into a certain spot, kicked it out of bounds. So they get out of the 40 now. Or 35, I guess. I don't know. The Cowboys tried to do a trick. It was an onside kick, basically. What the fuck was that?
It bonked the cheerleader in
I
the
know.
head.
I'm not sure. Yeah, there she is. I'm not sure what happened though. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, what's the play? Like, the kick went out of bounds. Like, he just kicked it right out of bounds, Aubrey. I don't know what. I said, get ready for something, but I didn't think that would be what we see.
Yeah. Again, I didn't think bonking a cheerleader in the head was what was going to happen.
So we got the 25. Oh, the 25. How did it get to the 25? That's interesting.
Because of the penalty, maybe?
No. Okay, maybe. Okay, that's what you might be right. Yeah.
Just saying, because remember, it said penalty will be enforced after kickoff.
Well, after kickoff. Usually they're done before kickoff. Okay, all right, then that changes everything there. That's
or maybe I misinterpreted that,
No.
but based on what I'm seeing here,
Yeah, you're
that
right.
that was what happened there. It should have been in the 40,
Well,
but the penalty saved
right,
it.
they just said that. They said it after kickoff, which is usually doesn't happen that way. The thing that's crazy, that is now I understand why the Cowboys tried something. Because you can take the penalty and
It basically put them on the 25.
Right. Instead of it would have been basically the 20, I guess it would have been the 15 if we
I
just
guess
kicked it out of the end zone.
they were trying to get it sounds like inside the 20 so that the 15 yards would basically put them almost in their end zone.
Yeah, but they took a chance. I don't know. It was a horrible kick. Try that again.
I guess it was worth trying, but thank you, Mr. Luna. Shout out your comment here right after this play.
No gain. Great stop on the run, man. Cowboys are really shutting down that run game.
Cowboys have a lot of energy in this game. I wasn't
Robinson
expecting.
getting stopped
Mr.
out.
Luna said, put this one down for Unknown Ninja. Get out of my head, Mr. MCF. I just checked where y'all were at for the bullseye goal. This should put us on track. So thank you so much.
Yeah, we're
Mr.
actually
Luna.
Oh, by the way, Panthers. We need the Falcons to win.
We do.
Panthers are winning 10-3 over the Falcons.
And LT, yes, our plan for now is to do some NFC East games as far as live streaming in the postseason.
We're gonna touch base probably once a week at least during this off season with a reaction to a game or the end of one, the beginning of another one, something like that.
Yeah.
But stay tuned. We'll have some fun with it. I'm sure you're gonna love to hear what we're gonna say about your Eagles. Another sack. Micah
again,
involved
with the help.
Leofau, I love the extra fucking abuse he gives. Leofau is an abuser. I love it. An abuser on the football field. Let me clarify that.
I'm like, maybe that came out a little bit.
Leofau, I think I called him right from the moment we drafted him. I've called him. Everything I wanted to see from Luafau, I've seen from him, and he's had to play more, and he's played more and done great.
I know.
Luafau is
I
a
admit that it took me a little more to come
yeah.
around because I initially did judge him by his early draft pick.
Yeah,
right.
too early, but I think it's gonna be okay. Oh, great catch out
man.
of
You
out of
know he
bounds.
dropped it, but
Pride was in coverage. The guy who number 32 we brought up from the practice squad. Big shout outs again to John Luna. Thank you, sir. And yes, we are now 5 out of the 20 on there, 15 away from hitting the bullseye. And right now, what was the last name he gave it to?
Ninja.
Oh yeah, I got him. I got all 5 in there. So big shout out to him. At halftime, stay tuned because all these goals you're seeing here, this will be for next month, but you're going to see the December month of goals that were hit mainly by this guy John Luna, Eddie Pulido, and a couple others.
Yeah.
It really helped it out, and a lot of names in this. They're going to get a chance to get in the big raffle for the sewn and stitched jersey. So get almost a block by Golston. They punted a fair catch by Turpin.
Hey.
He got hit there. There's got to be a call there.
They're really not calling it.
It's funny because Andrew Booth did not block him into Turpin.
And he got hurt.
Turpin's hurt. Turpin was limp. It was basically I don't see the replay, but I don't. What they're saying is that he was blocked into him, into Turpin, the Washington guy. I think the Cowboy guy went by Turpin, and then the Washington guy went into Turpin. That's what it looked like to me. But maybe I'm blind. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I can technically go back and then hit live if you want.
Nah, it's all right. Don't worry. It's not that big.
I'll probably show the replay, but still.
Not enough of a big deal at this point. If it meant the season for us, all right, go back and
LT, if you happen to be the lucky winner, I'm sure we can make that happen.
He wants what? An Eagle jersey?
No, he wants a Sohan Sasa 2K jersey.
What? No, what?
Oh, Saquon. Oh, you mean a Saquon?
Yeah, ain't none of that shit.
I thought it was, for some reason I'm thinking like some basketball player I haven't heard of.
You get Saquon Barkley with the Eagles. We have that one, but yeah, I'm gonna burn it first. No, I'm just joking. Look, first of all, the win.
The little singe marks are free.
You got to remember. I want to clarify this. So we'll clarify it again for the raffle. This raffle is not for a jersey. The one we're going to do now today. The raffle we're going to do today is from all the December month of December goal. And people that hit the goal. Go ahead, baby.
Yeah, it's okay. I think I can maybe do it a little bit better. So you see how Mr. Luna, keeps adding those donations to that goal. So every time we actually hit that goal,
which is 20,
everybody who contributed to it, or like how Mr. Luna says, "Oh, put this one down for this person."
Right.
So all those people, all those names, that's the raffle we're doing now. So every time we hit the goal, all of those names get added to the list.
For that month. For that month.
4 names are going to be drawn total from all of those names that got entered. So obviously there's some people with more entries than others.
Right. And again, I want to clarify that those 4 names now, with jerseys, no. Those 4 names get put into our monthly jersey raffle. As you know, I know that the LT does know our monthly jersey raffle. And it's right here. It was star and over everything level members. Star level automatically gets 1 entry. Over everything gets 2 entries. The weekly winners we added into that, which has right now been John Luna the whole month of December. So when we do the January, in a couple of days or next week, when we do this January raffle for this one jersey, not only will the star level and over everything level people be in it, but also the weekly winners will be in it, which is John Luna adding to that. And then you also have in this raffle the 4 people we're going to pick today into this raffle. That's why those 4 winners. What do they get? The winning that you get from being one of the 4 raffle winners from today's raffle will be the 4 winners will get put into this raffle. And then there'll be 1 picked out of that group of like maybe 10 people, 10 names. Not even people, because some of them are repeated. So probably 10 entries total. And one of those 10 are going to win one of these Sony Stitch jerseys. Of course, it could be any sport, any of the 4 major sports, and pretty much any team, of any player that we have available in any size and style. There you go. There it is. I think we did a good job double teaming that. 2nd and 2 for the Cowboys. Trey Lance, shotgun here at the quarterback spot. And yes, if anybody does drop a goal, let's say LT drops his own, and that goes another one goes to him if that goal is reached, which we usually do reach that goal when John Luna's in the house. But it'd be nice if people help out John Luna, and get us to that goal, not just John Luna hitting it every single time. But we do appreciate everybody who's partakes in it, whether you hit the goal or not. Thank you guys for just watching, supporting, hitting that like, subscribing, the notification bell. After Dark's a whole different thing. That's why I don't advertise it. That's a whole different world with no football and everything else. So, it's a lot of insanities going on there. And that's only if you're up like with insomnia like I am.
Yeah, that also as well. If that's what you'd rather have, he said, I don't even want a jersey. I'd rather have an MCF.
You get to choose which if you
That
want.
is
That is
a
definitely an
man,
option if you
false start
want.
on us.
We'll get you MCF shirt, man. That's for sure. Again, we have John Luna won from
He
that
got his Houston Astros
Houston
jersey.
Astro baseball jersey. Fucking
Sully
beautiful.
said it, don't take a current player, always take a legendary
Yeah,
player.
exactly. They can't trade those guys. They can't trade Emmitt Smith anymore. That's it. He's there for history.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Troy Aikman, legacy
yeah.
cemented. You're
Yeah,
safe
yeah.
there.
Michael Irvin, playmaker, Roger Staubach, Tony Dorsett. All these names you're hearing me say are jerseys I own. So I know the feeling. I understand. I do get a new one here and there, of course. We get some of them. Well, this was bought for
Maybe
us.
a fedora if you'd rather do the Tom Landry thing.
Yeah, you go fedora it out. We got trips. Well, we got doubles on the right, under center, no time left. Looks like delay a game or timeout. Which one was done first? Now it's called timeout.
Wow.
So no
So
flag.
they got the timeout
No
in
flag.
time, but ouch.
Still first and 15 though.
2 penalties back to back there almost.
Yeah. And it would have been first and 20. That would have been horrible. No drops in the Cash App yet, so Pat Pfeiffer still in the lead on that one. And no drops in the PayPal. So also Pat Pfeiffer in the lead right now on that. As tonight after this game, we will crown champions. At halftime, we're gonna do the December, goal the month of December goal raffle.
Yes.
And we'll have 4 names that are gonna be put into the main raffle here. Very soon. I can't find out who they are.
Oh, and yeah, that's definitely one way to say it, LT. He said after dark is the after dark web.
I guess you could say it that way. There's a lot of different. Listen, we do freedom of speech there, and there's some things I hate hearing, but I have to hold back and I have to like let the freedom of speech thing work. But it just to me, it's more about exposing what people really think, and you get to know where you stand with some people like that are fucking backwards in thinking. And then again, there's a lot of like-minded people. There's a lot, get a lot of people with a lot of different views, and that's why freedom of speech, freedom of viewpoints. Also, freedom of consequence to your freedom of speech. So, hey, I like to
Zach
always.
looks like he's being held hostage.
He does. I always like to make sure I apply consequences to people's, negative free speech, if you want to call it that. But yes, Dak is up in the booth. He's been doing this since what, maybe 4 or 5 weeks since basically his injury, right? He's been back in that thing
I
of
think he
Thanksgiving.
maybe missed like the first
couple.
like just like right after he had the surgery.
Right.
I think he missed that week, but
He was
other
back
than
on
that,
crutches. He was back in the booth up top.
Yeah.
Overthrow by Trey Lance.
Damn, and that would have been nice. Was that Turpin?
Turpin was in the mix in that
It's
soft.
good to see that he isn't like
He's not
seriously
majorly
hurt or
hurt.
anything.
But he was in the soft zone area. It was a bad pass for Trey Lance, as you expect. Trey Lance is not going to be great, but right now
Sucks that they never showed the replay for that.
I know. Oh, it was bad. But at least the good thing about Trey Lance, the thing is that we're not. He's not doing anything yet that's killing. He's actually looking like maybe a team might want to pick him up right now. So if you look at that, he might actually be like somebody will take a chance on a $2-3 million deal with him.
So
Cowboys also may want to take a couple $1 million and pay Trey Lance to make Jerry Jones feel like I made a great move, guys. They'll be surprised. Trey Lance going out there. He's mobile. Rolls to the right. I like his mobility. He slings it down the field. Deep. Turpin, but out of bounds. Incomplete. 3rd and 18 is 4th and 18, and we are punting the ball with 7 minutes and 51 seconds left till halftime.
Yeah.
Big shout outs to this guy right there. Not you, baby. This guy right there, John Luna, who dropped that $5 holler. What do you have to say as he adds another one to the gold board? That's 6 out of 20.
He said
14 away.
James Hurd, this is for you.
James Hurd.
We have 19 people watching, but only 12 likes. Please hit that like button. That way, My Cowboys family will get some YouTube support. So and especially, unfortunately, on a season where the Cowboys don't have any post-season situations going on,
it gets
a
low.
lot of people tend to spend their Sundays a little bit differently on.
When the Cowboys have a bad year, again, and that goes for any team, to make the tackle, they get back to the 43-yard line. After the punt.
Shout out to all the real fans and the other fans who are here chilling, hanging with us.
Listen, we were used to this. We've had a couple of seasons where Cowboys were out the last couple of weeks. It hasn't been. I don't think we had a season. Well, I guess the COVID year was pretty bad, but those years, we had 20 people watching these. But
that one was a little different because, like you said, we knew it very, very early into the season.
This one too. This is pretty early
too.
This
one had a little bit more of a seesawing until Dak got hurt, and remember that happened halfway into the season.
I know. It just felt like as soon as we lost Dak, we really were having a bad season. Anyways, it's like it's over. And even if we had a couple streaks here, streak 4 out of 5 or whatever it was. Reality is that we really knew the season was done, and what would we do
Yeah.
in the playoffs without half our starters? So we knew it was kind of over. That's the thing. A lot of but it doesn't matter if it's over or not. I like to examine my team. I mean, we do preseason here. We do everything. So when it's our Cowboys, I mean, we are diehard loyal fans to the
Yeah.
end. And unfortunately, like most teams, fans, when they do bad, you lose most of the watchers of those teams. And it's worse with the Cowboys because guess what? Cowboy fans is a lot more. So there's a lot more flim flam
Yeah.
fans that
And
just
skeptical fans, shout out to you. He said it. Dak wasn't exactly himself this
exactly.
season.
That's what I'm
So
trying to.
that's,
This season was
yeah,
done.
it started off bad. The
You know
only
why?
really
Because Jerry Jones never made
okay-ish
any
game we had
moves.
was week 1 against Cleveland.
Jerry Jones didn't make any moves in the offseason. That's the reason. That's the reason that we had
Well,
this kind of year
they're
and
not really
expected this
planning
kind of
on
year.
making too many. So our draft position now is going to matter a lot. And the guys that we're seeing play right now that will be back next year, that matters a lot too.
I
That's why we
agree.
get excited when we see guys like Lou Fowl, because regardless of whatever front office shenanigans are happening, he's still out there
Right.
playing hard.
And we're looking forward to him, seeing him grow. And under, here's the thing: the first year as a rookie, especially for like, it's best for linemen and defensive linemen, offensive linemen, but you don't get that body of the NFL player until a full off season of the off season work training workout,
Yeah.
and so this basically happens after the season ends till. I'd say until after the draft, till the OTAs start
Yeah.
happening. So during that time, again, the drafted players do not get those 4 months of work, NFL quality, top elite level work, which puts on the right weight, the right way, the weight, the muscle.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is that you see linemen usually show it the most, but Louis Fowl is a guy you'll see grow
Well, I'm
into a
actually
bigger,
going to say
stronger player
that
next
this is
year.
where one of those unfortunate things, it's like in this darkness, this is one of the things that
Right.
shined. With Overshone getting hurt again,
It's one of
and
the
with him
darknesses.
coming back from his previous injury,
Mm.
it meant that Liu Fao got the type of snaps that he normally wouldn't have seen
Right.
just yet.
He
So
had
he
many
got
more
some
this year.
serious quality starting snaps that let him progress in a way that, we get to reap those results. Now,
Yeah.
fingers crossed that we have everybody back healthy and ready to go as soon as possible this upcoming season.
Yeah. And again, Louis Fowl
But it's just nice to
getting
see
the
his
extras,
progression.
getting the extra snaps. Not like he's playing. He's playing still on a defense that's still missing DeMarcus Lawrence. We haven't talked about him. We haven't bothered with him anymore. But we don't have our full defense yet.
Oh,
Sam Williams missing all that stuff. Gets out of the.
Oh.
Oh man, double team this. Should not have thrown that to him. As another guy was wide open. If I was Jaden Daniels, I would have thrown it to the other guy. He scores into the double team, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. It's a 3rd and 10, or 2nd and 10. So Louis Fowl is going to be because of the extra snaps. He's already got a head start. He's going to get the offseason program. He's going to get bigger. He's going to get another. That's a year under his belt of experience. So that means when he comes in playing next year, he's going to, like you said, he's going to have to play a starting role right away because there's no Overshone. We don't know what's going to happen with Kendricks yet. Depending on what happens with coaching with Zimmer. So, but if we keep Zimmer and we keep like Kendricks, good defense there by Jordan Lewis breaking that up at the end. God damn, we almost got burned there. It looked almost like a penalty was going to happen. Great defense there by Jordan Lewis. One of the best slot corners, nickel corners in the league, by the way. But yeah, and I think after you see that from Louis Fowl, you're going to see him again. If you get Kendricks, when you have Zimmer in this defense with Louis Fowl, I don't think we lose much of a step based on this. I don't think we lose much. We get Sam Williams back. You know what I'm saying? I know we can lose some guys, but again, we're gonna keep some of these guys too for cheap. You might see a Donovan Wilson stick around in this
My
Zimmer
question is
defense.
more, do we see guys like Kendrick stick around if it seems like Zimmer will not?
Yes. No. Well, if Zimmer stays, I think that Kendrick stays. There's a blitz up the middle by Micah. He runs. Damn, Jaden Daniels gets the first down. Fuck.
My point is that I don't think Zimmer stays.
Well, and I want to bring that up. Let me bring up that comment right now since our Zimmer defense broke down.
By the way, Jordan Love is apparently hurt, according to LT. So hopefully he's okay there. And Ninja, exactly. It is what it is. When we're losing, Cowboy fans all of a sudden, nowhere to be seen. And when we're winning, Cowboy fans everywhere to be seen.
Yeah.
But
we're always seen.
It is, we're always seen. But I do understand the fans that just feel like they can't show up and show out for a losing
there's
team.
a big play here. 1st and 10, touchdown.
Wow.
He drops it.
Oh my God.
They dropped it.
That was stupid.
Wide open touchdown. dropped in the end zone to
That was
the
actually a pretty
Cowboy.
solid pass, all
It
things
was a great
considered.
all around play. It was a great the way they played that off was great. It was
Sorry.
just a great all around play. Jane Daniels. I mean, look at this. There's a great movement here. Look at this. It wasn't even Jane Daniels throwing the ball. It was the number 2.
Jeez, that's why I said that was a great pass,
Oh,
actually. Okay, who was that receiver that fucked it up?
I don't know. Number
He should have caught that.
14,
He should have caught that. Zachary?
Zacharias.
Yeah.
Zacharias. I mean,
Oh.
that's a embarrassment right there. That's a touchdown
Especially
and a
on a
half.
very clever and well executed play, except for
Right,
you. Like, you're the
they're
one who
trying to stay
fucked
as
up
that
there.
6 seed. Here's the guy who just threw it, runs it on out. The Cowboys, he gets about 8 yards on second down, 3rd and 2. Now I want to talk about Zimmer. Ooh, sorry, I'm having the hiccups. I want to talk about Zimmer for a second. So Zimmer had his press conference,
Okay.
the last press conference of the season. He walked off the podium holding back tears, explaining why his son Adam, who passed away in 2022, was a big reason why he came back this year to coach. He said he had, quote, no feelings really about his contract status. He said that, quote, someone has to want you in order for him to return in 2025.
Hmm.
And he also said that he wished he had done things his way early in the season, and he calls it the biggest regret of this season, of this year. The Cowboys just tearing up this player here, number 2. I mean, they got the ball in number 2's hands 3 times in a row. Try to get that first down on 3rd and 2, pushed backwards, stopped them. 4th now on a receiver screen. Kwame Brown, is that his name? Dami Brown, not having it. Hooker, Jordan Lewis, Leo Fowl, dragging them, pulling them, punching them, throwing them back yards farther back. 4th down and 3. Are they kicking that field goal? 4-3? Yeah, they are setting up.
Banged up, maybe?
They're Zane Gonzalez, number 47, a kicker. It's like we're back in college here. Uh, they're going to try to hit this field goal. Let me get it should be easy. This is a 47-yarder. Should make it. But you never know. He knocks it there.
Great effort there to block it, though. Now, real quick, I did want to hit up a few comments here. So, John Luna said, just curious. Do the Cowboys compare to other teams as far as injuries? If they're above what would be the average per, then maybe all their visitors watching, train may have something to do with
But
it.
we definitely have averaged, us and the Niners have averaged probably the most in injuries this year, it feels like. And you can see where the Niners and the Cowboys
But
are this
before
year.
this, we actually were on a pretty solid streak of having less injured players than average
Yeah,
as far as
yeah.
like numbers wise. Now, that doesn't mean that we weren't losing maybe critical players.
Well, we had our
Saying that
ACL injuries last year, all of them, in the same knee.
I
But
know,
yeah,
but honestly, guess what happened? After that kind of stretch,
yeah, we didn't have
we
much more.
didn't really have too many more injuries. The previous years before that, we actually had again. No, actually, we don't need to
Lesser.
knock on wood. Those are previous
Yeah.
injuries. But
It
yeah,
was
we had
lesser,
a
yeah.
solid few
But this
years
year we
of
got hit
having.
hard.
Yeah, this
This year we
year
got hurt.
was definitely an extremely
Still,
hard
though, even
injury
before the
season.
injuries, there was still an issue with this team because we didn't fill in the spots that we lost players in. In the offseason, that's the front office. I've been saying that since the beginning of
Yeah,
this, since March. The Cowboys didn't do shit, and this is going to bite them back in the ass. And it literally did. It's when you add injuries, it becomes that much worse,
yeah.
right? So I want to finish, though, what Zimmer was saying. Because Zimmer, it was interesting because you were asking, well, Zimmer, you're already assuming he's gone. I don't think so. I don't
Oh,
think he's gone at all. In fact, I think that McCarthy, I'm going to be honest, guy, I think McCarthy's going to be back.
okay.
And because Jerry Jones, not because I want him, Jerry Jones wants him back. We're turning a little bit into a lesser, not a 10-year of Garrett, maybe a 7 years of Garrett, or
Okay.
in this way, aka McCarthy. But Zimmer, if McCarthy comes back, I guarantee you Zimmer's back.
Okay.
And the
Hey,
reason is, well, I'm going to say
go
this.
ahead.
This is what he said. He wished he had done things his way earlier this year. That's his biggest regret this season when it comes to coaching the Cowboy defense. Here's what he said, quote, I wish that when I came in, I did everything that the way I wanted it done. That was probably the struggles at the beginning that we had on defense. I was just doing things that I was uncomfortable with. So I had to do what I had to do. I've said it to some of the coaches on staff. You come in here and already it was a good situation with the defense. The defense was good last year, right? So I come in, I don't want to really rock the boat. I wasn't really as tough as I typically am. I probably wasn't as hard-headed about how I do things, is the best way I can say it. And that's what I regret the most. So again, the hard-headedness, the stubborn, the fact
Yeah.
that maybe didn't want to touch the defense. That's obviously what he's saying to us. I think a lot of that also to do with the fact that other than Eric Kendricks, which was barely even tempted to get for him, the Cowboys really did nothing else except through the draft to get Nealon, to get legal foul.
Yeah.
But that was more a Jerry Jones, McClay kind of thing. It wasn't really a Zimmer saying, I'm not gonna rock. He's like, I'm not gonna rock the boat. He just said it. So it sounded like Jerry Jones got him players and Kendricks, like 2 drafted players and Kendricks. That's all we got this guy right here. So yeah, he literally said that he didn't do the things he wanted, the way he wanted to. I think some of that was stopped by the Joneses,
Yeah.
not because the Joneses hate him, because the Joneses don't spend money on anyone for anybody. So I think those are the things. I think that he literally said, I had to work with what I had. Right? So these things are telling me you lost Armstrong and Fowler, you lost a couple other guys, you lost you lost guys that you never replaced.
Yeah.
So then Zimmer had to make do what he had. I think a lot of that has to do with the Jerry Jones. He has to want Zimmer to have Zimmer come back. He has to be wanted. And I think Zimmer also is not liking the way he was given very little to work
Yeah.
with at the beginning of the
Seabass, what's
year.
up?
Yeah.
Much love.
Seabass in
So
the house. Much love.
doing as good as we can be on the
Yeah.
last day of the
Of the season.
season.
We will
for our
definitely be having
Cowboys.
another stream, and I think the next stream we have will be. Hopefully, we get Seabass up on here. I think we got one more. I want to give him. I want to hear his wrap up of the year. Let me hear the wrap up of the Seabass thoughts on this
Yeah, I
Cowboy
wish the
team.
Cowboys had done more worth talking about.
Yeah, well, we definitely have a lot to talk negatively about them. By the way, but DeMarvin Overshown,
Yeah.
that we love and all that stuff, and he's on. Right now, he's hoping that he can get back sometime next year for next
Ready for a
season.
first down there. Way to go,
Yeah,
Cowboys.
Rico Dowdle getting that first. After all that about Zimmer, DeMarvin Overshown posted on Twitter, "quote We want him," retweeting the Zimmer quotes and
Nice.
stuff. So the defense loves him. The defense wants him. They see his true way towards more to the end of the season. His tough, hard nosed coaching came out more there,
Okay.
and the Cowboy injuries also. We were getting back most of our players back. You see the defense ran a lot better
So,
with
question
Zimmer,
for you then, because if it's
even if he had some bad games too this year, though.
true that McCarthy is also really nice way to
First
go, Trey
down.
Lance. A solid first down there to Mingo
Yeah,
for like 14
another guy we
yards.
gave away a 4th-round pick for. That has been
A
nothing.
lot of 4th rounds on this field right now.
Yeah.
Um,
4th-round pick that we traded for Trey Lance to another 4th-round pick we traded for and Jonathan Mingo.
Man, what was I? Oh yeah, so the coaching thing. So basically, if we're seeing players like really ride hard for Zimmer when it comes to defense and saying like, no, we love him, we want him back. And
Micah said the
internally,
same
that's
thing.
what we've heard.
Yep.
And externally, that's what we've heard. And internally and externally, we've heard the same things about McCarthy. Right?
Sounds like Jerry Jones
Like
going to
what
keep both
does that?
guys.
I'm just saying, if you're
Yep.
talking
Ooh,
about
quick pass, 6 yards on
they
first
gotta
down, 5
stare,
yards
though.
on
If you're
first
talking
down.
about Jerry's more recent comments where he said he's gonna take everyone into consideration, at the end he's gonna do what he wants. But if he's gonna go listen to what the players are saying, what the media is saying, what the locker room is saying, what
Micah
whatever.
said about
So
Zimmer, what
it sounds
Overshown
like
said
at
about
least the
Zimmer.
locker room is standing behind their coaches in this moment.
Yeah.
What that actually means in reality, we'll have to see. But I have to be honest, I'm really surprised. But the way that this team is playing, it does kind of back up those affirmations, right? Like the team has sucked and has had its moments. But it does seem like they have been riding
Well,
hard
it seems like
for their coaches.
it seems
as we
like
hit
when
the
Dak
2-minute warning
and same
here.
thing. Dak has also said that too. 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
We're going to do that at our raffle soon. But even with all that stuff, it's like they riding for their coaches. I understand that, but it also feels like they know that McCarthy wasn't given the fair chance. It also feels like
I know.
McCarthy's like their kind of friend coach.
And I'm not
I'm
taking
not
away the fact that they have
loving that
personal
either.
things to play for, right?
Yeah.
Like money incentives, like future teams, like all these factors. I'm not taking that away. So
All right. Just wanna. By the way, I do want to give an update here. We still at 6, so we're at 2-minute warning here. So we're a little behind. Usually we're at 10 by halftime, right? But we're at 6 right now. It's all good. Somebody else? Anybody want to help the goal being hit? Because we're about to do the raffle for all those names of John Luna and others. I gotta say, others also dropped in there, and like Cowboys Abroad, I think once. I know a bunch of times Eddie Pulido and others. Cat 52 also put himself in there a couple times. So a lot of people are gonna have chances to get their name pulled from this hat and get into the big raffle for one of these Sewn and Stitch jerseys. Probably doing it next week when we're probably going to do that jersey raffle. Maybe even do a playoff game and maybe have Seabass come in here and break down the season for his thoughts on the season. So big shout out to John Luna right now. He got 100 full points on that stream boss. He's the gifting champion, also the gifting leader. He's also the overall sponsor of the week, and also the overall leader right now, Domination. Well, again, I knew this little break here because we have Pat Pfeiffer. We've had Cash App, not Kings, Queens for a month and a half on here. And even though Mary Alvarez is in the mix, Pat Pfeiffer's the one running things here.
Mm.
She is the Cash App Queen 3 of the last 4 weeks and trying to go for another one here, 3 weeks in a row. We'll see what happens. She's in the lead right now, I think with 5. No, with 20. I don't know, 5 or 20. I'm not sure. And then we have, of course, John Luna currently leading the overall. He also has 1 gifted membership, only 1. So that's still up for grabs. So I want to throw it out there before we hit halftime and do the jersey raffle, which again, only the goal raffle for the jersey, which only gets done if we hit the goal. Which again, today's thing, we're a little behind. That's it.
So, real quick, and LT, shout out to you again. Another one of those surprising OGs that goes all the way back to those early MCF days. So, Queen and King, what's up, Go Cowboys? Ninja said, even when Dallas is playoff bound, you can tell that they aren't going anywhere. So, because Kenzie Band said, I don't care what nobody says. I don't care if the Commanders can still win this game. No playoff team should be playing like this against a team that's not that good. Like, basically, it doesn't matter if they're playing all their backups. The fact that this is how Washington is playing, and by the way, they're not playing their backups, they're playing their starters.
Yeah, it's not looking, there's
We'll
not
have
much.
hiccups, too.
I know we both get hiccups. It's not very good for them, for Washington.
Hiccups aren't contagious.
There you go. I mean, Tolbert had the ball in his hand, but good defense by Washington. Number 0 knocked it out. Trey Lance trying to get that ball there. Would have been a first down, a little high on the pass. It was in his hands. This is great defense, number 0 by Washington. But I'll say this. Right now, we're looking at about 50-something yard field goal on 3rd and 6 here. If we don't get any, his name is what? Sansaril? So that's to go knock the ball out for Washington. The 3rd and 6 for the Cowboys on Washington's 42. We got Dowdle in motion. Trey Lance running to the left. It's a lot of open field there. If he can get that first down, he does, I think. I think he does. I can't tell. Short.
Yeah.
Short of, I mean, it's just that's not awareness there from Trey Lance. Just put the ball over the line. Like that's what I do is put the ball. But he just ran out. He just walked out of bounds nonchalantly. And then he got shoved out at the end. But he should have put the ball out.
And that's not. And I'm sorry, but he's been in the NFL long enough that you can't blame it on like college mindset.
You gotta be able to make that first down, Trey Lance.
That's a little ridiculous.
He took it for granted. 113 passing yards, 7 rushing yards, 120 total yards for Trey Lance.
Yeah, and by the way, LT, both of our kids post Rona, both have been pursuing different types of things that we can't really coach them in.
Yeah.
When it comes to the things that they've been
doing. Sport thing, kind of died off a little bit.
Yeah, Little G's sport thing is actually going to the gym and working out with his friends, and Little J.
Band too.
And, band, of course, but.
Little J,
I'm
not as much
sport.
Yeah, Little J, not as much sports. More working her noodle. but she's getting ready for college now, so it's a whole new world coming up here. So preparing differently for that. And there's the cowboy dance, the fan dancers there dressed as footballs with the big hats. We got the big man John Luna with the $5 holler, adding to it. We got 7 out of the 20 goals hit. They're almost at halftime and almost at the halfway mark. Big shout out to the big man, John Luna. Much love. What did he say about what he's going to do?
Some down for Skeptical Fan. And also, if anybody wants to help with that bullseye goal, you click on the bullseye, continue, and then make the $5 drop.
That's it. 5 or higher is
Thank
all
you so much, John Luna, gifting it to Skeptical.
First down Cowboys, by the way, on 4th and 1 with Lipke with the fullback pound. With the fullback, it was just pounding right there, bang up the middle, the whole interior of the line of the Washington.
Yeah,
line
Washington went
backwards. Whoop, man, that was a great blocking goal.
The crappiest 11 and whatever team I think has been in the playoffs in a long time.
Well, the Eagles can't wait to play them. But I will say this: even if the Eagles do play them, rivalry games, division games, always hard. It's always hard. Trey Lance looking at all his options. Goes to Rico Dowdle at the end. Great job in holding those looks. He's holding his progression. Held his progression. Knew he had Rico Dowdle as his emergency valve to the right, and knew based on the fact that everybody was covered, there's a good chance he's going to be wide open. In fact, it was kind of a done on purpose. Where you have Lipke out there, it's kind of like a run play, but to the right. It's a run screen to the right, almost in a way.
Yeah.
And they've used this play before, the Cowboys, with Lipke and Dowdle both kind of blocking for each other in a shifted. It's like a shifted run. It's like a shifted sweep. There's a screen right here. Can he do it? Rico gets back to the line of scrimmage, and he was getting tackled at the back of the field. So, did a good job bouncing out of that one, trying to get himself back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Minute and 5 to go in the half. And Washington uses their first timeout on a 2nd and 10. We have one left, by the way. So it's a quick timeout here. Big shout out to John Luna, man. You're the man. And yes, someone else help him out. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess not. We'll find out what happens here at halftime when it comes to hitting the goal. And as far as the four names, the four lucky people here, and a lot of them. I mean, John Luna deserves to be in there. He's saying his name is hardly in there because he's getting entries for everybody else in
Yeah.
the chat. So this guy, John Luna, is the man. Thank you, sir. And
Showing the love there.
yeah, and we'll get to the halftime raffle here. The four names they're gonna be put into the big raffle. One of these jerseys. Yeah, can't wait to see.
And yeah, Mr. LT, we actually both just mentioned, like, oh, we both need to start hitting the gym again. Oh,
we need to learn
can't
from
have
the
these
kids.
youngins. Yeah, can't have these youngins outdoing
Outdoing
us.
Yeah, well, yeah, we busy schedule for the adults, and we do need some time for the for we getting healthier. But can we make it to the kids get out the house, and then we could really focus on getting healthy.
Oh,
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a great
if we make it that far.
new year. I know it's not been a great start to a new year when it comes to what's going on in the world, what's going on in the country, and the unfortunate situation that happened in New Orleans and Vegas. But hopefully it gets better in 2025. I know for the Cowboys, 2024 wasn't very good. So hopefully 2025 is better when it comes to the football side of things. We'll see. You're seeing here partial ways opponents for Washington, the Rams, who are already benching their guys today. The Buccaneers, who are, by the way, losing to New Orleans, I think. Atlanta did tie Carolina, which means it's good for us. We wanted Atlanta to come back and win that game. It helps our draft pick status. Although we're doing everything we can to win this game.
I mean,
So it kind of
the
blows
way
everything
it's
out.
going, who knows?
I mean, if we win, it kind of kills all the other teams of it's like I told you, it's skeptical fans said, it's choking time again for the Cowboys. You're right. If we win this game, we choked away a couple draft pick spots every
choked
round.
ourselves?
Yeah, we choked again. No, I'm saying choking is when you lose a game, right?
I'm making a joke.
I know we're choking the draft pick away. if we win,
I know, but it's like
it's
again,
like a reverse.
it's like we're choking ourselves.
Yeah, by winning, we're killing
like
we're hurting ourselves. Yeah, it's just to me, it's like Cowboys always lose no matter what. Shockingly,
it's funny.
Trips right.
We've been trying to find
Trips right. Trey Lance going to the corner. Just he had Brandon Cooks wide open.
He did.
It just too much air under that. Too much air under that ball.
So, but those like ninja gyms and like things like that. Like I guess they have one now, kind of in our area. So I didn't know that. Little G is the one who told me about it. So, can you guess why?
Oh, what's going on here? We got 10. We gotta have 15 seconds. The play hasn't even come in yet. Turpin just got in the huddle. Tolbert came out. Turpin came in. Second and goal. 10 seconds to snap the ball. Back on the line real quick. Kind of looks like it's going to be Trips right. It's a run to Dowdle up the middle. He's going to get in the end zone. Does not get in the end zone. Man.
Third and goal.
What did I tell you about the touchdowns, right? The touchdowns when it comes to Rico Dowdle. He needs to get that touchdown and not look so historically bad at touchdowns with getting all those yards. John Luna, historically great here at My Cowboys Family.
We're going to read your comment here right after this play, although we don't.
The throw. Brandon Cooks almost one arms it. Third and goal. Now it's fourth and goal.
What do you do if you're the Cowboys?
You go for it. Why not? I mean,
I don't think he will.
Fourth and goal on the damn 1 yard line.
2. But yeah. Ooh. So John Luna, thank you so much. He said this one is for Seabass. Y'all be at 10 by the start of the dreaded third quarter. And Texans are wearing their old school Oilers jerseys. I actually was going to say that was extremely funny. I love that Tennessee did that, especially again against Houston.
Texans, not Tennessee.
No, the Tennessee's wearing the Houston Oilers jerseys. I think.
Hold on. Trey Lance gets.
Actually, no, you're right. It's Houston that's wearing their Oilers jerseys against Tennessee.
Trey Lance, what? No! Trey Lance had a touchdown and he fucking tried to fucking flick it like an idiot. He had him wide open. He had Rico Dowdle open, and he kind of threw it weird, and he done fucked up. That's Trey Lance's parents. Yeah. Trey Lance fucked up. He got out of a sack. Fourth down and goal. Got out of the sack. Great job here to get out of that sack. But then look, Rico Dowdle wide open. And he just underthrew it. I've never seen an underthrown pass that close. Even from the Dak haters. I've never seen an underthrown pass that badly for somebody that wide open.
Mm.
And he's laughing about it. At least he's helping us with a draft pick.
Yeah. So in LT, again, that's actually
Unbelievable.
something that I agree with you 1,000%, and it would be great if you hopped on there and shared some of those thoughts because definitely too much of that going on.
I didn't hear. I don't know what
Yeah,
you're saying.
you
It
can.
and comment.
I
don't know
know,
what it's
just
about.
because I'm trying not to get into those types of discussions.
Political.
So unfortunately, that does bring us into halftime after that turnover on
Yep.
that
Yep.
fourth down for us.
We talk.
So.
We'll talk about that after. We do have this
LT
coming
also said
after
do
dark.
brotherly shoves next time. Unknown Ninja said, like I said last year, Rico ain't that guy.
Well, I mean, he's not the goal line guy, but he's actually, say undrafted and only the 37th player in history to do that. That's something. And for the Cowboys, the first ever undrafted running back to get over 1,000 yards.
The problem
The
is
weird thing
that
is the touchdowns we're not getting from him, and that's more of the play calling because we were on the 1 yard, 2 yard line twice, and we threw twice. That's not Rico Dowdle's fault.
but
That's
I'm gonna be
fucking
real with
McCarthy's
you.
fault.
Let's say there was an alternate universe where we somehow did make a move for someone like Derrick Henry, but everything else offensively stayed the same
Right, it'd be a waste.
for the most
Yeah,
part.
he would not be the Derrick Henry you guys seen this
Yeah,
year.
even though he would definitely be better than Rico Dowdle and certainly have maybe a few more touchdowns, definitely a few more yards, definitely more successful plays, the way that this offense has been run and all the other problems between our O-line and others,
Injuries and other things.
there's no single running back that was going to save our season.
Right.
So I'm a little bit more in between where I do agree with Ninja. I don't think Rico was ever going to be that guy. But I think that the way we used him, we certainly were never going to get anywhere close to that the way we were using
It's
him.
the using
So
of
it almost
it's the
doesn't matter.
scheme. The offensive scheme was never going to incorporate that big time runner to kind of keep the ground and pound and keep the time running. If that was the case, then I would agree. Derrick Henry was a big miss, but we wouldn't have used it. We would use him in screens on the goal line. Yeah, we would use him more than Rico, but we wouldn't have used. We still would have thrown, try to get silly and overthrow the ball too much.
Yeah.
When you had a hit Derrick Henry, when you have Derrick Henry, you want to balance that run a little better. When you don't have Derrick Henry, the Cowboys, any team would want to throw a little bit more maybe, but the Cowboys with Henry or not Henry, McCarthy's scheme will not run the ball as much as you would hope with Derrick Henry.
By the way, thank you, Mr. Luna, with his $5 holler saying,
Oh,
this
shit.
is for Jet Lee 44. Good to see you in the chat. The best results I ever got from working out, most important, is diet, but CrossFit is the best for me. And thank you so much, Mr. Luna. Shout out, yes, to the man Jet Lee 44, who before that said, take the points, come out, and just score after halftime. Basically, we get the ball the second half. You should have just taken the easy 3 points with the field goal, taken the ball back, done the quote unquote smart thing.
Yeah,
but
at this point, it doesn't even bother me. I agree with what you guys are saying, but it just doesn't bother me at this
it would
point.
make sense if you're actually trying to win the game.
If I wanted to see a win, yeah. But that's the thing, though. To me, I feel like the Cowboys are just gonna go for it every single time. On the goal line.
said soft. So Unknown Ninja said, if Rico Dowdle got 1,000 yards, imagine what we could have gotten with Henry Eckler, Saquon Barkley. Gary McKnight also said, please take the damn play sheet away from McCarthy.
But that's the thing is that we would have gotten. I understand what you're saying. Like we got this much with Rico, mentioned with Henry, but Henry would have been used differently than Rico. Rico was used, more often because he was used in the passing game, and Derrick Henry could be as well. But you would not see Henry run as much. Now, Henry have almost 2,000 yards? No. But would he have 1,300 yards instead of 1,100? Yeah. He'd give us a 200 yards more and a couple extra touchdowns, but he would not be having the season he'd have this year with the way he's playing in with the Ravens. If we had Saquon Barkley, he would not have 2,000 yards with the Cowboys. He might have 1,400 yards, but he ain't going to have 2,000 plus yards because the Cowboys will not use him that way. Even with Kellen Moore, even him, he actually just said, I'm going to have to use him. It wasn't even using him. It was just the fact that he used him a lot in the passing game. Kellen Moore, he throws. But Saquon was able to do, they focused their offense around Saquon. This offense on our team is focused around Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. And so that's the big difference. If we had gotten anyone, Saquon, Derrick Henry, it would have still, the offense would have been focused by McCarthy and Jerry Jones It would have focused around Dak Prescott in the passing game and CeeDee Lamb because those are the guys that Jerry Jones paid. And even if we got Henry, guess who got paid more than Henry? Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. I'm telling you, that's what would have happened. I hate saying this because we've seen it for decades, but that's what would have happened. We've been a little better,
James Harris
not
said
as
it
better.
too. You kicked the field goal there again.
Yeah, take the
Like
points.
that's why I said that if we were actually trying to win the game, yeah, you kick the field goal there. But I guess we're trying to go out with a bang.
And
Like
they're trying to go out. They're giving it their all. That kind of mindset.
it just sucks
but
because I wish that we would have done stuff like this sooner when the season was definitely already over. The problem is that McCarthy couldn't be seen as quote unquote giving up until our playoff chances were officially ended.
Right.
Anything before that would
Yeah.
be sacrilegious.
And I think that's why we also see the fact that you're not seeing those 70-yard kicks attempts as much because now he knows his coaching life is hanging in the balance,
And he has
a chance to keep his job now. So now he definitely, if he knew if he knew he was out, he might be kicking a 70-yarder.
I think he played everything as well as he could have to try
to keep his job
but
he might be doing that.
I don't know if he really wants to come back. We'll talk about that later.
He should.
Mr. Jelly 44
helping out,
dropping it with a $5 holler, and yes, hitting one of the target goals there. He's saying, "Let's go, Cowboys. Let's get a win today. I just got back from Missouri. Happy New Year's to everyone and much love to everyone. Thanks, Luna and Cowboys forever." Thank you so much, Mr. Jetly 44 again. You know it. It's hard as a fan to not want to see your team win regardless of the circumstances, but the more rational part of us is like, no, but draft, but off season, but stuff. So it's like those two desires always constantly competing. Thank you so much, Mr. Luna. I hope you had a lot of fun in Missouri, and I hope you have a wonderful start to your new year.
No, not Mr. Luna. That was Mr.
Sorry, Jetly 44.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you, Jetly. Sorry, because he said thanks, Luna.
Yeah.
On there. But thank you, Jetly 44. I hope you had a wonderful time in Missouri and had a good start to your new year.
I was going to say Happy New Year to you and glad you had your vacation. We had a little vacation too. Just went to Savannah and chilled there with some
Missouri
family.
In the winter must be really nice.
Yeah, well, my brother lives there.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
he said there's a real, like today and tomorrow, be careful out in Missouri because it's going to be like,
that polar vortex.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I agree, but I know that for my brother in St. Louis, he's going to be
very chilly.
It's going to be really, really bad. So I'm sure for Jet Li, it's going to be similar. So
yeah, hopefully,
although he's out now, he's back, right?
Near you now.
Yeah, he's back
at home, Jet Li.
Yeah, so I'm glad I know the weather was up and down. So look,
now we do still have to do that raffle.
We are. We're gonna do that right now.
For names, that set up while I read a few more comments here. And Jet Li 44 said it: win or lose, you still take the points.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me see. LT said the boys are interesting. Against teams with speed, y'all do great because y'all are small, but my birds are big and smash mouth, and that's how y'all struggle.
Shove guys around.
This is about a favorable matchup for y'all.
Yeah. I mean, this game, I guess, but I mean, your guys.
To me, I just think it's funny, and yeah, Jordan Love did hurt his throwing hand.
Right hand, yeah. Ooh, that's not good.
Oh man, not just that, but of course the Eagles get lucky in that way, so to speak. Again, this is why they're benching every single one of their starters, basically.
I'm assuming the Eagles are
can't blame them.
They're up 10.
I think right now the way things are going should be the Eagles playing the Green Bay Packers.
There, see, look, the Tennessee Titans. You're right. I think it was wrong. The Houston Texans are playing against Tennessee.
That's why
we're wearing the Houston.
I thought it was the Titans wearing the Oilers. That's why I thought it was funny because it's like Houston playing Houston.
Little G in the house coming in. As we're at the half, I'm going to get this thing set up here, guys. I'm going to take this off for a second, and I'm going to.
2 seconds.
Yep. I'm going to let you guys know that we got this going on here, and I'm going to show you guys exactly the people in this raffle and the name. They're all scattered throughout, as you can tell here, guys. But check it out. And remember, we're going to take 4 names from here, and they're going to be in the raffle for the jersey next week. 4 names. All these names are coming from anybody who's either dropped $5 or more and hit the goal on days that we've actually attained the goal. Sometimes we got 2 out of 10. Those names do not count. But when we hit 10 out of 10 or 20 out of 20, which today this is for a new month now in January, we're at 10 out of 20. If we get full 20, every name that you saw either get $5 in this thing or higher, or as you see, John Luna gave away a bunch of his raffle entries. That's the way that would go. All 20 names, whether repeated or not, would be going into the January gold raffle, which is what we're doing now for December. Here it is. John Luna in the mix here. Of course, LT, Jessica, Cassie, Stewart, Kathy, William Burney, Marcus, True Cowboy, Jason White, Vampire, Prince, Seabass, Big Boss Man, Jay Cogs, Azteca Aguilar, Wiseman 27, Skeptical Fan, Dave B, a bunch of Cab 52s, because he put them in there. Calvin Richard, Eric Sibby, D Link, Jet Lee got a couple in the mix. Some more from Seabass and Azteca, Jessica, Talk to Sully, William Burney, Unknown Ninja, Redman R, Orlando Rodriguez, Calvin Richard, Cowboys Abroad, Cassie Stewart, Reality Cowboy, Michelle twice, Mark Smith, Traveling Fools, more LT, more Cassie Stewart, more Cowboys Abroad, Jessica Azteca, and LT. A bunch of Eddie Pulidos right there. Talk to Sully in the mix, Tasha Smith. Ooh, I'll stop right there because we got another one from Mr. John Luna. Put that $5 holler. And he said this donation is for Gary McKnight. He said, Jet Li, I made a donation in your name last week, and it was one that reached the goal. Hell yeah, and we got him. We're still on the list here, but yes, Gary McKnight gets entered.
All right.
If we hit that goal this time for next week, you're back. Thanks.
Perfect timing there, and thank you so much, Mr. Luna. He said, it was one that reached the goal, so yes. Tornado,
Yes.
by the way, he's asking, how's this Nightmare game going? I mean,
Nightmare season.
Yeah.
It's not as much of a
not
nightmare game.
not any worse than anything else that's happened so
Yeah.
far this season.
So as I finish here, I see some other names. I talked to Sully, Tasha Smith, Sky Johnson, another Unknown Ninja, another Eddie Pulido, Texas Cat, William Burney, Eddie Pulido, True Cowboy, James Hurt twice, Jet Li, Tornado, Kenzie, Scorpio, Ramon and Emily Jones. And then I think these were last week here. Jessica, Scorpio, Justin Quarles, the Q Man, John Luna, Talk to Sully, Unknown Ninja, Pat Pfeiffer, Cassie Stewart, Skeptical Fan, J Dog, and Cat 52. And that's the entire list right there. So on that note, guys, we're gonna pick 4 names, and they gotta be 4 different names in this thing. Good luck to all to get into this raffle.
Dun, 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 dun. The first name.
First winner is
Redman R.
He had 1 raffle entry. All you need is one. Big shout outs to Redman R. He gets put into the Jersey raffle.
That's right. Let's see who the other 3 winners are going to be.
That's 1. Now he's out. He cannot be get another one, of course. But Redman R in the mix. Cassie Stewart gets 1. Congrats to Cassie and Redman R. Big shout outs to you guys. Hey, and I know both of them were put in by John Luna.
That's right.
So big shout outs there. Let's get 2 more. Let's go.
Dun, dun,
Bonus
dun, dun, dun.
raffle entry to be earned by Unknown Ninja in the house. I know I probably spelled that wrong, but no, I didn't. Unknown. There's no N there, but all right.
It's okay.
Unknown Ninja. So got you there. That's 3 in to the raffle next week.
And last but certainly not least,
who gets in this Jersey raffle? We shall see right now. It is
James
Herr is in the house. And congrats to you, James Herr, Cassie Stewart, Redman R, and Unknown Ninja. Hell yeah.
Congrats. Thank you so much to Mr. Luna, because I believe all 4 of these won off of
James Herr. I think he did get in there with John Luna as well.
So you're right. Let me not say it. But either way, I know some of them definitely did because of John Luna.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And congrats to all 4 of those winners. Now, remember, we still have the actual official raffle for the, Jersey winner next week. And that's going to take place, during whatever playoff live stream we end up doing. Definitely keep your eye out because it will 99.9% be one of the NFC East teams, and very likely be, yes, the Eagles, just because, let's be real, what's happening in Washington now which cements the fact that whatever happens with them.
Yeah, we have like 7 minutes time possession over them. They have 20 passing yards. We have 117. They have 44 rushing yards. We have 73. So we're dominating them in every single category. Still only up 6-3. But just so you guys know, there you go. The monthly jersey raffle will be done probably on our next live stream. Probably during the playoffs, a Saturday or Sunday game. So keep that in mind. Star level gets 1 entry. So over everything gets 2, which I don't think there's any in there. And the weekly winners, which is John Luna, gets a whole bunch of them in there, along with the 4 names we just shouted out. So congrats to you guys.
Right.
Hey, it's like you guys are going to have like a 1 out of like 7 chance or something like that. So it's a good chance. Everybody has a shot to win a jersey. It'll be fun when we do our raffle coming up soon. Then we're kicking off second half Third quarter, we get the ball first. Ball goes out the back of the end zone, which means we get ball on the first on the 30-yard
Yeah.
line, right? Kicking it off here in the second half. I'm going to update the board here when it comes to the halftime. It's the third quarter now officially. Any quick comments before we get it rolling here, baby? It was a quick
I mean,
halftime.
it did feel kind of quick there. It's just because obviously we have a lot of final postseason thoughts that led us into halftime
Plus the
as
raffle.
the first half kind of wrapped up. But yeah, and I know you're gonna probably take a second here after this drive, just to grab a quick snack off screen.
Might
So
do that.
I know you
I'm
mentioned it. That's why I'm trying
I'm trying to stick with the game and just watch it. Watch it out here since we we're getting pressure from the top here. Trey Lance dumps into the field in tight coverage with the catch. It looks like a first down.
Nice.
And that to Mingo, number
Give me
81.
like one quick second.
Okay.
Here.
So looks like Jonathan Mingo gets the looks like a first down. It's very close. So third quarter opens up. Good play there from Trey Lance in tight coverage to Jonathan Mingo. I think that was Mingo, right? Number 81. Yeah, floor noise number 80. Who's in the house here? Gary McKnight. Big shout outs to him getting in the raffle for next. That's for next month's raffle. Remember that. Talk to Sully in the house. James Kerr in the house. Yes, Jet Lee in the house. Congrats to all that won. We got Unknown Ninja who did get in there. Talk to Sully. Tornado. Appreciate you all. And big shout outs to everyone saying thank you, John Luna, for even getting us in there. So yes, this the new names for this month on a 5-yard run by Rico Dowdle, by the way, on second down. Jet Lee twice. John Luna in the mix. Jessica, Kenzie Bands, LT, Unknown Ninja, James Herr, Skeptical Fan, Seabass, and Gary McKnight. I mean, 11. We need 9 more. We hit 9 more before the 3 hours runs out, which I think we are at. What are we at? We have an hour and 18 minutes left. And the Airbnb that I just read out will be put into next month's raffle to get into 4 names that will get into the jersey raffle of the month of January. But we're going to do the jersey raffle for December probably next time we go live here. As you see, Hoffman getting into a little verbal match there. Yeah, he's the guy who's always kerfuffling out there. 3rd and 3 for the Cowboys here, trying to get it back to an attainable first down. This is a 3rd and 3 and an attainable first down. But look where we're at, baby. It's like a 71-yard kick here.
It's funny. Again, one of the few
Quick
things
throw.
a lot of us were hoping
He got the first, so it doesn't matter.
He had the record breaker.
So now we on the 49-yard line of Washington, and we got a first down. It takes away the dream.
I know.
Takes away the dream.
It's okay. We have a whole technically half.
Yeah.
Hey,
that second foot was out. Uh-oh. One?
No,
he got them both then. All right, he got both.
So talk to Sully, by the way, right when we were saying that kerfuffle there, he said, like, fight in Tampa.
Yeah. Oh, is there? Well, they're fighting for playoff lives.
Yeah, Jessica, what's up? Much love. And then, Jet Li said, he didn't trip us up. That was a house call.
Well, Tolbert with a 25, 30-yard catch from Trey Lance. Trey Lance looking good out there. I gotta give it up to Trey Lance. He had a couple ugly passes, but you know what? So does Cooper Rush. So does Dak Prescott. So
the reality is he hasn't looked any uglier than Cooper Rush.
Right.
And he's also kind of looked a little bit better, but maybe it goes back to what LT had said earlier. This is a good matchup for us, for the Cowboys.
Well, again, Washington does have a good front defensive line. They stopped the run, but we got over 80 yards rushing.
Which is funny considering Quinn is running things there, but I know that's
and we also have a good I mean, they have a good run game and a pass rush. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting that that we are still able to do what we're doing in this game against them, and they're playing for positioning here, trying not to play maybe Philly or not to play one of the better teams, the top teams in the NFC.
As much as we want to say like, they're already in the playoffs, they don't have to play. Like they do have a vested interest in trying to get the 6th seed over the 7th seed.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah.
I'm just saying, if it was us, I think we would also maybe want to play Philly than some of the other teams. We have better matchups against NFC East teams.
Here we go. They're coming in with. That could be. Is that intentional grounding? I know he was throwing it to the running back and he was covered. It was almost like he was.
It didn't look like he was. Oh well, that's why we couldn't see it because Deuce Vaughn was out there. I thought he was throwing it to the offensive lineman. That's what it almost looked like.
He was purposely throwing it away, and he had to get it back to the line of scrimmage, and he had to be outside of the tackles.
Talk to Sully said, Cowboys winning this game would be like you kissing your neighbor's wife. A stupid move.
Exactly. And again, just the Cowboys want to show that they are what? swept Washington this year. Great. They don't give you any fucking extra points. They don't give you an extra win. 3rd and 7 for the Cowboys with trips right. Tight end there. You guys running into each other. No one's open.
Ooh.
Trey Lance gets out of
Get
a
after
sack.
that. He just
He
runs
runs.
for it.
And
Okay,
this time he put the ball over.
Someone must have told him on the sideline.
Yeah,
like,
put the goddamn ball over the goddamn first down marker. We get a first down. That's a first down.
And this is by the way, not a real head bonk. That was just.
I didn't even realize it.
It's okay.
Trey Lance, I mean, great job getting out of that. Everybody, by the way, the routes were run poorly by the Cowboys' right side trips. It took too long for everyone to get out the routes, and Ferguson had to stop and let him run in front of let Turpin run in front of him, and that slowed down that gave no options for Trey Lance anymore. Now the timing is off. So Trey Lance did a great move there, got a first down on a tippy toe run on the sidelines. Oh, almost a face mask there on Rico Dowdle, but
wiggle with it.
he lost about 3 yards there. He wiggled 3 yards backwards, unfortunately, for Rico Dowdle.
That's funny. He said we have a lamb on a team with a flamingo, a lion, and a mouse.
Yeah.
Deuce.
It's incredible. We have a lot of different.
Got the whole barnyard.
The whole zoo on this team. It feels like offense and defense.
Want to say hi, little G? He says hi from afar.
Yeah, he seems very tired. I know the kids are down since they're going back to school on Tuesday. They got a day off tomorrow. One more day off. Here's a run by Rico and gets basically an extra. So, listen, he gains a yard from the line of scrimmage. Last time he gains 3 yards, 4 yards instead of losing those 2. Now we're at basically 3rd and goal from the 9.
Yeah.
So we're about 9 yards out. This is probably going to end up in a field goal by this guy. Imagine we had the other field goal. It would have been a 2-score game.
Yeah.
And of course, Cowboys like to play silly. Now the thing is, if we get close enough to a touchdown, guess what we may do? If it's 3rd and goal if it's 4th and goal from the 3, Cowboys may just go for it. Here we go.
I think it really depends on the circumstances.
Cowboys in the red zone 3 times, and because we went for it and we didn't get it on 4th down, but we got the other 2. We also
Trey just run.
Trey Lance just lost 10 yards, a sack by
we're
Deron
just
Payne.
kicking the field goal.
Oh yeah, no, now you kicked the field goal. You went back.
But yeah, it sucks, man. That's where I wish Trey would have just run there.
Yeah, it was really hard to get out of there. And
Tornado basically just saying that one of the reasons he likes Trey Lance more than Dak is because Trey Lance can still run for it. That he misses that about Dak because Dak just doesn't run for it.
No, but I'll say this: Dak is a much better passer than Trey Lance.
Well, he said that.
Yeah. So again, is he worth $55 million more than Trey Lance?
And Jet Li said it's sack instead of throwing it away or running.
Yeah. And again, running was going to be tough there.
At least you're hey, both of these guys are coming through in their own way. But this guy's been the only one to actually score.
All the points in our team is from number 17, but baby, your guy, number 19, brought us there 3 times. I actually once special teams was a fumble, remember? So we got a field goal from that. Oh, maybe it wasn't. Was that the field goal we got? Or was that the stop on 4th down? I don't know.
No. But he got us there. He's the one who took us all the way.
He's the one who gave us the points. We need points from there. From number 19, though. That's what we need points from.
Look, I just would love to see Brandon Aubrey, like you guys said, like we all kind of were hoping for.
See that record?
Just a chance to break the record. Just a chance in our own home stadium to break that record.
That would work better than on the road and wind, you know what I'm saying? So
I agree.
By the way, everybody in the house, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. Shout outs to John Luna, sponsor of the week. So fully loaded as our stream boss. And he's also the gifting champion. And those same 3 places, you see John Luna still there. He is currently trying to hold off everybody else to take the sponsor of the week. He's trying to hold off everybody else. He has 1 gifted membership for 2 weeks. That's all you need right now. He's the only one on the board, which means he would win another week of that. And I already said about the stream boss. Of course, never forget the Cash App King / Queen, whoever that may be. And this time it is Pat Pfeiffer. Doing it again. She's in the lead right now with 20 in the Cash App. So it would take a big win from somebody else to take Pat Pfeiffer out of there. But Pat Pfeiffer is currently in the lead, and she's currently the queen. So he's going to go back to back. And if you look at it, it'll be 4 out of 5 weeks. I think she'll be the Cash App Queen here. The only other person is Mary Alvarez. So we've only had Cash App Queens up in the house on that side of things. Just wanted to do shout outs. And also shout out John Luna, Jet Li, Skeptical Fan. They're the ones that hit the goal right now. 11 out of 20. On that, we're 9 away from hitting the goal and getting the new raffle for January to see who gets in the raffle right around the corner. Hey, Alanda Haslu
welcome back.
Jumped back into the Navy Blue crew.
Much love to you. I believe she is our Miami Dolphins fan
yes.
in the house here, although her husband is a Cowboy fan. So, At least she has good taste. Thank you so much, Alonza. Thanks for hanging with us
I
here.
gotta spell the name right and make sure we got you on the board. Big shout out to Alana Hansla. There you go.
By the way, Casey Jones, what's up? Saying, rest in peace, Dak. One love, MCF family. Y'all need a tank for better couple picks, but that said, go
Cowboys.
always.
He's not a Cowboy fan, but I understand. And
The
trust
thing
me,
is,
we're in
this is
we're on the same
closest to
page
tanking
here.
that we're going to get.
Yeah, you know,
as far as the
it's
season.
not tanking when your players are all hurt and you have a sorry team. But this year the team was never replenished properly, so it's hard to call it tanking when we're just
Yeah, and
losing
Gary
naturally,
McKnight and
right?
Jetly44 both kind of saying the same thing. Unfortunately, because we didn't kick the field goal earlier, like now all Washington has to do is score
Yep.
and take the extra point, and boom, they have the lead. It's like,
Yeah, I mean,
still like
touchdown
it
puts it
just
over.
sucks. Yeah, so I guess that means that we either need to stop them and then score at minimum another field goal, or it'd be nice to actually just score a touchdown.
Yeah, get the ball in the end zone.
That might be too much to ask for. So huge shout out there, Mr. Luna, by the way, with a $5 holler saying Charlie is well, walking with a cane. I had breakfast with him yesterday. He was cussing like a sailor and complaining, so he's better. And that was, and this one is for Tornado. So huge shout out to you. I'm so glad to hear that Charlie is, doing better. It seems like he has been, actively improving every time you mention him. So it is really nice to see that he is progressing in his, rehabilitation. And especially since he was unfortunately in the hospital during the holidays and all that other stuff.
Yeah, that's the another sad part of it, because he was not there for
yeah, it's so great
for
that he
family
has you
holiday
too,
time. Yeah,
John,
you're there
because
helping him out
obviously it sounds like you're a big part of keeping his spirits up. So
in a huge way. So
man, we actually get a pretty solid stop there. I don't think he gained any yards. Hard to tell.
the run. I have to update the board here. I'm sorry.
So no, all good. Aztec Aguilera 4, by the way, he said the Houston Texans are getting bounced in the second round anyway. But congrats to winning that week AFC South Division again. That cracks me up. By the way, Alonda Hanzu had a little bit more to say than just rejoining her membership with a $5
and
holler.
hitting that goal portion of things. They're helping out on the goal. That's big. What does she have to say?
Oh, man. Well, she's not wrong. She said the Cowboys suck, and the Dolphins are wild card playoffs, baby. Twirling on my white Dolphins miniskirt.
No.
Hey.
Are they in the playoffs, though? They're not in the playoffs yet.
I think they're
hanging out. They're close. They got to win their game, and they don't have Tua. They got some. They gotta try hard. And Tampa's losing right now. I can't believe it against New Orleans, but they're getting closer. It's a 3-point
I know,
game.
but you can't deny that the Dolphins are definitely doing better than the Cowboys this year, even with everything they've got going on too.
Don't remind me. Don't remind me.
Oh man, they do got a first down here. Well, done there by Washington, although it looks more like we blew our coverage there somehow. I know they were showing something else. By the time I saw it, all you see is the Redskins tight end just running for a first down. So, was it Mariota? No. I think it was one of their tight ends. That was weird.
Sorry, but you have to hold the whole court down.
By the way, 6 minutes and 45 seconds left and ticking here in the third quarter. So honestly, time is moving pretty fast for both of these teams who are. Oh, wow. What a great run stop again. Was that like foul?
I mean, we were stopping the run in this game completely. We have under 50,
foul.
We have under 50 yards rushing. Lou Fowl
He is not letting anything past him.
Shout outs to
is he wearing the green dot, by the way? I don't think he is, but
no. Kendricks is in there.
Okay.
Kendricks has
I just kind of figured it. Just like honestly, the way that he's walking, the way he was talking to the team, it sounded like he was telling them what to do, which is second and 11. So he even had them losing yards.
We blitz, but they
come on,
screen,
Micah.
Get him out. There you go.
All right.
He got about 6 yards on that play there.
7 yards. Jelly. Yeah, that was. They do have Mariota out there.
They do?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's Mariota's out there playing. I didn't see.
I know Mariota.
I see Jaden Daniels like on the sideline. So yeah, Mariota is the one out there throwing the ball. I don't think so. I think they just rested. They kind of are they giving up or something? I don't even know what they're doing. Like, I don't even understand.
Not injury related.
Yeah, so they're just resting. I'm like, they're just accepting their 7th or 6th seed because Tampa's losing right now. Well, Tampa and Atlanta are playing for the division basically in a way. They're going deep here. Jordan Lewis could not stop it. Wow, that time Jordan Lewis got used there by Zacchaeus.
That's the same one who dropped it in the end zone.
He dropped the touchdown. Now they're about to be first and goal. They're about to score and they're about to take the lead, 10-9. on us here.
Sorry, I have the hiccups really bad, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to like
Okay. It never works with
stop
you.
them, but I'm out of water.
By
And
the way, I want to also shout out, Alana Hanslu. She also hits that goal, so
that's right.
and so
Touchdown,
they hit the
easy touchdown. Donovan Wilson wasn't even looking the right direction.
Yeah, this was after some good props to him today. This is in a bad game for Jordan Lewis. Let me be honest here.
Oh man! So real quick,
Jesus, Jesus Christ, my love. That was a you guys not on this side of the microphone. You break my freaking eardrums. Holy shit!
excuse me. Sorry, that was a really sharp.
You ain't gonna make
hiccup.
it. You ain't gonna make it. It's right now. It's 9-9. They scored a touchdown, like I said, like we said, and now it's 10-9.
And they make the extra point.
Of course.
We got Mariota. Said Ninja.
Mariota could score against our defense, but not Jaden Daniels. Interesting.
Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Give me a second to go
That's right.
get a refill of water. Try to stop
Do your
these hiccups.
thing.
I know, I'm trying.
There you go. Do your thing.
Oh boy.
Because
I know, I'm sorry.
we gotta. All right. She'll unhiccup herself here in a minute. Yeah. Casey's talking about Houston Texans. They'll get bounced in the first round, but they're out there playing against the Houston Oilers, basically, right? Or I'm sorry, the Tennessee Oilers at this point, right? Uh, yeah. I mean, listen, Jet Li saying he's tired of waiting on them to make tackles rather than going out there and making a tackle. I agree with you on that. At the same time, the run game definitely the run defense has gotten a lot better for the Cowboys. Is it just luck? Is it just it's more guys not injured, a longer time with Zimmer's scheme? But I do agree though that sometimes I don't see the Cowboy players going out there and making the play. They're waiting for the play. Um, Yep, Washington took the lead. Jet Li. Casey said, "Doesn't work to scare her unless you legitimately scream." MCF. I know. I've done that before. I don't want to do that on camera on her, but I've done it in private before, and she's like, "Stop it! That shit don't work," and then she hiccups again anyway. So it don't work on her. She's getting drunk on H2O. Yep, over there. She's drinking her water to stop the hiccuping from happening. So that's what she's trying to do. Then the traders, he said. Talked to Sully. He said Dolphins will not go anyways. Tua is a walking injury. And that's the thing. I don't even think he's playing. So they're in trouble there. Yeah. He's out of this game. Let me see what the other games are going on right now. What's going on? Because I actually have some vested interest in some of these uh money picks kind of situation. But we got of course we're losing here, 10-9 to Washington. The Giants are right now it's 10-3, Philly over the Giants. It looks like Philly has the ball, and they are on their own 39 with a couple minutes left in the third quarter. The Bears are winning 14-13 by 1 point over the Packers, 8 minutes in the third quarter, and they're in midfield. The Bears are midfield. Right now, it's the Falcons are beating the Panthers, which is good for Cowboy draft situations there. Uh, Panthers have the ball, and they're trying to score and tie it up on Atlanta's 21. Still 12 minutes in the third quarter. The Saints right now are winning by 3, 16-13 against the Bucks. 9 minutes in the third. Bucks have the ball and they're on their own 25. Jacksonville Jaguars and the Colts right now battling it out. That's one of those games I got to win. Colts are winning right now 20-13. They are in the red zone and they're about to score again, and that's a good thing for me.
All right.
2013, and the Houston Texans are up 16-6 over the Tennessee Titans. 3 minutes left in the third. Buffalo Bills right now are winning. That's when I picked the Patriots. So they're winning 16-14 over the Patriots because the Bills have all their backups in. But right now, the Patriots are with the ball at midfield. So hey, we'll see what happens. Keeping the fun going there. And the rest of the games are the late games.
There we go. And thank you again, Alonda Hanslu.
Big shout
A
out.
$5 caller. As Trey Lance, oh wow, actually hit Schoonmaker. And I think he gets a first. And
more.
no, did they
They call him down.
Okay, yeah, they called him down. Not sure where he stepped
Schoonmaker
out.
better get any yards he can get. We got under 5 minutes here right
Yeah,
now.
she said, "How the hell did y'all allow them bum Eagles to have a better season than y'all Cowboys?
Because we got
Y'all might
injured.
as well join the Dolphins fan base, my Dolphins family."
Never will do that. But I'll say that I'll never join any other team but the Cowboys. I'll say this.
Now you have the hiccups.
So you gave it to me.
They're contagious.
The Eagles were not even close to being as banged up, injured as we were. Plus, their front office actually makes their GM, Howie Roseman, actually makes good moves and makes moves to try to win
Yeah,
Super
I mean, just
Bowls.
look at the move
Jerry
to
Jones,
get Saquon Barkley.
yeah, Jerry Jones makes no fucking moves. Trey Lance is his move, and there's a hold that hits his back 10 yards. So that first down run for 2 yards, it goes back to, first and 18 now, probably, or first and 20 is what probably it's going to be. That was Ferguson hit with the freaking thing. Hey, by the way, I love the Hanslu right now, adding her name into the mix here with at least 2 starting up for January
helping
here.
us, get closer to
Helping
that
us get
target. We're at
to that
14
goal.
out of 20
We're
now.
6 away from hitting the goal, and once we hit that goal, we'll even put up another one to see if people hit that, and if they do, we will give credit again. We said we have double goal opportunities to get on that. So we have 7 penalties for 38 yards right now. They have 2 for 25. But we got to, these sloppy penalties from starters. Quick play, fumble. Is that a fumble? Incomplete. So Tolbert caught the ball, hit immediately, and then dropped the ball. They said
that was one hell of a hit.
He didn't make a football move. I think it was too close to call there. In the sense
he didn't
of
even finish making the catch before he was hit.
It was great timing, though, by them. Yeah, he didn't get a chance to secure that pass. Yeah, he didn't get. He
barely finished turning out from making the
he wasn't able to even complete his first step. So that was he was just turning and he got hit.
Oh, LT, trust me. I wish we didn't have anything to compliment about Philly.
Fuck Philly.
But we aren't ignorant to the realities of the way that you guys manage your team.
Yeah, much better than us. There it is. Ferguson, get that first. First down for Ferguson. Made up for that hold that he had on first down. So he basically.
I like that type of attitude and mentality. Hell yeah, you need to make that up.
We're at midfield. Imagine if he was just 3 yards short. Field goal for the record.
No.
Yeah, you keep forgetting that. John Luna with another 5
I just see our Cowboys making a first down, and I'm just like, yay, first down.
Another 5 for the man, John Luna. What do you have to say?
Thank you so much, Mr. Luna. He said, this one is for Casey Jones. I take him and says strawberry blast from. Oh, I take him a strawberry blast from Sonic every day and something sweet like cake. And Mrs. MCF, the Titans are the ones wearing the Oilers jerseys. Yeah, again.
Okay. It was just the way it was said. It said to Houston. Oh, look at Deuce Vaughn with 10 yards, 9 yards on a run.
The Titans are wearing Houston Oilers jerseys. That's the whole joke. They're playing Houston, and it
was just written weird.
Repping their jersey when
Yes, and that's the whole reason they did it too. To rep it in Houston, against Houston. Deuce Vaughn with his best run of his actual regular season career, 9.5 yards. So great.
The deuce is loose.
Yeah, second and
Gently
one.
44. The deuce is loose there for once.
We're on the 40
He's still
and a half.
Field.
Yep.
They do give it to him.
And he gets
the first.
And he flies forward.
Again,
he got rid of Zeke and kept Deuce.
Well,
That's
I'm just
better
gonna
move,
throw this out here. LT, I think, made a very correct statement when he said that the matchup of our guys being smaller and faster against Washington,
defense,
it is harder for them to stop us because of our size and speed. Whereas a team like Philly, because they're big and they've got the power, it's like, yeah, we'll get past them a few times, but they can stop us more often than not because they have the power to stop us and the size to stop us.
Right, but not the speed.
Yeah.
Here's Deuce again with the third run in a row, looking for a place in there. He gets about 3-4 yards. And the funny thing is, they just showed Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones up in the booth. They're watching the game. They was right behind them was Will McClay. Will McClay was making a joke, like laughing, because it's Deuce Vaughn, and we're getting some usage out of Deuce Vaughn, and we're seeing him get his best play he ever had right there was that 10-yard run, 9-yard run, and he got the ball 3 times in a row, Deuce Vaughn. So let's see if he gets it a 4th time. Rico's out of the game right now. He's kind of not limping. It looked like he was a little gimpy. I don't know if something's going on there.
Gary McKnight asked a good question, and I have to be honest, I'm not 100% sure. He said, why is Carolina losing good for our draft position?
Because, I think, who are they playing again?
They play the Falcons.
Yeah, let me see. What?
Oh.
No, don't.
Holy crap.
We just, man.
Have it incomplete.
That was a helmet-to-helmet right there. They didn't call that?
Huh.
Yeah,
No, there's a
no,
Washington player on the
yeah.
ground.
The
So
guy who hit him in the helmet with the
yeah,
helmet
play
got
bitch
hurt.
games, win bitch prizes.
We just went backwards though a bunch.
Mm.
Now it's 3rd and
Only
13.
played bitch games.
Good question. Well,
Mm.
I think it has.
Jelly and Kenzie both said, "How was that not helmet to helmet?"
Yeah, it should have been right here at the end. Bam, right there. It was almost incidental because he was
Well, let's
falling
see.
down.
Maybe he led with the shoulder.
Just
Look, even if it's incidental, we've seen him call helmet to helmet because of the seriousness of the
3rd
flag.
and 13, 48 seconds. Quick screen to Turpin to the left, and he did he get it? I
Damn.
don't know if he got it. I think he got it. He tipped on the sideline,
Damn,
but
that
his
was.
feet are
I
so
need to see the
small.
replay, but
They
that
gave him a
was.
first.
They're calling it
No?
a first
Yeah,
down.
they're calling it a first down, guys. Wow. 3rd and 13, a screen to Turpin, and it was all about the speed. Turpin played inside,
Well,
went
let's see.
outside, tippy-toed it through the corner. I mean,
Damn,
if he didn't go
that
out, I can't
I would
tell,
need to see
but
the camera angle from the other
from
side. But
above,
what a
yeah.
first down!
What a play by Turpin. That lady. She was like, what's going on?
I know.
CeeDee Lamb back in the sideline there. You see him again. Cowboys first down. Nobody's even challenging it. First down. They're running to Dowdle, and he gets about 5 yards on first down for Dowdle. Good job there by the Cowboys. Cowboys are driving this 4th quarter now officially. By the way, John Luna, and Alonda Hanslu, they took it in the 3rd quarter here.
Yeah.
Back and forth, dropping it.
Well, we're
5
15
away.
out of the 20.
Yeah.
So if only 5 more. It's funny
As
because
we enter the 4th.
Mariota kind of looks like the knockoff Aaron Rodgers.
That's interesting. You mean facially, I hope. He's
Yeah,
definitely not playing
I did mean I said he looks like
Okay.
visually, yes. He visually looks like the
Okay.
knockoff Aaron Rodgers. He football plays like the well.
Knockoff of Cooper Rush and Trey Lance combined.
Anyway, a ninja said that they showed a finger pointing highlights instead of a better angle.
Yeah, I know.
Way to go, NFL.
Yeah, I know. It must have been that obvious, I'm assuming, right? I mean, that's something I can come to. Thought that there was no need to show from above.
Or they just didn't have
obviously
that
inbounds.
angle. But yeah,
They have to
it would have
have
been
it.
better to show.
Yeah. The sideline view there overhead than that view.
So, and I have to kind of agree there. Again, I'm guessing they just generally missed it somehow. But that should have been, from my understanding, a helmet-to-helmet penalty on that last play.
It was very close.
We're not going to bitch about flags here, just throwing that out there. So,
Very close.
Tornado said CeeDee Lamb. So, yeah, so CeeDee Lamb, Tornado, he's been dealing with an AC joint injury basically all season.
Yeah.
And once we officially were knocked out of the playoffs, CeeDee Lamb's cleats were hung up for him. They just decided to, bench him for the rest of the season just because at that point,
injury reserve him.
Yeah.
He's done.
The good news is he doesn't need any kind of surgery. He doesn't need anything, just some good old-fashioned rest and rehabilitation. So,
yeah,
and he'll be 100%.
Yeah,
like, it's not going to impact him. He'll be ready to go very early in the offseason.
Surgery,
so,
but, I mean, it's a surgery thing, right? I mean,
I thought we discussed.
Oh,
that
that's
he
right. No surgery needed.
like, you can have surgery on it sometimes,
right?
But he was not to the point where he needed surgery. It's actually, we're assuming,
right.
One of the reasons why the Cowboys also chose to stop him when they did, because he'd been dealing with that injury. It was bad enough; it was causing him a lot of pain.
But it wasn't really.
But it wasn't
going to hurt him worse.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to make it worse with the injury. So
I think another example you used was the fact that, for example, Trevor Lawrence had an AC joint injury on his throwing shoulder or non-throwing shoulder.
Non-throwing.
But he played the whole season with it. The only time he got surgery was once he officially
he had a concussion. They put him on IR, and so the season was over. Yep. They decided to do cleanup surgery on the AC thing. So it was an AC joint there. Yep. Big shout outs there, Jet Li.
Thank you so much, Jet Li. He just dropped a $5 holler. You know what he said?
Well, I know we're 4 away. What did he have to say?
He said, "Let's do this and mess up all the seeding in the playoffs. Go Cowboys now forever." Hey, it does feel like one final little fuck you to the NFC East teams that are heading to the playoffs.
The Commanders, the Commies.
But like we said, this team has maybe more personal reasons to try and play. Although Deuce Vaughn
almost got his first touchdown
now
of the year.
Now it's officially a 1st and goal, and we're on there.
He almost got his first touchdown of the year right there. Of his career.
I mean, it sounds like they're about to try and set it up for him to get his first touchdown of his career right here.
That is awesome.
Or 1st and goal on the 4, and he's broken off however many yards. Like, why wouldn't you run the rock again with him? I don't know.
I agree. By the way, right
he's
there.
Out. I guess 1st and goal situation is definitely a little bit different for. Oh shit! No, it's because Luvu for the Commanders is hurt.
For a second, I thought you had I thought you were talking about our rookie. I'm like, oh wait, we're not on defense, we're on offense.
Mm.
Little foul. I thought you were gonna say when you said Lulu. Okay.
And yeah, I talked to Sully during that there, a very sad moment. He said Mozzie Smith was drafted to be the Dallas version of Vita Vea.
Yeah, nowhere close to that yet. By the way, I put this board up here. I updated the board. Alanda Hanslu and Jet Li 44 both tied for fifth on this board. Tonight's the last night, so it's getting close to the end here. But LT is right above them. Pat Pfeiffer above there. Justin Quarles in second, and then first John Luna. Big shout out. I just want to give the proper shout out to those.
By the way, every time it's a goal line situation, LT has said brotherly shove, which kind of cracks me up a little bit there.
Nobody can do it but the Eagles, it seems like.
I think the Eagles are winning, by the way.
The Eagles, yeah, there was 10-3 last I saw, but the Eagles know how to do. They love to push the tush, don't they? Eagles,
I think so.
Philly, weird. Anyways,
Weird.
weird.
I'm
not saying I'm not making any judgments. I'm not making any judgments. I'm just saying weird.
Where are you?
I guess it is a judgment. I'm saying in general, weird.
Let me
Anyways.
see. But yeah, like I said, Gary, I'm not 100% sure how it helps us. It was one of those things that was brought up. I think a week or two ago.
The reason
the whole tanking.
I think the reason it helps. I have to know what the standings are for the Panthers, but if they win, they might win. I don't know if they win tiebreaker or if they tie with somebody else that helps us win tiebreaker. But the thing is that Atlanta losing, we can't catch Atlanta. So, and they have tiebreaker on us. So if they lose and they end up near us, that's okay because they will always be above us. They will always be above. They always be a higher draft pick than us.
Yeah.
Atlanta, the Panthers. It seems like they can drop far enough back with when it comes to them winning. If they win this game against Atlanta, then we want Atlanta to win, right?
Yeah, we do want Atlanta to win.
Because I'm assuming because then the Panthers will then drop to a higher draft pick and maybe in a tie with us.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's one of those things where it's almost like a reverse thing. Maybe if Carolina jumps up in the draft,
right,
it means that we also jump up in the draft because of the teams that end up moving down.
Well,
I don't know how that works.
They might get us on tiebreaker and move us to a lower overall, a higher draft pick.
Yeah.
Deuce Vaughn, they try to get him that touchdown. He gets about two of those yards.
2 yards, so it's a second and goal still.
So close. Again, big shout out.
Let's try to go for it.
Jet Li, John Luna, Alanda Hanslu, they're the ones that are really getting us to the goal here. We are 4 away from the goal.
Talk to Sully said, until the NFL fixes the way that the draft is done by rewarding losing, then tanking is what happens.
It'd be nice to do like what the NBA does with the raffle, with they do the team that don't make the playoffs, they get to have like a chance to get a top pick.
I think he caught it out of bounds.
He caught the ball, Ferguson, but he was out. It looks like out.
See the
replay though. I don't think that the touchdown. I don't think it was a touchdown, but I guess we have to see it.
No, let's see. 1.
No, not 1 anything.
2.
Not 1.
No.
There's 1, 2. He hit both.
Touchdown.
He's still bouncing. The ball's still bouncing around. I'd challenge it for the fuck of it. Why not?
Isn't it automatically reviewed or no?
No, baby. Only if it's a touchdown, it's automatically reviewed. If it's incomplete, you have to challenge it.
True.
Here we go.
No? Okay.
Ooh,
I
don't think they'll call it a touchdown even with the review, but it's worth the review. Why not? The heel hit out, and they didn't have the ball keeps moving around out of bounds. There it is. You challenge it. See, they did challenge it. I do think it's worth challenging it.
The challenge.
And it was a great play there by Ferguson, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, maybe the lottery system is better.
That's what I was going to say. A lottery system like you do in NBA. So you get one ball if you're like the best team that didn't make the playoffs. But you still have a chance to get the first pick. And then you have the team that has the worst record gets 17 balls.
See, I feel like that is a little bit more fair, but do you still not think that you're rewarding, quote unquote, losing by still having a team that sucked be more weighted to get better players?
Yeah, I mean, you get an extra ball. I mean, is that worth, maybe not getting a win that maybe gives more confidence to your team going forward? I think that makes winning a little more important. You can still always get a chance to get a higher pick.
Like,
You still
I
might
still think with whatever kind of
well,
flaws a lottery system might have, I still think a lottery
better than what
system
it
makes
is
it
now.
much more
You
fair
got to remember too.
than
I don't even know how the basketball lottery system goes, but they only take the top 3 picks. So the top 3 are the ones that are taken.
okay.
So they take ball 1, ball 2, ball 3, and that's it. Everything else falls in line. It's left over. So let's say you have to somebody jumps forward, everyone just moves back a spot. So
Okay.
the worst team can get is the 4th pick.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's the worst
Okay,
they
I
can get.
got you. I got you.
And they'll probably get a top 3. They get the top 1 because they have the most balls in there.
Yeah.
That sound dirty, but you know what I mean. So I'm just saying,
Okay,
like,
so lottery in sections. Again, it sounds like okay. So maybe that is some of the things that the NFL needs to do moving forward to again stop rewarding mediocrity and
yeah.
you know shitty teams. And not just that, but how many first round picks or top 5 picks do the Giants need to fuck up for somebody to just like I don't know, take the reins away from them and just say shh, go to bed. Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me see. And talk to Sully again. Maybe that's a slightly different take on that. But I do agree with you in a general sense that society rewards bad behavior just because the type of people who tend to get attention
Yeah.
or who tend to get, the hype and stuff like that are it tends to be the people just making the most noise. And those aren't always, the best people.
But see, that's why we also want to have choice. If you know what I mean?
I know.
Because choice would mean less unwanted.
Damn, we challenged with the call stands. They're saying he was out of bounds. I'm guessing a lot of that has to do with, like you said, baby, he didn't fully
Didn't
finish
have the
securing the
possession.
ball.
The way I see
Thank
it,
you, Burn Bar. What's up? Much love to
Burn
you.
Bar in the house dropping
And
another
yeah,
goal.
Texas Cat.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not a touchdown.
Yeah, not a touchdown, which I didn't think it would be. It was
It
worth
was worth challenging.
worth challenging. 3rd and goal. Listen, more choice means less kids suffering, less kids being used as punishments to parents and suffering, and less crimes and less violence in the future. It's going common sense here.
Nice try, LT.
We'll go after dark. We'll go after
He
dark.
wants us to try and trade Micah for 2 first rounds and draft better. Nice try. Nice try.
It may come down to that soon, though. One day, one of these years.
I think the Cowboys are going to do the same thing they've done every time. They're going to hem, they're going to haw, they're going to somehow find a way to fuck us even more, but in the end, they're going to sign Micah, and he's not going anywhere. He's going to be a Cowboy.
That'll be the thing, though. By the time they sign Micah, and they'll probably tag him and do this, and he'll be 8 years in the league. We sign him to a huge deal, and he's going to be half the person that he is now. That's where the Cowboys fuck up in the decision making. Sign him now, or don't sign him at all, and keep tagging him. Cowboys are a little confused. 3rd and goal, going to the back of the ends of the flag.
Yeah.
He shot
Did he
touchdown, catch it by Brandon Cooks. I don't think it is a touchdown.
Okay.
Although it was a crazy touchdown. I do think this is an illegal formation for the Cowboys.
I think Turpin was still in motion.
The Cowboys are going for 2, they're saying, but
Like, I think Turpin never set himself fully.
something
I wonder if
happened there.
that's what they're talking about.
Something illegal motion.
Okay.
No, out of bounds. Nope, incomplete. No touchdown, they're saying. Yeah, he's going forward there, it looks like.
Damn,
See?
I mean, it's hard to
Procedure,
tell.
illegal procedure.
It wasn't
Illegal
complete,
motion.
by the way.
Incomplete. 2nd foot was out of bounds. Illegal motion. They'll decline it. 4th and goal on the 4-3.
Oh, no, we kicked the field goal, but we're still...
Don't challenge this one. They don't get all crazy now and start challenging. Cowboys are not going for it. They're kicking it. Right now, by the way, the only guy with points on the team, ran over.
Ninja said that would have been a touchdown if it was Kelsey.
Nah. He's talking about the one before that. No, I disagree. Literal chip shot. 12-10. Last time the Cowboys had this many field goals to end on the last game of the year, it was against Philly about 5 years ago, maybe. I know that. I know LT remembers that. It was a game.
Yeah,
I was in. It was all field goals. Yeah, this game, of course, Washington already scored a touchdown, but we haven't scored yet. Again,
trash red zone. Yeah, skeptical fan. Again, we've made it down there like 4 or 5 times, and
can't
we've
get in
gotten
there.
nothing out of it.
Same thing that happened. It feels like the same thing that happens to us, at certain points through our last 5 years.
Tornado said,
had
"This
these-
is so lame."
It is lame.
That guy's just cracking up. He's like, "Oh, field goals only." Oh,
That's
unknown
why-
Ninja said, "Damn, Cooks can't toe tap again."
That's
He
why.
tried.
That's why I wore this jersey.
His
for the-
toe tapped.
Well, it wasn't his
right
toe
out of
tapping. It
bounds.
was defensive player pushed them out of bounds. That's a smart move. That's a right move by them.
So,
it's just a good move. What can you say?
and again, only like 2 minutes taken off of the fourth quarter, so it's not too many more chances for
This
us
is
to
the end of our.
score.
This is the end.
Forget the touchdown. At this point, I am looking at that record-breaking
This
field
is
goal.
the end of the 2024 season for the Cowboys. So this is actually a
Let's
good
go out with a
thing.
bang.
This is a good thing for the Cowboys that it's coming to an end. Although we have our last, we're gonna be dying for football in like a month. We're like, oh, I miss football. I wish our Cowboys were. But
I've been missing football since like
yeah,
October.
this season has
The way
already
the
been
Cowboys are
over.
playing.
This season's been over. This season's been trash, and it's a good thing it's coming to an end for my mindset. I'm glad the Cowboy season is over. So we again, obviously, the chance and the probability we're going to go live again during the playoffs, and we try to do the Super Bowl. Although I think this year we are going to do the
Yeah,
Super
this year
Bowl
we are going
because
to do the
last year
Super
was a
Bowl.
family thing, more family involved. But this year I think we're going to do the Super Bowl.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, like our streams will be more reaction style stuff. And of course, as the season, any big moves happen, let's say we fire McCarthy or we hire a new coach or
Yeah,
any
we'll
off season
take
stuff,
a break the
we'll
week
do.
after the Super Bowl and then
Yeah,
return after that with
yeah,
our off-season draft, streams and
yeah. Draft streams, I would say
whatever the
more.
postseason
Yeah, I
is
would
going
say
to
more
bring.
after the end of the season. I'd say we're going to go more on the more important things like coaching.
Yeah.
What are we doing with that stuff? That's the
I
first
feel like
step.
the coaching stuff is going to happen
Yeah, before that.
during the
Of
playoffs,
course,
but
that's what I'm trying to say. But even after the playoffs end, we got to start turning to. We only have weeks before it gets to free agency. We got a month before it gets to free agency.
it just
So
I know that week
yeah,
after the
well,
Super Bowl though,
obviously we have other stuff going on as well. We have to take a little bit of a break. But again, I understand. I know what you're saying. It's just that we're gonna have to, you know, when we get back to it, it'll still be a once or twice a week thing, depending on the news and info
I
and
just
updates
want
going
anyone
on.
to think that, just because they don't see us,
Well, we'll have
for
time to
a little
explain
time
that
before that.
before we go. Yeah, we have a couple of things we have to do after the Super Bowl, basically. So we give ourselves a chance to get through the whole season here, even when no matter what happened with our
Hey,
Cowboys, and then of course have a week where we're not gonna be able to go live.
talk to
So
Sully. That 2015 season was magical. Because he said if your kicker's your MVP, that's all you need to know about your season.
yeah, yeah,
Oh.
yeah. We're up 12-10 in a
Yeah,
ugly
your
ass
kicker
game.
being an MVP should be the cherry on top of
Yeah,
the triple decker Sunday.
we're in an ugly ass game going on here. We got basically backups versus backups now. I mean, Washington's pretty much given up on. I mean, they got Jalen Daniels out. Backups are in. So we're just watching a preseason game now for the rest of this game. But we're here for it, and unfortunately, so are they. Washington already is in on our
Yeah.
territory after that first down play there. Jordan Lewis wants an offensive penalty for it looks like pushing off. He was complaining that he pushed off. Let's see, right there with the hand, he did create separation. That one little hand on the shoulder it could be
Mm.
called. Did not be. It was not called. So they created separation. He got the first down and 15-yard gain.
Another Washington player hurt.
So offensive lineman, a 15-yard, 20-yard gain. He puts them in not saying field goal range. Another 10 yards they're in field goal range. So and that means they have the lead
Yeah.
technically, right? So another first down, they have a chance to take the lead. Is what it comes down to.
Da-na,
Oh,
da-na, da-na.
the left tackle is he basically Osa fell right on his right leg and looked like it twisted. I don't know how bad
It
it
kind
is.
of looked like it
He's
twisted
definitely
inside and
yeah. It's
backwards.
gonna be probably he's gonna miss at least a player or two. He's gonna miss one obviously, but he's gonna miss a couple plays at least. By the time they get him checked out, he might miss the rest of his drive. That means that left side tackle is a third stringer now, a second stringer, third stringer. Why don't we attack there? If we're gonna try to do something, we got to make sure we win that matchup on our right side of our defense,
Yeah.
their left side of their offensive line. That's my opinion. I don't know. What's the opinion of the chat though? As
Well, Gary
bringing
Midnight
in the
said, I'm
end of the
thinking about
season,
the Patriots with their kicker during their Super Bowl years. He won a lot of games
Vinatieri.
for them.
Yep, and he won the Super Bowl for them a couple times too. If I don't forget there.
Special teams gets very often overlooked. But Sully is still not wrong by saying if special teams is the best part of your team, that is setting you up for a very depressing and sad season. And pretty much every time that's been true, that's also been true. Again, special teams is
Yeah,
supposed to complement your offense, complement your defense. And
yeah.
by
I try to
being
win games
consistent, trying to win games,
all the
making
time.
those
Yeah,
big plays and those big, kind of turn the tide moments when your team needs them to. Because, yeah, special teams has moments where they have to step it up. If your team is down and, your last chance to do anything is to have special teams get you in a good spot to maybe kick a field goal or like those are the types of things that absolutely impact games.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
where is Micah? Gary, that's a great
That's a good
question. I
question.
think, have we even seen him in the second half?
I think he was out there a little bit, but they're kind of using it. He was used as a
I
linebacker for a
have to be
little bit.
honest. I don't know if we even saw him in the second half.
He
I
was
feel
used
like
as a
we did.
linebacker, but
Huh. Let me check that, because that was a little surprising. I'm surprised that they finally decided to bench him, but let me see. Hey, a fun little thing here. With 4 field goals today, Brandon Aubrey becomes the 5th kicker in NFL history to have 40-plus field goals in a single season, joining the ranks of David Akers, Chris Boswell, Daniel Carlson, Neil Rackers, and of course, now he's part of that club.
that's awesome. I mean,
44 is the record in the season. So,
wow. So
I guess he has a chance to maybe make it like 41, maybe 42, depending on how quickly we can do something. Like, just throwing that out there.
I mean, still, he won't get the record.
I mean, I would
Need
really
4
love
more.
if he set the. Imagine if he set the record today.
How? They'd have 4 field goals.
Not that. No, he's already part of not that record. I'm saying set the
Okay,
record
okay.
for the longest field
Oh,
goal.
well, yeah, that'd be
Like
great.
that would
I mean,
be
that'd be awesome.
pretty cool to do.
I wouldn't bank on the Cowboys got fooled on this one. Oh boy, they got someone open,
Someone's
don't they?
open.
What
Oh my God,
what
he
a
did
hit
it!
by Malik Hooker.
Way to go, Malik
Malik
Hooker.
Hooker knocked that ball because they had Bates had the ball. He had it in his hands, a wide open play. Malik Hooker hit him right at the last second and popped that ball out. Great play by Malik Hooker,
Question for
and that's
you.
not been said too often this year by number 28 there.
Question for you, real
Yeah.
quick. Do you think that it has been more fun to watch the Cowboys with Trey Lance than it has been with Cooper Rush, or
Yeah.
is it just because it's the last game of the season?
No. It's
And
more.
it's like,
It's been more exciting because he's mobile and he moves around and he creates things. But sometimes he'll get open and he misses Rico Dowdle open in the end zone for a touchdown.
no, but we've seen Cooper Rush mess
Yeah,
up
Cooper
very
Rush and
badly too.
Dak have messed up too. So I mean, he's looking better than I expected. I'm gonna say that.
Shit,
How did he get through that?
because he was wide
Second
open.
and yeah, but Pride got that one. Thank goodness at the end. That was like a 7-yard scramble. So it's third down and about 2 or 3. Third and 3, and they're already in field goal range. It looks like they're in field goal, close to it. So it's a big play here as far as who's taking the lead. Looks like they're very. That's a very long field goal right there. Be about a 60-yarder. I don't know if their kicker can do that.
Hmm.
Yeah, excuse me. Zane Gonzalez, don't think he can do that. Third
I
and
know.
3.
I'm surprised Mr. MCF is holding strong here.
Third and 3
Didn't have a chance
here.
to eat breakfast before we went live, so
Yeah, brunch, I guess you call it. Damn it. First down, easy. It was a bad throw, easy catch though by McLaurin.
and another first
Another
down.
first down for them. So now they're definitely in field goal range. Now Panthers and Falcons. Here you were talking about this. Look at Panthers scored. So that obviously hurts our picks.
Yeah, and they're up by
The draft pick.
11. It looked like.
It looks like Green Bay is also. I mean,
Driving.
I just had. Well, the Bears are driving. I think I just saw that the Bears are winning. Let me see. Bears are up 21-13 and they're driving.
And yeah, Gary McKnight, I can't imagine anyone's happy about this type of performance going into the playoffs, backups or otherwise. Another first down.
Not good.
Very much not good.
That's what happened. I mean, what was the gain? No, we don't know what happened. I wasn't watching that play. It was about a 10-yard gain.
Yeah.
The first down. First and 10
First
from the
and 10 on
15,
the
16, and now it's a first
Now it's
and
the first and
goal.
goal on the 4.
First and goal on the 4 or 5-yard line. They're gonna, this is their backup team too. But again, not everybody. Obviously, they got Zach Ertz, they got the receivers, but no, their offensive line, but they got their fucking
I mean,
backup
yeah, if
quarterback.
anything, I would be concerned about the fact that, hey, we had our starters out there and that's how they looked for a
I
while.
see. We couldn't make the tackle.
I mean,
The rookie couldn't get it, so they scored a TD, and it is 16-12 right now.
There it is.
Well, I mean, they're gonna go for 2.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yep.
yeah. Good match. Good call, I should say.
So that helps our draft right there. Moreland just missed that one. Nealon just missed an easy tackle there. That's a
Look,
rookie.
it's almost like the best of both worlds in the sense of we got to see some serious heart, some serious fight. We finally got to see Trey Lance, but we're still probably going to take the L, so it doesn't actually hurt our draft situation.
Nealon is hurt.
That's not good.
His wrist, his right wrist. They're trying to make it a 6-point game. They're gonna make it 18-12. That means we can't score it. We can't win because all we do is kick field goals.
It's a smart bet by them.
Why not? I mean, they're up by 4 anyways. You need a touchdown. This makes us have to miss the extra point. No flag. No flag. So it stays 16-12. Whoop-de-doo. Yay.
Thank you, Mark Alad, for summing it up. Appreciate you
Welcome to
there.
the family. Yes. Yeah, we got you on here. Appreciate you. Hey, it's been on here for a while. You can check the stats. Over 7.5 seasons. I'm sorry, over 7.5 years on YouTube, but 8 full seasons. And well,
Yeah, this is
as this
concluding our 8th
yes,
official regular
in
season.
11 minutes and 18 seconds, it'll conclude our 8th season here on YouTube on MyCowboysFamily. So big shout outs there. John Luna dropped. He got 89 points. I haven't seen
Yeah.
that for a while. John Luna's at 89 points here right now. Not just the gifting membership champion, but the leader by 1. And then you also have Pat Pfeiffer, the Cash App Queen, who's also leading the Cash App Queen for this last 2 weeks. We'll see if she takes it down today. And the sponsor of the week, multiple wins already in a row for the man, John Luna. He is currently in the lead as well for that at the moment. Now, as far as the goals, we're still 4 away from hitting the goal. 11 minutes to go in the game. We'll see what happens. Those for January, those goal raffles will be done, a week into the month of February for this month of January. But this is our first one, our first goal, I guess, attainable goal of the year, first one. So right now we're 4 away from hitting that goal. We had some drops from Alanda Hanslu. We had some drops from Jet Li 44, but the rest of them, most of them, from the man John Luna. Big shout outs to him.
So no, I'm reading some of the comments here. Talk to Sully said the Jones just want an entire team of Brandon Aubreys, finding undrafted free agents and then paying them very little.
A bunch of XFL guys.
The thing is don't we have to actually pay Brandon Aubrey this year though?
Yep.
Right?
Him and Turpin, I think. Here's a play action by Trey Lance, dumps it down to
way overthrown to Ferguson, who was wide open and could have easily gotten at least 5+ yards there.
I mean, Trey Lance could just throw the fucking ball a little more accurately, but it still hits his fingertips, right?
And I know Ninja, by the way, he was excited because he's like, Lance is from North Dakota. Like, I've been dying to see him all year.
That's part of the hit on him, though. The part of the hit on him is that he went to a smaller school. He only played like 8 games in college, so the Niners drafted him 3rd, and overall, we got him for a 4th-round pick, but the guy is not worth any of it.
But again, how many teams do you know can fuck up a 1st-round pick, a 1st-round quarterback pick, as badly as them, and still somehow end up one of the most competitive teams in the NFL year after year?
Yeah, they got Brock Purdy at the last pick of the draft, and they overcame. They did the things the Eagles and the Niners do. We can't do those things.
The NFL is full of 3 types of quarterbacks: the top 10 guys that end up actually hitting, right? I will include Patrick Mahomes in that, although I think he was drafted like 10, 11 or something like that.
Is that a flag? Is that a hold? Defensive holding? It may be a defensive hold. I think it was a double move there. Let's see.
Maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
Initial indication is defensive holding. It looked like his shoulder pad was pulled out there. Yeah, so 5 yards, automatic first down.
Okay. Hey, that's huge. We'll take that.
It's automatic, though. It wasn't because it was 5 yards.
There's 3 types of quarterbacks. So there's the top 10 guys that actually end up hitting and end up playing to those expectations. There's the top 10 guys who never even sniff the fart of having a good game, right? Trey Lance is unfortunately one of them. And then you have this group of quarterbacks that were drafted super randomly in very bad spots, if not fully undrafted, that end up being the Tom Brady's of the league.
That's very few. A lot of time for Trey Lance. He's got to throw the ball. He does. Wide open Tolbert. And to the 30 we go. We're on the 28-yard line or so. Trey Lance driving us down the field. See, he had enough time. It was a good play design. It was a great look at the play action move. The play action, he puts his whole body into it, the whole act. Boom. You got to do that. You got time. Sitting back there, good coverage, good pocket, waiting for the guys to develop. Here, it was all Tolbert changing it up. Tolbert changed up the route and went the other opposite way.
Great
Trey Lance,
adjustment by Tolbert, but
yeah,
great job by Trey
to
Lance
find
for
them there.
catching
Yeah,
that.
he
Yeah.
saw, Tolbert is great. Even that's a bigger thing for Tolbert to
Yeah.
find the open part of the zone, realize and read the fucking the coverage. He has 6 targets, 4 catches, 99 yards for Tolbert.
Schoonmaker?
No, we got
Mingo.
Mingo gets
Oh
the
no, not
first.
Mingo. That's
That's us, Flournoy,
Oh, there we go.
rookie. With the first down, we're driving. We're on the freaking
Sorry,
red
I saw
zone.
the 8 and I just assumed it was 81.
We're in the 8. We're on the 18-yard line right now for the Cowboys, and so we're now officially in the red zone.
Let me see. DJ Chuck, what's up? Saying MCF in chat, what's up? Does the draft really matter if McCarthy's job status? Because at the end of the day, we all know the Clown Show will still be the way that they are, no matter who we draft or what coach we hire.
And this coach going to tell us the scheme and what Will McClay got to look for.
Yeah.
And we're going to do all our moves in the draft.
McCarthy wants to win this game because it's his job to win games as the coach.
Right.
He doesn't really give a fuck how that impacts the Cowboys' future draft plans or not.
Well, he would if he was staying. He's not sure if he's staying, but that's why he has to keep winning.
I know, but
So
even
it's
if
kind
he
of
was
stuck in
staying,
between.
the point is that
Well, they
as
still
a
want to
head
win.
coach,
Yeah.
he still has to first and foremost win games.
John Lunda right now. I mean,
Ferguson's pissed because he got the false start.
No, it was Lunda is pissed. The coach, the tight ends coach, he was yelling at Ferguson to that fucking false start. Like he's got to stay in.
Well,
One of the few
Waterboy
guys.
came to try to give him some water, and Ferguson basically just
Yeah,
smacked
because
away.
he's in trouble because he did bad. So again, right there, 1st and 15 because of the 5-yard. I mean, that kills your drive. That kind of shit. That's why Linda Wells is so pissed off.
Yeah, because Ferguson is pissed off. That's why he did it. Talked to Sully. He said Monday's either going to be a circus theme or a Jaws theme.
Monday?
So
like
we're either going to hear more clown show music or you're going to hear the Jaws theme coming from McCarthy.
And then after that, you're going to hear clown show music again, even after McCarthy's gone. So it's clown show either way because they're going to put in a puppet in there anyways. Ferguson's pissed, but Linda Wells is giving him an earful. Here's a pass to the end zone, and a double team. There's a flag. So first and goal on the 1 for the Cowboys. It would have been 3rd and 13. Now we're 1st and goal on the 1 yard.
I know, but at this point we're playing flag ball, not football.
Well, maybe we should have done more of that rather than try to outdo the refs. Why don't we just play into the refs and try to pull some stuff out? Which again doesn't matter. Doesn't matter anymore. The route was not greatly run there. I don't even think it was that much of a penalty, honestly.
That's why I'll take it, but
it's the hand in the back there.
Yeah.
That's the problem. But I think he was just kind of around him. He wasn't like grabbing him. So
yeah, I don't know if that flag should have been
thrown.
But
everyone's saying that, and LT saying brotherly shove.
Oh, like that's what Cowboys should do.
Yeah. How about Lipke shove?
Is that Lipke?
Lipke fumbled last year when we tried to get him on the goal line. He can't listen. Nobody here can do goal line stuff. Look, he fumbled again. The Washington Commanders have the ball. But again, I don't know. Lipke cannot. Lipke's trash for
now it's a 2nd and goal on like the 1-inch line. This is when you bring in Deuce Vaughn.
For goal line, he did it last year. He had 1 run on the goal line. Lipke. I know everyone loves him for but he hadn't done much. He had 1 good run. Lipke is not a running back. So my thing is that Lipke is not meant to be run on the goal. I don't give a fuck if he's a fullback or not. He's not meant for me. We've got 3 fullbacks now in this play. Nothing for Rico. 3rd and goal.
This is embarrassing as shit.
Oh, yeah, but this is what happens when you don't have a real. And Zeke wouldn't have made a difference either. So we have no running backs that can run the ball in the end zone, including Rico Dowdle. We're stacking up 3 fullbacks. It looks like I know Schoonmaker's one of them. You got to play action, and now we're gonna have to throw the ball, and now it's gonna be it's just bad, and we're gonna have to go for it. And there's Bobby Wagner, by the way, number 54, the guy I've been asking for 3 years for Dan Quinn, and he was never given that. He's given that with Washington in the playoffs. 3rd and goal for the Cowboys. Another run. And there's a touchdown. Is that Rico or is that?
I think it is Dowdle. Yeah, Dowdle.
About time. Yeah. So good for him. He was going to become one of the only few guys that had. I think he has now 3 touchdowns on the year. So the Cowboys take the lead.
But yeah, there's not too many people who get 1,000 rushing yards and only 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. Now he has 3, so that actually gets him out of that.
Trey Lance's parents are also celebrating, by the way. This will be
a 3-point lead for the Cowboys.
LT said our O-line needs to work out with a little G.
Exactly.
Small
Yeah.
leg day, little G.
Tomorrow's brain day. Not
Oh
tomorrow.
man,
Tuesday.
these kids
Tuesday's
act
brain
like
day.
going back to school is like we're sending them
Yeah.
back to the gulag.
Yeah. They love school.
So much. Flag.
Who and for what?
Cowboys are
It's
walking
on
back,
us.
so it's
Oh, it's on us.
who's 79. Well, let's go.
Well, let's go the fuck out of here.
Oh,
Skeptical
skeptical fan.
fan. Dropping that $2 holler. Does not hit the goal though.
Mm.
He said finally.
Thank you so much,
$2 on
skeptical
there.
fan. Yeah, I can't believe it took this long. I'm just glad that we at least got
Finally,
a touchdown
a
in this
touchdown.
game.
And that right there makes it a 3-point game. 19-16. Cowboys are
Huh.
up.
You know what? It's actually really smart that Washington went for 2. Even more so now that we scored a touchdown.
Oh yeah.
Just saying, they obviously are now. Well, now Dan Quinn is yelling, or not yelling.
Well,
he's
if they
having a
got
discussion
the
with
extra
refs.
point, they win the game with a field goal. So remember that too. Now they just tie the game with
I
a
know.
field goal. So that hurts them. But if they got the 2-point conversion, you know, they wanted it. Honestly, I think it was a bad move. That's why I was like, I'm not sure if you have to do the 6 points. But if anybody's going to make that extra point, it's probably not going to be Brandon Aubrey. So,
Yeah.
I guess they're banking on a 6-point game, and then Brandon Aubrey would have missed the
I
extra
think
point.
they were just banking on the fact that we weren't going to be able to score a touchdown.
Yeah, well, now they're banking on the fact they have to find 3 points. So they got.
I'm sure they'll find them. Oh, Ninja said 23 is an unlucky number. Rico should change it. Like if he plans to stay in Dallas, he needs to change it.
Jordan.
He's saying 23 is unlucky for Cowboys.
I'm saying Jordan. Unlucky for me. I like Jordan.
You think Rico Dowdle's going to wake up and start being Jordan?
No, I think Rico Dowdle though is by far. I mean, he's by far top 10, top 15 back in the league. Easy. He's in the top half of running backs in the league, in my opinion. I also think that he's also, not in the top 10 of running backs. So you can see he's like right there, just basically a little above average.
Thank you, skeptical fan. Much
Another
lower.
one.
He said with a $2 holler, saying, I think Zeke would have gotten that touchdown earlier.
Maybe. I mean, but he's been playing so sparingly. I know he had one touchdown his last touchdown with us last time he played for us before we let him go and released him.
But I'm pretty sure before that he had missed another goals line touchdown. Hard to say, but Zeke would have. Oh, what the hell? Did he just sack himself?
Yep. Who gets a sack?
Whoever touched him, maybe?
Yeah. The closest guy to him gets a sack. So it's Golson. Golson gets a sack on that one.
Okay.
I don't know. Snapped leg there.
It's like Golson's ghost came out and sacked him.
They just said that's his easiest. That's
that
the
was really
sack
funny.
he ever had.
But yeah, skeptical fans saying that Zeke's just a better trucker, and that I will give you credit. Although, am I the only one who thought it was really funny the bullshit excuse that the Cowboys gave for why they're letting Zeke go now because they want Zeke to have it?
It's a mutual decision. I don't think it's a. I think Zeke wanted to go to a playoff team, and I think
that's what I'm saying. Zeke obviously said, "Hey, I want the chance to play for a playoff team." The Cowboys, laughing behind their hands, said, "Okay, fine." And I just think it's funny. That's all.
I can see that saying that, but again, playoff team.
Ninja said it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like 23 is a number of greatness. Like Dowdle, you got to change numbers.
Oh, nobody's sacking this guy. There's got to be a hold.
Probably a hold on them.
Another sack there. Look, Micah missed the sack. He's so pissed off. I mean, Micah, that's all on you, dum dum.
No, it's because he was trying to move out of other people's way.
No, well, I know. He's so mad. But Golson gets another sack. The flag is probably a hold. I'm assuming on Washington, but it could have been us down the field. Let's see.
It might be offsetting holds.
No, I think it's on.
Well, no, because if they held and then we held.
Okay. Take the sack, 4th down.
Okay.
So they're punting. There's no way they're going for that. By the way, we're still 4 away. Are we even hit the goal now? I think our goal ran out.
No, it still says 16
minutes for the goal to be hit. We might not have anybody for January yet. We'll see what happens. I know John Luna.
There's only 5 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, I think John Luna may have dipped out for a little bit, and maybe hasn't been able to get back in time. We'll see what happens.
A big 4th and 26 here.
Block! Oh my God! I thought we blocked that one. I came untouched. Fair catch
Look, the
for
last one we blocked didn't do
Turpin.
us too well. Now we have a chance here for the record-breaking field goal.
Yeah, we need at least a couple yards. I agree. Give us 5 yards and then kick the field goal. What's going on here? Buccaneers down 6. Uh-oh,
I think
they
they might
just
have
scored.
scored.
Boom, what a touchdown.
Damn,
They're up by 1 over New Orleans, the
that's
Buccaneers.
intense. Oh, looks like the Atlanta scored too.
Boom. Then they got tied 31-31 there, too.
Yeah.
Amen. This is a big game.
Damn, I'm just saying, like it's the last week of the season. A lot of teams are somehow playing up and playing out.
You know what I'm
So
saying? I have to win these 2 games. I'm watching it right now. This is like, oh my God, these 2 right here. Oh,
okay,
shit. I need to win the Colts and I need to win the Patriots. And they're winning.
Hmm.
They're both winning right now, but my God, there's like 2 minutes or
Very
4 minutes.
dangerous.
I'd rather watch that than this.
By the way,
Yeah.
both teams do have 2 timeouts each. So Cowboys have 2. They have 2.
Yeah. Okay, here we
Jelly
go.
said time to punt that ball.
Yeah. Damn it. Rico couldn't get, he lost a yard or 2.
That's good for our record-breaking field goal aspirations, though.
Well, we can't even attempt it from here.
Yeah, we can.
It'd be
It's
75 yards.
50.
Maybe it ain't gonna happen. He ain't gonna kick a 75 yarder and give him the ball on the and lose the game. We'll end up losing the game. He ain't doing it here.
Oh,
He'd rather kick him
great. So once again, because of pussy ball.
because he's trying to win this game. Here's
Come on. 5 yards. 5 yards.
we need more than
5
5.
yards.
Boom.
I don't think he
Is
got
that
the
a
first
first?
down. His knee hit before that. It should be like a 3rd and 2.
Mm,
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
so 3rd and 1
He almost
actually,
broke that
which
one.
unfortunately actually does put us outside of the record breaking. So now we have to like lose 2 yards.
And even if we did, we're punting. We're not kicking the field goal. Baby. He ain't gonna give if it was a 20-point lead either way, he'd kick the field goal. Maybe. Maybe kick the field goal.
So dumb.
This is no way he's gonna kick the field goal from this. And you add what did you have to add 17 to this? So yeah. You're not gonna there's no chance on that. Oh shit.
3, 2.
Trey Lance
Wait a
has it.
minute.
Trey Lance.
Wait a minute. We might be right there.
No, baby. I'm telling you. You got to get to the 50 plus minus 7 plus 17 is 50 is 67, and that's not even the record. So we're
67 is a record.
okay, we're 3 yards in front of that. So it's 63-yard field goal, which we may kick it. I just want to say one thing real quick. A big shout out to
Trey Lance is still out there, so it looks like we're actually going for it.
right now. Big shout out to Skeptical Fan. I gotta say, Skeptical Fan has dropped a $20 holler in the Cash
Thank
App.
you so much, Skeptical Fan.
And
Much
that
love.
means that he right now may have taken over the Cash App crown. I'm gonna double check
So
that
we
in a
actually
minute.
took the delay game.
Are we gonna try to kick the field goal
Wait,
now?
does that put us in the record-breaking spot?
It would. They're punting. I think.
Wow.
What did you think? Let me see here. Hold on.
I thought McCarthy maybe wouldn't have left his nuts back at home. One of the reasons I think McCarthy's not coming back is because he sold his house in Dallas, by the way. I forgot to say that earlier, but that was one of those random things. But thank you so much, Skeptical Fan.
Skeptical Fan is now in first place on the Cash App board.
Way to
Wow,
go,
what a
Skeptical.
comeback out of the blue right there. The big $20 holler. Let me make sure I got
Right
this
in the
right.
nick of time, too, again.
Let me see. Yeah.
Ninja said you're trying to get our MVP
Boom.
hurt.
Right. I know. Hey, there it is. Skeptical Fan has now taken over the lead by 7.5, a little over 7 over Pat Pfeiffer in a battle for the crown, in a battle for this game. Who's going to get down and win it? 3:18 to go in the game. 19-16 Cowboys are up. Washington has the ball on their own 20. And this may be the last drive of the season for the Cowboys. Either way, defense or offense. So here we go. Buckle up. Big shout outs to the man, Skeptical Fan. I don't know if we're gonna hit. I feel bad for everybody on the goal side of things.
Records.
Yeah.
So Gary McKnight said, "LOL. Who wishes we'd lose 2 yards in order to kick a historical yard field goal? That is the greatness of Aubrey. It's twofold. It is the greatness of Aubrey and the shittiness of this season, where that's all we have.
I wouldn't think about it if we were in the play. I wouldn't even talk about it.
It would be like a side note during a regular season.
Shotgun. They're on their own 9-yard line. They run the ball for about 4 yards, 5 yards or so, 5 yards.
But yeah, I know Ninja's basically just like, why would you want to get our MVP player hurt for excuse me, some dumb record, and there come the hiccups.
There you go. Perfect timing. I need you here too. 10 minutes to go. So goal is over.
Mm.
There we go. No face mask, they said there. Second, it was a 6 yard run. Second and 4, 2:45 to go and ticking in the game. Shotgun, they got motion 14 is a motion. Zacchaeus, blitz by Lou, foul, blitz from Donovan Wilson, and a sack by the Cowboys. But Donovan Wilson grabbed the face mask. So it's a flag. It's going to be 15 yards, and it's an automatic first down for Washington after a great
Wilson's
sack.
trying to say he hit my arm, he hit my arm.
Yeah, but he still grabbed his face mask. What do you expect?
Great.
Oh, he hit his arm. He grabbed his fucking helmet. I mean, that's it. It's a face mask. It's plain and simple. And let's not try. And fans, don't say it. Don't say they're cheating. That's what happens when you grab a helmet. And I know they don't call it sometimes on us, and bullshit. They call it both ways. That was it happened the other way. We'd see a flag come out, and most of the time we get we get a face mask called and get a first down. Lucky. And they got lucky now. They're on the 30-yard line.
We actually can't change the goal once it's set.
Yeah. 30. Right now, it's on a 30-yard. I mean, they can jump. He gets out of a sack, gets somebody wide open, off the hands. Thank goodness.
Please, no flag.
It would have been on the 50 for McLaurin. It would have been on the 50-yard line. Right now, it's 2:27 to go. And let's see.
Really hard not to hiccup.
Let's see. Let's see if we see Micah with the move here. Ugh. They got double, triple teaming on Micah Parsons throughout the game. That's why you're not seeing Micah. He's getting double and triple team. Remember, they get a field goal. It goes into overtime. So our season continues.
Hooray. Unless
Here we
we
go.
get a field goal right at the last minute and obviously win the game in the last moments.
With Aubrey with a 70-yarder for the win. That you might see. Come on, strip that ball. Damn it. Okay. So now we're on a third down, about 4. 3rd and 4. We're going to hit the 2-minute warning. They have 2 timeouts left.
I'm guessing they're not going to want to get a playoff before the 2 minutes.
I'm guessing they're going to want to try. Probably won't happen.
They're barely lining. Yeah, they're barely huddling up.
Yeah, there's not going to have enough time.
Going through the motions.
Well, they would have liked to because they need every play they can get. No, they're trying to get us offside. Yeah. So that's not happening. So here we go.
All right, damn. 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves quite the game still here at AT&T Stadium. Yeah, definitely a huge lack of discipline in Dallas, even now.
Yeah, there's nothing changed with that. 8-minute warning on the goal. Yeah, we need 4 more in 8 minutes. I don't know if it's gonna happen now. I know we had it. We had it so close, so close. It doesn't have to be John Luna either. It could be anybody. Anybody can drop 5 and get on that board there and hopefully get to the goal for December for January. That'll be the first chance. So again, whenever we go live, we'll have the goal opportunity. So there's always that chance throughout the month. But it's definitely, I think this will be the one that probably the biggest chances to get the goal net because it's a game day live stream.
And specifically, it's because our Cowboys are.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Our Cowboys game day live stream. That's it. Outside of that, I mean, we might have we might come close on other games. We might not have the same viewers. We might not have the same interest because it's a non-Cowboy game, and so you might not see the goal being hit anymore this season. Let's call it the season, right? But we've hit it every single time we've had it for a game day. I think live stream. This may be the first time. Fails. We'll see.
Real quick, so no, I did want to read a few comments here in the chat that I didn't get to earlier. And Ninja said Zeke is only playing in the playoffs if someone gets hurt. So that's a weird mindset for him to have right now. So I think he's also maybe thinking of it as like, oh, I can complement a game. Like, I'm going to be honest. When I saw that, I kind of laughed because my immediate thought was, does Zeke think the Eagles are going to somehow like pick him up last minute and like carry him off into the Wonderland? Like, I don't know what team he realistically expects that would want him or need him around. Like, Kansas City's not going to call you Zeke.
I understand.
That's why I think the Cowboys are like, yeah, sure, Zeke, we'll release you a week early. We're going to release you next week anyway, so saves us like $12,000 or whatever the fuck. Anyway.
Yeah, well, it didn't make a difference for us, for the Cowboys.
So, and Ninja also said that I hope Mingo is a future star because I like his name.
Well, I hope so because we used a 4th-round pick to get him on this team, and he's barely doing shit for us. What's that? King Miru 14 said we don't want that bum. We got Saquon, meaning the Eagles.
That was kind of my
Yeah.
point. I'm like, you guys have no desire.
And Chuck said, I blame the blue jerseys. My neighbor tells me they used to bring bad luck back in the day. Yeah, and the Cowboys try to flip it on them, make the Washington Commanders wear their ugly white jerseys because they look
Yeah,
worse
were
than
the Cowboys wearing the blue jerseys to sleep at night
I
or
don't
something?
know.
Like, how much bad luck can you get?
I don't know. Here we go. 16-19, 2 minutes to go. 3rd and 4. And it's not going to be interference. They did catch
He
it,
caught it.
but it looked like a flag on Lamb there.
Damn.
3rd and 4 is a first down, no matter how you slice it.
By the way, huge shout out there, Skeptical Fan. I believe, helping to get that target to 17.
Did he?
There with a $10 thank you holler. It hasn't gone through just yet, but once it does, I think it will hit that target there. Thank you so much, Skeptical Fan, and thank you for being here and hanging here with us.
Now is not the time for YouTube to screw us. Well, this is the frustration of YouTube's really fucking up shit right now with their fucking slow mode version and all this stuff is really fucking up this whole thing. It makes me not want to go live anymore, honestly. The way they do their shit. It's getting real tiring to try to overcome everything YouTube does to try to shut everything down. And it just frustrates because I know that I see you on the goal for some reason. We're counting it as 17, even if they're not counting it as 17. If we have to extend it, we'll extend it at this point because I'm not gonna let it false. Yeah, YouTube's a piece of fucking shit.
But thank you, Skeptical Fan. Unfortunately, it's a 1st and 15 now.
Again, people may see this differently, but right now we are 3 away from the goal, even if it says 4 away. I apologize for YouTube being a piece of shit. Fuck you, YouTube, and I apologize to you guys for that.
Yeah, YouTube implemented a lot of changes this year
fucked
that
up,
have
man.
not
2025 is not going good for YouTube either. I'm telling you that. They fucking suck. I came in I guess it's because of the sticker.
Yeah, but we used to be able to like the stickers before.
Yeah, and they used to also pop up here. That should be down to 75 for John Luna, but it's just not working for some reason. I don't know why. But big shout out to you, Skeptical. We appreciate you. And the man might just be taking over that top spot. In fact, I think after that he's taken over he jumped over a bunch of people, actually. Let me do that. Let me fix that while we see what happens here. They're trying to get a field goal. They get no yardage gain, and the clock should keep. Why do they stop the clock? The clock should keep running.
It says it went out of bounds.
Yeah, but you see the whole Cowboy sideline? Because the rules are he just went out of bounds sideways. He didn't go forward.
Okay.
That does not stop the clock. That's a bad call by the refs. It's just something that a ref would know.
They're obviously letting Washington get away with all that type of shit, but a minute and 15 seconds left. It's a 2nd and 15 for Washington. Remember, they're still down 3 points. They have to get that field goal.
Trying to drive. I gotta say also, who's driving? Mr. Skeptical Fan. Hey. He's in 2nd place on the overall board right now.
Go Skeptical. Much love.
Come back there,
and he's also leading in the Cash App.
Yeah, and he's behind. Yeah, John Lynn, almost a pick.
Oh my god!
Oh, I thought it was a pick by Bland. Damn it! They're at the midfield.
Now it's like a 3rd and 5.
They're in midfield.
3rd and 4.
Midfield.
The clock is ticking at least, though, because obviously they caught it midfield.
What a catch. That was almost like taken away from Bland's hands right there.
Damn, I'm sorry. It's like a 3rd and 2.
Hey, Redman R. Hopefully we see you in February because you're in the raffle, bro. You won one of the raffle spots for the jersey, so you might actually have a chance to win a jersey, like a 1 out of 9 chance. Oh, boy. You better throw the ball away.
Okay,
get if he gets it Golston. Now, no, he gets the first. He got the first. Oh, my God. They're going to have to measure it. I think it's 4th down.
He got it. 4th. Oh, okay. Where they're marking the ball, he's short.
It's 4th down. They have to call timeout, and they're going to measure it. But they're 4th and half a yard.
What do you do if you're...
What do you mean? You go for it. You got no choice if you're Dan Quinn.
You go for it instead of kicking the field goal?
The field goal is going to be from 6. That's the record.
Oh, okay.
That's a 65-yard field goal. I don't think he's kicking it.
For some reason, I thought they had better field position.
Yeah. But Golston couldn't get him. Henderson get him.
Yeah,
Wilson.
He'll have to go for it.
I think he got the first. I think he came close to it. And very close. I think his knee hit before that ball hit the cross the line. Yeah. So it's 4th and 1. This could be the game. This could be the final final game deciding snap of the season for the Cowboys. If we stop them, game is over. Cowboys win 19-16. If we don't stop them, their drive continues. And
You obviously have a chance
You
to
know, they got 33 seconds still.
throw this game into
And a
overtime,
timeout.
possibly.
So, yeah, they're going to probably want, they might throw here. Be careful with the throw here.
Cowboys call
I
timeout?
think so, yeah.
Yes, we do.
Cowboys call
Damn.
timeout.
Come on, Dallas, give me Washington, said King Miro. So obviously he has a vested interest in us. I'm guessing.
he's a Eagle
Actually,
fan.
do you want us to lose to Washington?
Look, Packers kicking the field goal, and they
It looks.
make it.
Wow.
They're up 22-21 over the Bears, which I guess makes it more important for the other teams to win.
Yeah.
Like the Minnesota Detroit game becomes even more important, and that's a night game tonight. That's such a big game. That's like a playoff game.
Yeah.
And that's for the first seed, for the division, for the second or
At least we
third
have something
seed.
exciting to
Yeah,
end the season with.
it won't be the
True
Cowboys
Cowboy, what's up? Shout out to you as well.
in the house. Yes, much love the true Cowboy. There's
Hmm.
no more timeouts, right?
Each team has one timeout left.
I'm gonna put the
Dak is no longer up in the booth. He's down on the sideline trying to get the fans hyped. Wow, we stopped. Wow, we did not
first.
stop him.
He's gone.
Like yeah.
The quarterback just ran the ball 40 yards.
I mean, they fooled me.
They just tied the game, obviously. Well, I guess I'll do. You know what? We'll do
They
this
called.
again.
I'm guessing they used their last timeout to stop the clock.
I would think so. They should have. They should have. I mean, at this point, it's
Wow. So again,
they're
it
not
was
even
just
going
a
for the
really
win.
good fake because
Yeah.
Micah thought the running back had the ball, and Micah absolutely plowed into that running back, not knowing. Obviously, Mariota kept the ball, wide open gap. Everyone's a day late and a dollar short.
That's Cowboys for you. Got a new
Goal.
goal set up. I just made it because I don't know if we're gonna go into overtime here or not. What's
True.
going on? So right now it looks like overtime is possible. So I made it a little longer. The goals to be hit. So guys, we're back at it. Goals are back and going again. If you guys want at it again, still didn't hit the goal. I want to say that we didn't hit the goal yet, but we need 3 away from the goal, and then we have a second goal possible. Fuck.
They got the first down.
First down.
So now it's first and goal.
They have no timeouts though. They gotta spike the ball. Will they go for it? They might go for this. They might not spike it. Cowboys got to be ready. They might go for the end zone here. So they're gonna have a chance to kick the field goal, or they're gonna go and
they have
go
6 seconds. I feel like they can make one quick goal pass attempt, but then your field goal. I don't know.
They're
This
gonna
is a tough one.
They're
I feel
going for it.
I feel like with 6 seconds, you can reasonably, very quickly attempt some kind of
One
end zone
quick pass.
Yeah,
They are going for it. If there's a sack, the game's over. If they get tackled in bounds, the game is over.
defense, come on, make it happen in this game.
Cowboys don't look like they're ready.
I don't know what we look like.
They look like they're confused. Here we go. 6 seconds to go in the game. Up by 3. They're going for the Cowboys call a timeout, which just makes sense. And no tie yet there, Jet Li. They still got to go for it. And they're going to go for the win. If they score, obviously the game is over unless Turpin can return the whole thing all the way for a touchdown. And that's the end of the season. We ended with them beating us at home. Doesn't matter for us. It helps our draft pick. If we get the stop here, we win the game, and the game is over. Either way. So now, if let's say they don't get a touchdown, and it's incomplete, we don't get a sack, then they tie the game with probably 1 or 2 seconds left. They tie the game 19-19. We go into overtime, and we extend our season a little longer. Let's see what happens, guys. Here we go.
No, do or die now, Cowboys.
Here we go. Second and goal with 6 seconds. Shotgun from Mariota. Cowboys going back in coverage. Quick throw to the corner. And they score. Touchdown. 2 seconds.
That's the end.
Basically. Oh well.
Honestly,
better draft pick.
I was gonna say that was probably better for us, realistically speaking.
No, Ninja. It was not bye-bye McCarthy. McCarthy ain't going. I don't think
I
McCarthy
still
anywhere.
think McCarthy is back next year, more likely than not. But of course, we will know in the next week or two. That is a wrap for the 2024 season for the Dallas Cowboys. They added an extra second back on the clock, so when they kick this extra point,
Maybe the extra point will get timed. It's not about it. We have one return left.
Great.
Then we need a
I
touchdown.
guess try to score a touchdown on this return, Turpin.
Hey,
It's all on you.
Turpin owes us a return. Is that Deron Bland? I mean, it was just their best guy versus our best guy, and they put in a spot that McLaurin was able to grab it over Deron Bland's head, and that was it.
Yeah, it
Too
looks like
bad.
Green Bay is about to win their game or
Yeah,
just won
they
their
won.
game.
It was 2 seconds in that game, 3 in this one.
Let me go ahead and hit up the chat real quick. Jet Li said we need a miracle now. Well, season's over. And he literally said it right after that. Well, season's over. So,
Miracle, no
Cowboys are
miracle,
trash,
season's
said
over.
Skeptical Fan. Jessica said, of course it was McLaurin.
Yeah, well, that's their
Last
best
thing I
player.
said, Washington wins and they take the 5th seed. Packers drop to the 7th seed and then they play the She-Eagles.
Hey, good.
Balls Deep just said that's the season. Cowboy Longhorn said that's a fitting way to end the season.
Season was over way back a long time ago. But yeah, Titans also get because they lost. I guess Titans lost, which is good. Who did they play? The Titans, Houston, right? Yeah. So they get the first pick in the draft because we lost to Houston. That's set in stone. I wonder if my other games won or not. Let me see.
Not sure. But Jessica said the Titans now have officially the first pick in the draft.
We need, yeah. My God. Turpin with the run back.
Yeah, no. That's it.
What the fuck was that? Just ran the ball out of bounds. That's the way we ended our season.
Wasn't worth fighting. Wasn't worth fighting. There you go.
First time since 91. 12 regular season wins because of this one here.
I mean, you can't deny that Dan Quinn has turned the franchise around, in just his first year.
Yeah, he took our life.
It'll be great to see
give it to
what
them.
he does in the next few years, like how he can carry that over. But crazy what fresh blood in your ownership and front office and coaching staff can do for a team, huh?
And unfortunately, it looks like we came up three short of the goal.
Oh, I have to read your comments here, guys, just because, again, you guys are cracking me up. So, first of all, Gary McKnight said they'll probably kick it deeper out of the end zone. Talk to Sully said, ready for more classic Jerry Jones bullshit after the game?
The Bears won.
Oh, shit.
I don't even know how. They won.
Did they kick a last-minute field goal?
Yeah, 51-yarder with 2 seconds.
Jeez. Oh, well. There you go. Damn.
I won one of my picks that I needed. Patriots beat the Bills 23-16. But can you do me a favor, maybe, and go
I
to
can go to a different game.
Go
They have
to
which one?
I need to see what's going on with the Colts and Jaguars. They're in overtime. Colts are about to score here, though. 4th and 5. Come on, please win it. I'm sorry, guys. There's actually a good thing. They won it. They got it.
Literally
Colts won.
just
Bam! Hell yeah!
Wow. You just got to see it live.
Sorry, I had to celebrate that. That is big for me. I picked two of the games. I had to win them, and I got them both. Man, what a we'll talk about it later.
It's okay.
Woo! At least that good worked out for me.
There you go.
today.
So I want to read a few more comments here in the chat. So I said we need to draft another linebacker, running back, and a corner. Netley said that 33-yard scramble cost us big when we don't put a spot on the QB. Aztec also said that's a wrap, familia. Cowboys 2024 was 2020 all over again. Let's hope we have less injuries going into the 2025 season. Redman R said, will McCarthy be fired? We'll see. Unknown Ninja said, I just can't with Mike. That Pittsburgh Penguin-looking douchebag waddling around, wondering whether there is time on the clock or not.
Actually, I don't think the game's over.
There you go. Bland needs to go, said Kenzie Bands.
What? Bland ain't going. That was just one, I mean, it's hard when you have Trayvon Diggs on the other side. It's hard when you don't have DeMarcus Lawrence helping the pass rush.
Pierre said Jerry's probably just glad he gets assigned Lance to a minimum contract in the offseason.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what he's saying right now.
Well, with all that money he saved by not paying Cooper Rush's bonus.
I didn't know that was the first drive. That's why it didn't make a difference. It was a long drive, 5 minutes, and
damn,
they only got a
they had
field
already
No,
each had a chance.
so I need to see them get stopped there. I did not win it yet. Damn it to hell!
You got too excited.
I got too excited.
Oh.
I'm trying to let this go as long as possible. But I don't think we're gonna hit. We needed three more people, three more hits on here for hitting the goal. We're three away. I know it says 10 or whatever, but we're literally three away from hitting the goal.
Yeah, so I guess, how about this? We'll do a quick, easy poll in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat if you think Mike McCarthy will be fired by Jerry. Drop a 2 in the chat if you think Jerry Jones will bring back Mike McCarthy.
It's a 2 for
Rem-
me. I'm saying 2.
I think it's a 2 for me
I don't
too.
want it to be, but that's what
Remember,
it's
that
gonna be.
doesn't mean we want him back. That just means, what do you think Jerry's doing? 1, firing McCarthy. 2, keeping McCarthy.
I think Jerry Jones is keeping McCarthy. It's a 2.
I think Jerry Jones is keeping McCarthy.
I see Dornado says he thinks I know he wants
Yeah.
McCarthy fired, but I
So,
think Jerry Jones is going. He thinks Jerry Jones is going
and
to
talk
fire
to
him.
Sully again. Like we said, we can't really change the goal, but we also feel like it wouldn't be unfair to previous goals to just like randomly change the goal either, just because we didn't hit it. Then what's the point of having a goal? You know?
Yeah, no, we're
Like,
3 short. We're still keeping track, but 3 short is not gonna is not.
just like the Cowboy season.
Yeah,
Sometimes you don't always achieve your goals,
yeah,
right?
yeah. You gotta be real about it. And yes, I would love. I just because there was an issue with YouTube. I'm trying to give everybody a chance to get that 3 more that 3 goal goal the 3 chances to
Yeah.
get into
So,
that
and
goal.
I do want to say, while we still have some people here hanging with us, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much for joining us for,
Yes.
again, a very sad season for our Dallas Cowboys. But you can count us down, you can count us out, but not my Cowboys family, because we will still be here repping our Cowboys, bringing you guys, Cowboy updates, news, and info, all the off-season things that we need to know about our team. Of course, heading into the draft, what exactly is that going to look like pre, during, and post draft, of course. And, yeah. Well, what can we
And
expect
into
in
that,
store
yeah.
for 2025?
Hope free agency moves, probably not. Hope good draft picks. Oh,
Well, I
great
mean,
sack
we
there
got a
by
sack.
the Colts. That should win the game for me on
Nah.
4th down. One last play, it's gonna be a 4th and like 35.
And that
So
should be the
that
game
should be
after
the
that.
game, hopefully, and that means that yes, your boy MCF at least has something good going for him, and it's not with the Cowboys, unfortunately. But yeah, I think that Jerry Jones keeping McCarthy. I think we're going to keep Zimmer because the players kind of want him on defense.
We'll see.
That to me is more important than the McCarthy backing. But the McCarthy backing, he's getting it from the owner. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So
And Charles Adderley, thank you. James Hurd, much love. Talk to Sully. Enjoy it. Hopefully, we'll see you back here sooner
yeah,
rather than later. MCF's
yeah,
resident ref.
yeah.
We have Jetly44, who, again,
And
wants to see McCarthy gone, but thinks he probably will be back.
mm,
Tornado, much love. Balls Deep Adventure, same thing. James Hurd actually thinks that he will actually be gone. And thank
well,
you, Balls Deep, again. Hopefully, we
I
see
hope
you back
so. I
here.
hope
Red
he's
Man
gone.
R, shout out to you as well. We have Aztec Aguilar 04, Pierre Land, Unknown Ninja, Sniper 1234, Jason White, Jetly 44, Cowboy Longhorn, Kenzie Bands, Gary McKnight, Jessica, Skeptical Fan, of course, always stay skeptical. King Miru.
I think Alana Hanslu and John Luna, along with the skeptical as
Yeah.
well. But I
And
think
Jelly a little bit too.
yeah, well, I was gonna say I think those 3 I know skeptical. He did drop a little bit too to help out that, but I think those 3 people that helped with the goal, I think they're not like in the chat as much. Maybe skeptical is, but Jet Li's the only one that actually has been dropping it, and he's the only one left, I guess, that could get you to that goal at this point. 4th and 22 for Jacksonville. Just watching the last play, they're getting all the time in the world because there's a 3-man rush. Please stop them. Good. Short.
And there you go.
They
Game
win. The
over.
Colts win. They stay alive in the playoffs. More importantly, your boy MCF wins the picks. So that's what
Oh, True Cowboy. Shout out to you as well. Again,
yeah.
thank you to everybody here.
Yeah, it's
Chilling, hanging with us.
tough season it was. One of the tougher ones. I mean, the only one tougher one we've had here with since the 8 seasons we've been doing this would be the COVID season, I think. I
Yeah.
know we had the one where we had the Zeke situation going
That
on.
one sucked too.
That one sucked as well. We were, but we didn't. We were knocked out of the playoffs like week 17 or week 16. So it was a little different. This one we were knocked out basically week 10, in my opinion. This year, COVID, we were knocked out early when Dak
Yeah.
lost, broke his leg. So those were the worst 2 years we had on here. But this season is definitely one of the worst we've ever had, and we got through it. It was tough. YouTube's been screwing a lot of things up here as well, but our Cowboy front office is screwing up the rest of it, and that
Yeah.
is what's holding us back. just all I can say is we got gear for years.
Yeah.
And congrats to the 4 people that won, maybe a chance to win some new gear of their team. So yeah, we'll do that a little bit later in the week and do our December jersey raffle. Add in what were the 4 winners again?
Let me see. It was Redman R, Cassie Stewart, Unknown Ninja, and James Hur.
Speaking of unknown ninja.
Shout out to them
He
for
did it
the
again. Yes.
$5 holler. He's one of the OGs here. Thank you so much, Ninja. Just saying, I'm just here for the MCF commentary.
Much love.
Dallas has a long way to go for a ring.
Oh, yeah.
But this is a championship stream. Aw.
Hey, thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Ninja again.
First official.
I feel like the real true Cowboy fans are definitely, a Super Bowl ring winners
Yeah.
to us, because they're the real fans, the ones who, again, for better or for worse, stick by their team, stay loyal to their team, even if the support, changes a little bit throughout the years, right? And especially as the Joneses kind of make you feel dirtier for supporting the team in certain ways, right? We still support each other in our Cowboy fandom, because that's what makes.
When we watch Cowboy games, we take multiple showers a day. Unknown Ninja, by the way, thank you. Got you on the board, and now we need 2 more $5 drops or higher to hit the goal.
Yes,
which we're trying to stick around to give everybody a fair chance.
We will still be going live after the football season ends in general. That just kind of goes into our full off-season mode.
Now, right now, we got Minnesota or Detroit as a 5th seed. They're going to play at Tampa. Washington's going to play at the Rams. Green Bay's going to play at Philly. And then, of course, the winner of basically tonight's game, the Minnesota at Detroit, the winner gets the 1st seed. The loser gets the 5th seed and plays on the road.
Damn, that's a big drop.
At Tampa, but still on the road the rest of the fucking playoffs, basically. The crazy thing is, to me, though, I kind of like Green Bay. If they have, I don't know what Jordan Love's status is. I know they lost today, but if Jordan Love is playing against the Eagles, I think that's going to be a good game.
Let me go look that up. And bye for now, Jetly44. Take it easy. Much love. Let me do a final little quick check on Jordan Love just before we wrap things up.
That's the way the playoffs are looking. So everything is set in the NFC, other than who's the 1st seed. Is it Detroit or Minnesota? The winner of that game tonight will determine who's the 1st seed. Minnesota can get a bye. And if Minnesota wins, they get the bye. Detroit goes to the 5th seed. If this game is at Detroit, if Detroit wins, they will get the bye.
Yeah.
And Minnesota goes to the 5th seed.
So I don't want to say good news, but it looks like it's just a right elbow contusion. So there shouldn't be any structural worry. Even though he was pretty banged up and hurt, I don't think it's anything that should affect Jordan Love moving forward. So he should actually be a go for the Eagles game. That's just a preliminary things I'm seeing for now.
We hope he's going to be able to,
be healthy
and play healthy. Just because he's out there, I mean, he's going to be throwing good passes out there.
Come on, and Emily Jones, what's up? Always, let's go Cowboys again. Thank you to everybody here chilling, hanging with us, baby.
Yeah, I know we're almost at the end. We're end of the regular season for us, and end of the season for the Cowboys. But you guys are freaking awesome. And again, Unknown Ninja sneaking one in there at the end, trying to get us there. We were 2 away.
Yeah.
I guess the next 3 or 4 minutes as we end this stream, I guess they could still be 2 more $5 super chats or higher. But if not, we got to keep the rules as the rules, and then we didn't hit the goal, and that sucks for everybody that was on that list.
And John Luna also has 80 points on the board, which is, I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, that's dropping pretty low. It should be, that should be 70.
True.
For some reason, that Skeptical fan drop didn't go through here, but
YouTube.
the Unknown Ninja one did, and we're still tallying. That's why we added the extra time on there, so you guys try to hit it. But look, there's 2 more drops. We'll do it. If not, another chance when we go live again to get that, and we'll probably be going live for a playoff game. Fuck the rest of the league right now, but we'll probably sit through a game or 2 during the playoffs, and of course we'll try to get that Super Bowl thing done as well.
Obviously, it's slightly more laid back MCF playoff.
Much more laid back. Maybe some drinks, maybe some fun. We'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe a little after dark drinking in the daytime. I don't know, during the playoffs, because our team ain't there.
True.
So, anyways, we'll figure it out, guys.
Make some space on the couch for those other teams that will be joining us there.
Eagles over here and Washington's over there. They're coming soon. Cowboys and Giants keeping the couch warm for the NFC East. Don't worry. You guys will be joining us very, very soon. Hopefully next weekend at this time, you're both on the couch with us. Anyways, on that note, guys, I agree with Tornado. Hire us for general managers. We'll definitely do it. But no one could do worse than and Stephen Jones. Let's be real, and Jerry Jones, with their manager.
Consider Will McClay.
Yeah, and we ain't gonna have a
What does
chance
that
either.
speak to the rest of us?
We ain't gonna get it. Trust me on that. But we got unknown ninjas hitting it. We gotta stay on. Somebody's gotta hit that goal, right?
We'll have to see, but thank you so much, Ninja, with a $5 holler hitting that goal, saying "Boing," and of course, go Cowboys.
He hit the goal. He hit the bullseye, but we're still one goal
Yeah,
away.
one hit on the bullseye
I wish
strip there.
I wish I
Come
could
on, and
say
Emily
yes.
Jones, by the way, dropped a $2 holler saying, "Let's go MCF and MCW." Thank you so much. Come on, and Emily, appreciate you. Much love. Appreciate that, of course.
Yes. I wish I could say we hit the goal with that, but we can't because
That's right. Yeah,
it's
because that
five.
was yeah. You have
It's
to
gotta
hit
be five
technically
or
5.
higher. But I know Ninja got us one step closer.
That's right. That means we're only
We're
technically
literally
one
one
away as we
away.
wrap things up here.
I wish I could go through all 23 people in the chat and say, "You guys want to do this? This is the last chance because we're ending it here. You got to be 5 or higher." So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I think as of now, Charles Brown, we're 12th in the draft.
Actually, that's something we need to
Hold
check.
me to that, but I'm pretty sure we're at 12.
Let me check that because I do want to see where we are in the draft. That's something important. But that can that
Yeah, so
changes.
and Milton Green, I think, said it earlier too. The Cowboys at least got the 12th pick.
Yeah, that's the thing. Right now, the Cowboys would be and there it is, baby. Officially done.
Thank you, Ramon and Emily Jones, with that final hit there on the bullseye, saying, "Let's go Cowboys."
Man,
Much love to you. Thank you so much. And James Hurst said, just for good measure,
we had him in there.
make sure to drop that $5 holler saying, "Let's fucking go. Let's hit this goal." Thank you so much to every single one of you guys who helped contribute to the goal today. Obviously, you guys kind of saw it during halftime, the live and in action way that some of these goal raffles and getting to these targets work. So we're going to make sure, James Herr, don't worry about it. We're going to make sure to add your name too. Ramon and Emily Jones, thank you. Of course, Ninja, not just with the one that John Luna put in there for him, but the 2 he put in there himself.
That's
so
right.
Thank you guys to all of you. I know we say this at the end of every season because unfortunately for us, every Cowboy season has ended pretty much the same way, but we could not get through the regular season anymore without you guys here. It is now it is necessary now and imperative to our Cowboy fandom survival to be able to have these live streams with you guys.
They don't realize it. They don't realize that it takes away from our anger and and I know some of you guys also have the same anger and feelings that we do, and it is very similar for all sides on
we would
this.
have definitely ended up as one of those viral like TV break-in streams or something if it wasn't for this.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Agree 100%.
Thank you so much, True Cowboy, as well, to all of you guys again.
Yes, cannot do this without your guys' love and support.
Hopefully, our next live stream, like we said, we have some good NFC East losing news to share as far as the Eagles and Washington getting knocked out of the playoffs. And who knows? Maybe by that stream,
we'll do it live.
Maybe by then we will have an answer on McCarthy.
Yeah,
maybe we really don't know.
Or before that, right? So we'll have to wait and see.
I feel like before that's a little bit jumping the gun, just as I feel like Monday through Friday will be all that kind of cleanup, interviews.
The Cowboys do though. Usually they hit that.
Usually we're done by like Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, with the exit interviews, the Cowboys love to hit Fridays with the news. This always happens in the offseason. It happens during the regular season. Friday, I would say, to take away light from the playoffs, Jerry Jones will make a decision on Mike McCarthy.
True.
On Friday, Saturday, Sunday, watch it happen during the playoff time frame because we're not in it. But he always gets to be relevant.
During the playoff time frame makes sense just because of that. Because he'll want to try to
they always want to be relevant.
In the news when playoff shit's happening.
They always want to be relevant. They always want to push everything out the way. Eagles and the Packers, here before that, right before the game, McCarthy's gone or McCarthy's staying, whatever it is, because we get a little bit of the camera away from the Eagles.
Exactly.
And back onto that.
Madman, shout out to you as well. Much love.
That star.
And we think Mike McCarthy will probably be back. So
yeah. I mean, I think so based on everything that's been said, but I hope not. I hope not. In the end, though, in the end, whoever's the coach is a puppet for Jerry Stephen Jones. That's not going to change, and that's the unfortunate part. So changing coaches or not, it's probably going to be the same result. And, I want a different coach, but I'd rather have a different general manager first, and that means no Jerry Jones. I don't know any general manager in the NFL that's been doing it for 32 years. I'd say I'm going to count it after the last Super Bowl because honestly, I don't count, other than his move with Deion Sanders, I don't give him credit for anything. That's all Jimmy Johnson's team. But after that Super Bowl, it's been 20, now it's going to be 29 years. We haven't even made an NFC
I
Conference
know.
Championship game. And that is because we have an 82-year-old general manager who refuses to fire himself. Every year, I'm going to end it with that same these same words, because that you can get mad at Dak, you get mad at Micah, you get mad at the coaches, you get mad at everyone. In the end, it's the Joneses that are screwing this team, and it's the way they manage it. It's the way it's owned. Jerry Jones, great owner, horrible general manager.
Exactly.
Stephen Jones, a horrible capologist, cap manager, money manager, horrible people running this team, and
Yeah.
that is why we're here now for 29 years. Not forget a Super Bowl appearance, forget a Super Bowl win. We haven't even appeared in an NFC Conference
I know.
Championship game. Another year, we're gonna suffer the 29 fucking years. That's generations. That's a generation, and it's getting ready to get 2 generations here. We another 10 years
Yeah.
of fucking wasted players, wasted talent, and just dulling the star. It shines brightly on in my mind and on my head and our team's representation.
Yeah.
But it's not met by the front office. That's how we're gonna end this thing. That's how we're gonna fucking end it.
So with that said, guys, again, thank you so much. Huge shout out to everybody here chilling,
Yes.
hanging with
Big
us.
congrats to everybody who helped with the goal. Going to get you in that in the raffle for January. Next time we show up for the next game, whatever, it's going to be raffling one of these off of your choice team, sport, as long as you have it available, style, size,
Yeah.
all that stuff. So that's the next stream we're probably going to do with the star over everything, weekly winners, and the winners from the goal raffle we did
That's
today.
right.
So big
Speaking
shout
of
outs.
goals, huge shout out to Mr. John Luna. He's got 63 points on the Stream Boss.
Boom.
He's going to take over once again as the sponsor of the week
Domination.
and the membership gifting champion.
Domination. I mean, this
we
guy's
do
got like
have-
5 weeks, 6. He's going on 6 weeks, I think, on all those.
I know.
So domination for
And
John
we do
Luna.
have, though,
We do the
a
queen of the
to
Cash
the
App.
king.
Yeah, we got a queen of the Cash App right here, which is the great Pat Pfeiffer. 3 out of 4 weeks, Pat Pfeiffer was
Thank
there.
you so much, Pat.
And the one in between was Mary Alvarez. So we had a whole month of queen representation, really 6 weeks of representation of Cash App queens. And Pat Pfeiffer this close to taking it again. And at the buzzer, basically, Skeptical
said,
fan
wait a minute.
said, hold on, we got to get Kings back in the house. Skeptical fan, Cash App King going into the next week, going into tomorrow and into the next weeks of this next, whether it's a week or 2 weeks, we'll see. We should at least have to do at least 2 streams. So if McCarthy gets changed over and we do a playoff stream, that'll be a 1 week thing. Skeptical fan representing the Cash App crown going forward. So John Luna, Skeptical fan, handling things going forward. Appreciate all your love and support. And Pat Pfeiffer representing the Queenage there in the Cash App. And everybody in the chat dropping the knowledge. Everybody dropping the love from above, helping us reach the goal today for the 1st of January, goal raffle to be set up. So thank you guys for that. Alana Hanslu in the membership. I don't think we didn't get the memberships, but it's all good. We had some Cash Apps. Thank you guys so much. Pre-stream love as well from John Luna and Skeptical Fan. Shouting out those guys. Skeptical Fan, John Luna, Jetly44, Alanda Hanslu, Unknown Ninja, and Ramona and Emily Jones. Thank you all. Ramona and Emily Jones. Thank you both. Thank you all for helping not only hit the goal but dropping the love here. Thank you guys for being in the chat discussing this useless game and another ugly loss for our Cowboys, but it helps us get the 12th pick. And by the way, I wanted to say that we will get the 12th pick in the draft in the first round. The second round, we get the 44th pick.
Yeah.
Which is a lot better than usually 50s and 60s, right?
Yeah.
And then in the third round, we get the 76th pick. So that our top 100 picks, that's what it is. 12th pick, 44th pick, and 76th pick.
So as long as the Cowboys don't move anything around.
That's 3 starters right there. We should be getting 3 starters. I'm sorry. Or at least 2 starters and 1 about to be a starter. 1 Lou Fowl, 1 Cooper Beebe, which is third round. You got to get a Nealand and you got to get a Guyton, but you got to get 3 starters types. And ones that are going to be ready to start right away. In the right positions for the right coaches in this team. And hopefully we do that. We'll see. But as far as the draft is concerned, and the schedule, I'm not sure who will fall into that. We've had Carolina, New Orleans, or Arizona, or the other team, whoever it is, but Seattle, I think. But the point is that we do know our draft pick is 12th. We do know our draft pick, is that's going to be a 12th pick in every round, obviously. In the first 100 picks, 12th pick, 44th pick overall, and 76th pick overall. That's where we end up landing. Yeah. So I guess Not that bad out of the top 10. I mean, after, everything that went wrong and right,
Worse.
could have been worse for us in the sense of it could have been 17th. It could have been 15th pick or 17th pick. Of course, if we had lost a couple games at the end here,
Yeah,
it could have
then
been a
it
top,
would be
easily,
very
easily
different.
top 10 for the Cowboys in every round. But that's the way it goes. That's the way the cookie crumbles. And thank you guys for joining us
And our
for,
certainly crumbled.
yeah, 8th season here, guys. Can't do it without you guys. 7.5 years on YouTube, maybe. Why the hell do we do this each and every day and every damn week, every damn year, almost a decade doing this thing, and still can't get production from this front office and this Cowboy team? If they're ending another season, please remind me why we do this each and every week.
It's that navy blue,
It is.
that silver too,
It is.
and that star over everything.
It always is, no matter what, over coaches, the best coaches, the Bob Landers and the Jimmy Johnsons, the best players, whoever you love out there, whether it's Emmitt Smith, Aikman, Staubach, over the owner. Fuck you, Jerry Jones, Stevie Jones. Over everything, it's this star over everything. And here on My Cowboys Family,
Trey Lance jersey today, Madman.
try to go with the Aubrey.
We're
He
an
got
Aubrey.
most of our points. I will say this. Win, lose, or draw, good, bad, or ugly, right here on this channel, we will always and forever rep that star over everything. And here on this channel on My Cowboys Family for over 7.5 years, 8 full NFL seasons doing these reaction streams. Never forget the number one thing here, now, and forever. As always, say it loud and say it proud with us. As always, never forget, go Cowboys, no matter what. And then now,
Always.
starting in 2025, and we're here, and now the season, not only go Cowboys, let's get that 6 and beyond. Thank you guys for dropping your knowledge in the chat all night long or all day long here with us and all year long through a very tough year. Thank you all for, of course, dropping that love from above. Cannot do this without you guys. John Luna wrecking the boards here for the last 3 months. So thank you. Thank you all for dropping the love and support. Cannot do this without you guys. Well, on that note, we wrap up this stream, but wrapping up another season here on My Cowboys Family, and couldn't do this without you guys. Thank you. Before we can drop out, clock out officially, and relock and reload for a whole new season starting tomorrow here on My Cowboys Family. Baby, what do we got to do before we officially and fully drop out for this game day and for the night, for the day, I guess?
We got to drop. The beat.
I don't know if I heard that. She said the beat.
Yeah,
I was like,
maybe if I didn't drop it, the season doesn't end.
Yeah, that's what we were hoping for. This season, we're glad that it's over now. At this point, now I'm glad it's over. I know in a month we'll be begging for more football, but I'm done. I'm done. I need another month.
Just stop watching our Cowboys get their asses beat.
Yeah, I need 2 months, like get myself to normal after this season. But we will next time. In 2 months, it's free agency.
Yeah.
Will the Cowboys do anything or sit in their hands again? Probably sit in their hands. But every year we have to hope. Every year we hope we get that 6 and beyond.
Yeah.
Here, as we wrap it up, Week 18, regular season game against the Washington. What the fucks? They won at the end. They're playing this like this is a Super Bowl just to get knocked out next weekend with the Eagles, hopefully, from the playoffs. We'll see what happens. But we know what happened this game. Cowboys gave this one away once again to division rival Washington. Well, we got the 12th draft pick. There's the good news. Here in MCF, back at it again for a 2025 season around the corner. Never forget, here at MCF, it's about that navy blue, that silver too, and that star over everything. Never forget the number one thing right here, My Cowboys Family. It's you guys. All year long, just keeping us going. Enemies from other teams or Cowboy Family. Doesn't matter. Thank you guys for being here with us, MCF style. You guys keep us going. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell to make sure you know when we're going live. Also follow us on Twitter and all social media at My Cowboys Family. Jump in the Discord. That link is in the description below. And guys, thank you for another year here on MCF, another Cowboy season, an ugly one this time around, but we'll be at it again, repping that star over everything. Guys, never forget, as always, stay safe. We'll see you soon, and never, ever forget, Cowboys!
Monk on the beat. Monk on the beat.